Well, did it suck ass because like you have like a really technical way you look at movies, or was it actually just like a terrible movie?
It's a remake that is inferior to the source material in just about every way. Aside from the fact that it has like realistic CG, the fact that the animals can't emote like they could when it's hand drawn animated, it's really off putting actually. Like the CG animation is like very breathtaking. It's like legitimately photorealistic, but the fact is that the movie is like 75% shot for shot remake. So you're just kind of asking yourself, why are you watching it? Like it's like the nostalgia for the original animated is just done. Everything is done so much better in a lot of ways. If you want to go in further here, John Oliver as Zazu is really off-putting. Like I don't see Zazu. I just hear John Oliver doing an impression or trying to sound like Zazu, but it's like really it's off-putting there.
Yeah, no, the graphics are better, so that's all that matters, dude.
Yeah, they should have just made it a cartoon movie, bro. That shit's trash.
No, you shouldn't have remade it. There's nothing here because of the plot of the original. There's like you can't really deviate much. There's not much you can add into it because there's not much there to expand upon, really. Dude,
that movie is on a 2080 Ti.
All I'm waiting for in the movie theater is Zombieland 2. That's the only movie I'm waiting for, Zombieland 2.
I can't tell if Manuel,
that's coming out?
I can't tell if Manuel's talking to somebody or.
Sorry, guys.
No. If you're talking to someone, you're good. You're good. I just didn't know I didn't know if you knew if it was muted. I felt bad.
Yeah. To be fair with the Disney movies, all the remake they made and turned it into a movie, it's almost a carbon copy of the original cartoon. I mean, they did that with Beauty and the Beast. They did that with Aladdin. They did that with pretty much everything. I mean,
well, there's a couple of changes there. There's a lot of changes in Beauty and the Beast that I feel were negative changes, including giving Belle's mother a backstory, giving Beast like a lot more things, and changing how the curse from the castle works. A lot of things change in Beauty and the Beast. I feel for the worse as well, but changes were at least made there. I do think 2015 Cinderella was a complete Snoresville. I don't even recall what I hate about that film at this point, but I remember being pretty bored shitless of that one.
Let me ask you this, Trihex.
The only one I like actually is Jungle Book 2016.
That's exactly what I was going to ask. I was going to say, how would you say it compares to Jungle Book? Because it's actually Jungle Book, I think did a pretty good job. I don't know if they released the first real one. I'm referring to the older Jungle Book that is with like real animals, but it's like the first real animal one. I thought that was very fucking good, really good for the original story.
In the 90s?
No. Okay,
like
not
the separate live action one. Or are we talking about the 1960s animated original?
Okay, I'm talking about the 2016 one then.
Here's the thing about those movies though. Like I feel like going on your own and going with your kids, it's a lot different. Like for example, my kids were never really interested in watching the cartoon Aladdin, but they were very interested in going to the movies to watch this Aladdin with Will Smith and all that. So when you have kids and you go to those movies, it's a different angle because you watch your kids also discover something, versus, of course, if you saw the original and then you go see the same one, the same story, but just with CGI instead of cartoons, it most likely would be a disappointment. But going, for example, to see Aladdin with my kids, awesome. And it was not so far from the original one. Same thing with Lion King. Like, do I expect it to be very similar to the original movie, the story? Of course. But I'm taking my kids and my boys that never watched the Lion King. They were not interested by it. So here they're gonna discover it and not as the original one for them. And I'm not too unhappy about that. Like for me, do I care? No. But for my kids, I think it's pretty cool that they get to see those movies.
So, what's everybody's favorite Disney movie?
Overwatch.
That's a big question. Do I include Pixar in this, or do I? You want?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're right, because I feel like Pixar got better movies than Disney, to be honest. Like, because they got, doesn't Pixar have Over the Hedge, right?
No, that was DreamWorks actually.
Oh well, DreamWorks has better movies than Pixar.
Monsters Inc., dude.
That's a hot take there.
Man.
Was that Pixar?
I feel like that shit.
I mean,
that's a mega hot take right there.
That's not
agree with that at all.
I feel like Pixar has more like quality movies than them shits.
I'm gonna be honest.
Like, I don't know.
I think I'm gonna say two things here. Actually, I'm gonna say three things so we can bring Devin into the conversation. First thing I'm gonna say to answer Bruce's question, I'd say. Give me a sec. First thing I would say is Anastasia. That's probably one of my favorite movies as far as animation goes. And Anastasia's absolutely fucking amazing. Beautiful.
When did that come out?
A long time ago.
Anastasia was from
1990s.
Oh my god, I figured.
Don Bluth Productions, the same people who made Land Before Time and Rockadoodle.
Oh, I hated Land Before Time. I hated
and American Kill.
Did you guys like that dinosaur movie, dude? It was just bad vibes.
Yeah, we're back as well. Yeah, he made there was kind of mixed reception on a lot of his like movies, honestly.
So I have a question for Trihex and Devin here. For the first one's directed toward Trihex, second one's directed toward Devin. The first question is, so I saw some clips from the live animated whatever the hell Lion King remake.
Lion King.
Yeah. Now there was a very famous part of Timon and Pumbaa and Simba. I'm hearing some reverb from someone's mic. I don't know whose mic it is, but there's reverb somewhere. Does anyone hear that? It's like, boop.
What?
Yeah, I hear it also.
Oh, that's me, probably. So hold on, sorry.
Is it? Okay. Anyways.
Are you on a boat?
No,
Partying
he's at my house in the shipping container. Anyway, just kidding. It's a joke, guys. Okay, so the Trihex. So some of these clips I saw, sorry, I'm very tired.
That's cool. I actually didn't finish getting my opinion about it, but I can. But if you want to ask your question, I can like dump more of my opinion to elaborate further on it if you like.
But before you answer, I'm going to ask Devin it, and then you answer, then Devin could go. Okay. So the famous scene where Timon, Pumbaa, and Simba do the song. You know, it's kind of like a. Why can't I think of any words? But anyways. Yes, the song plays, and they're jumping around. They're having a good time, right? And the famous song comes in. I feel like
the Lion Sleep Tonight. You were singing.
I feel like the I don't know why, but the colors they used, whether it's in their CGI or whatever it was, the colors seemed very, very depressing. It seemed like there wasn't any color. I mean, they were better off, in my opinion, going into the fucking jungle and filming 3 circus fucking animals. Yeah, in the new one, in the one that just released. Like they're better off filming with the actual green and their actual colors. Like they used some like Instagram filter where everything was like this like very dull shade of the real color. It was very, very depressing, at least from what I saw and from what I think on my opinion. And then before you answer that, Trihex, the next question to Devin is, do you think that... So I think a big reason why this movie wasn't as good, based on the clips that I've seen so far, I have to go see it for myself entirely to create a full opinion on it. But do you think part of this is to sell the movie, to boost the sales, and hire these extremely famous celebrities that we all recognize the voice? They may not be the best voice actors, and you can kind of tell who they are, and it ruins the immersion of the movie. Whereas getting like a talented voice actor that maybe doesn't have the biggest name, so we can fully immerse in it. Like, do you think things like this statistically are used just to boost sales at the cost of maybe making the movie better? Let's have Trihex answer the first one, and then we'll have Devin answer the second.
Can you? So can you read? So you asked him kind of like this like really long run-on sentence here.
Well, I understand the question, but then he said Trihex should answer it.
Well, no, Trihex. My question too is, why do you think?
Do I agree the desert is? I agree that the background of that one scene was bland, deliberately with the Instagram filter.
Just overall, just overall the movie entirely, like, or at least all the clips. I saw like 9 different clips, and they all seem bland.
I can kind of give you there. So the thing is, there's not really an art direction with this film. It's grounded in realism. Like everything looks realistic. They made a realistic looking Pride Rock, a realistic looking Hakuna Matata paradise, desert, Pride Lands, Elephant Graveyard. Everything is grounded in like how it would look at IRL. IRL is the end goal here, not really a particular art direction. This is why you have a hard time figuring out like who's adult Nyla versus the other female lions versus Simba's mother. They all look the fucking same unless you like deliberately do a pan in, zoom in with spoken dialogue, and the context will fill in like which line is who. Like you can tell Simba, you can tell Scar, You can kind of tell Mufasa as well here, but all the female lions look all the same. All the hyenas look the same, especially the three stooges that are all like, Scar's henchmen or whatever. It's very, very grounded in realism for better or for worse. And that comes into play even as a bigger factor because they can't emote. They don't show emotion. Like when Zazu looks pissed off, it's just a bird, just staring dead pain or dead into the center of the camera, and that's really it. A bird doesn't really look mad, doesn't have eyebrows, it can't really do much.
Spoiler, dude.
So
is it? Well, here's the thing: is it really grounded in realism? Because, for example, so the example given here is that in order to show or in order to distinguish between lions, there is a color scheme or a blandness in the color to kind of distinguish between different lions and different shades. But in reality, lions, if you watch any documentaries on lions and prides, lion prides, you know that each lion can be distinguished by markings on their face and on their body. So if it was grounded in realism, I would assume they would add markings that we can distinguish the difference, not sacrifice color of blandness of the entire movie to establish and distinguish between lions. Does that make sense?
I'm not sure if I really agree with that. I mean, maybe if you have a keen eye for, like, I guess, distinctive line markings on the facial features, but I'm just
in the
telling
movie
you,
they can exaggerate a little bit, but yeah. I'm
just letting you know, it's you're gonna have a really tough time here. If I can spoil the whole film for you here, like I can tell you parts where this will become a huge problem, but like
dude, the whole film's, dude. Anyone who doesn't know the film plots, literally, dude, the only movie they've watched is the Fortnite cinematic that opened up.
I haven't watched. I don't remember it, dude.
Don't get me wrong. No, I hear. No, okay. So the reason why I say it is because there's a huge problem where in the finale fight scene when Scar versus Simba. The remaining female lions that are all still, chilling at Pride Rock, ready to fuck Scar up or whatever. There's eventually going to be just like a 5v5 battle of all the female lions versus the hyenas while Scar fights Simba. And they're all, it's like, all at nighttime. It's very poorly lit. It's just like all the lions just doing this shit, and you can't make out a fucking thing. You don't know who's hitting who or what's doing what. It's like a really bad Transformers battle where it's like it's two robots fucking each other, and you hear two malfunctioning blenders going off nonstop, and you don't know what the fuck's going on until someone falls off a cliff. That's the finale fight, literally.
Too, dude.
So there's a problem.
I think like there's a kind of just weird thing happening where it's actually just like a little bit too perfect. You combine like the weird CGI with like human voices, and it just doesn't connect for people in some way.
Yeah. That's why I watch hentai.
So
yeah, man, just give me that good old animation. Like, why do we gotta make it all CGI'd out?
What about Fortnite porn?
No,
is that a thing?
Hell yeah, that shit go hard.
All right, I gotta leave early later, guys.
Yeah,
I think they did Overwatch. I don't know if they did Fortnite, but I think they did Overwatch.
Well, Overwatch is like.
I swear to God, they did Fortnite.
Overwatch is like its own culture now. I do.
So yeah, by that logic, if you think that the old Lion King is better because it's animation and it's more, yes, then you think hentai is better than normal porn. And if you don't agree, then
what? I don't see how you make that leap.
How do you not see it? If you watch normal porn,
because real porn isn't CGI; it's real people.
Yeah, but that's like the real fucking lion.
What? So if the comparison you're making is if they had a bunch of lions.
Animation.
You just don't get it.
Oh, you know what? Poke is right. Train.
Train,
Can you pull up hentai in one screen and porn on the other screen, and let's see what chat thinks?
Sure. Let me open up the just chat.
It's like if you prefer porn, if you prefer porn,
that's good.
You prefer porn. It's like saying, yeah, I prefer the new Lion King.
But the Lion King is CGI. It's like the example would be if they put real lions and they called the Lion King. It's just
you guys are saying it's just.
You know what?
So
I get what
good.
you're saying. Yeah,
you're saying it's so good though. It looks too real.
No,
yeah,
honestly,
I get what you're saying.
There's not a satisfaction of art direction being executed. When you look at it, it just looks like it's Animal Planet being filmed for like a Lion King reenactment. That's what it comes off as, for better or for worse.
I'm sorry. I'm being stupid.
No, that was good.
But let me just make a point here.
John Zerka's not here. I gotta live it on.
Trihex, go ahead.
Yeah, so the big point I want to get on here about that part is, like, I don't mean that the film enters Uncanny Valley. The lions and all the animals look realistic. They look convincing. It is, like, fantastically done, no doubt. Everything is great on the visual fidelity side. Just there's a lack of art direction. However, again, the problem here is that the animals can't emote. This is especially a massive problem when you see, for example, one of many scenes here. I'll bring up as an example though is Mufasa's death. Whenever you think about Simba, whenever he's like on top of the cliffside and
try hacks.
Say it again.
Spoilers.
Spoilers? Is that what you're saying? Sorry.
Yeah, this is spoilers, dude.
Oh, okay. 25-year-old movie. Okay, whatever, bro. It's like
So wait, dude, like basically what you're saying, like, well, basically what I'm hearing in my own ears that cinematic, whatever the fuck CGI movies, they basically suck. To me, they suck. I don't like them. I just like cartoonish shit.
Well, actually, I haven't actually finished to get to the point for you yet, but real quick here, what I'm trying to get at there is whenever Mufasa dies or is dead, and Simba's like gonna like scream no, as like, you know, and it does like the dramatic zoom out from the cliffside back to Mufasa on the ground. That zoom out, Simba does not emote anything. It looks like just a cat with wide eyes, and that's it. There's no like raised eyebrows or any kind of like advanced
I know what you're
features.
talking about. Yeah,
It's just like,
So it's just Trainwreck's
flat
reacting.
no, yeah, it's like. And the reason, and for example here, the reason why that falls apart there, and comparatively, you don't have this problem whenever, say, the Panther in Jungle Book 2016 doesn't, is because you have a human on screen, you know, Mowgli. You have Mowgli on screen giving the reaction to what the animals are talking to him and saying. So you get grounded in like some kind of like tangible, interactive part at that time. But with no humans on screen and the animals can't really emote that well, there's going to be this really weird disconnect between what the animals say and do.
I mean,
watch the trailer and look at like when the animals like talk ever. It's like really sterile.
How did Jungle Book do it then? Jungle Book was fucking amazing.
I just told you, because they had a human on screen the entire time. You see like Mowgli like fucking do shit in reaction to the panther and the bear doing shit.
Sorry.
Or whoever he's interacting with.
The Mowgli carried, dude.
The
Yeah,
human,
Jungle
the
Book
human
was
can
amazing.
react.
That's a
So,
fact.
I don't know, dude. Like, dude, whoever. I actually looked it up, and the voice actors are amazing, dude. Whoever voice acted the bear and the puma, dude, absolutely amazing. Absolutely, dude. These voice actors, bro. I would have, dude. Their voice, dude, absolutely great, and that's a huge part of it. Like, absolutely amazing. But to give you an example to a bad,
was it a puma, not a panther? They got me
panther.
wondering.
It's probably a panther.
You got me googling now. I don't know. I thought that was a panther actually.
It actually,
In what? In the Jungle Book?
Wait, it's Puma.
Black Panther.
Puma versus Panther. What's the difference here now?
And
What is?
the tiger is the bad guy in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, Shere Khan. I think what was his name.
Yeah.
oh, it's the same cat. They're the same. Panther and puma are the same.
They are.
Right?
Yeah, it says so. But no matter what you call it, it's still the same cat. Puma concolor, the largest of the small cat species, and panther is a general term for cats that have solid colored coats. So it was.
Aren't they all leopards? Yeah. Like it's a leopard without spots, I think.
You know what's crazy? You learn something new about animals or fucking insects every day. I heard that when a bee busts a nut, it explodes.
So,
that shit crazy as fuck, bro.
so pretty much,
I swear to God, that
that's
shit is
sad.
crazy.
pretty much.
Is that true?
Try.
I think it is. I don't know. I've seen it on
No,
the
it's
internet.
true. It's true, and then they die. Yeah, it's right.
Wait,
What
why does a bee have to bust a nut? Aren't they like? Isn't there just like a queen?
What?
We're not talking about. We're not talking about Twitch streamers' OnlyFans accounts. Okay,
Yeah.
we're talking about the fucking animal kingdom.
Which one stings you and then they die because they're stinging? Then there's one that can like sting you over and over. But there's
Wasps are assholes.
Wasps are no
wasp
shit.
ass, they
motherfuckers.
bite, right, or whatever it is. But the
They
honeybee
bite
or
and
something,
sting.
if it stings you, that's their ass. They did, but it's like I got that one in. See you later.
Yo,
You want me to do anything else here, or am I? Because I got if you want me to finish the full opinion, I can, or if you want me to like, or if we're done Lion King, I'll go ahead and.
If you want to finish your full opinion, go ahead, and then we can.
Sorry, I don't mean to rush. I just wanted to, I gotta stick to it.
No, that's great.
I gotta
We have other topics to get everyone involved after this. I just want to get this out of the way since we have you for limited time.
No doubt. So just to give you the whole elaborate thing here, the good, the good, the bad, and my conclusion here would be that the good is that, because I didn't really tell you guys what I liked about it actually. Timon and Pumbaa actually steal the show. Well, I did tell you that John Oliver as Zazu is fucking terrible, and you're gonna like completely be taken out of the immersion of the film by just hearing John Oliver speak and not hear like, I guess like iconic Zazu voice acting. Seth Rogen as Pumbaa actually works really, really well. Like he doesn't sound like Seth. He's like, They give him like a Pumbaa accent or twang. I don't know how they do it really, but he sounds like Pumbaa, and it works really, really well. Their banter back and forth has actually changed dialogue. It's a lot more modernized now. So it feels more organic and grounded, and less like, sidekick comic relief characters, I would say. Scar's management as king of Pride Rock after Simba leaves is actually given a little bit more elaboration. Like, you understand, like, there's one scene where they actually give more details on why he's mismanaging as king, rather than just being told by Mufasa's wife that, we don't have any food. She does that little thing she does in the original movie. And then now more about the bad here, though. John Oliver Azazu, terrible. Emotive capability of realistic animals, non-existent. Composition of shots, due to the fact that it's like CG animation, every shot has to be very particular and extremely calculated. So if, for example, here, if you think about, I just can't wait to be king. Oh, that song. They how it's like, it's Simba and Nyla like on ostriches and fucking hippos and rhinos and just fucking around the big ass crazy extravaganza, kind of like Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast. Here it's like super grounded by comparison. It's just like them running around the water hole, and it's like, while the water looks great and it's realistic and all that, it's like nowhere near the extravaganza of the original. So you inevitably are going to make toxic comparisons to the original, and here it just kind of falls flat for me, big time. And then finally here, the last part here that I really want to stress to you all here is that it's a very pretty but ultimately boring, loyal shot-by-shot remake for like 3/4 of the film. Very little has changed here, and the little that is changed is like, again, minuscule things like adding in the details of like why Scar mismanaged Pride Rock, and the animals like need someone new to come in and manage, aka Simba. So it's like, you're just gonna honestly be bored. I was actually bored up until Mufasa's death, because it was just like, it was literally a shot-by-shot remake. I'm just like, I mean, it looks pretty, but they're not really emoting, and it's like, I could just watch the original if I wanted to see this done better and 30 minutes shorter.
Yeah.
So with all that in mind, if you go see it, proceed with caution. I'd love to, and if you think I'm wrong, please feel free to debate me on that, because I'd love to hear what you felt, what you saw that I didn't at this point. And with that,
I don't even have to see it no more, bro. You did that shit, bro. You told me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw you watched the original?
I've watched. I own Lion King on Blu-ray, so I don't know, like probably saw it in the last like 5 years. I'm a pretty big fan. I have Lion King 1, 2, and 1.5. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually think 1.5's pretty good, honestly. So.
Yeah. It's tough to nail the real versus animated. I mean, if you look at Dragon Ball Z, like I saw the real version, just some previews, man, absolute trash. Like, it makes me like, if that came out first, I wouldn't even give the anime a try. Like, so it's just tough. It really takes a certain skill.
But that's not. You can't compare that. Like I mean, like they didn't even try to do Dragon Ball. It's basically like they used the names, but they didn't give a fuck about the story or anything. So
yeah, true. That's true too. Yeah.
It's not. It's,
you could have called it something different and nobody would have known it was Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
Basically, it was that bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
like
bad. It's like Netflix's Death Note.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like an opening scene to Brazzers. Like, it was that cheesy. Like, it was that cheesy.
They are doing a second one.
No, how do they get funding?
Netflix is doing a Death Note second party.
God damn it!
Like, he's acting the first time he meets Ryuka. It's just fucking so bad. The only good thing about the Netflix Death Note is Willem Dafoe doing the voice of Ryuka. That's it. The rest is shit.
I think we can all agree, if you liked or you didn't like the new Lion King remake, you absolutely think the new Cats remake is terrifying more than any other thing we've talked about so far tonight.
Isn't that just a Broadway thing?
There's a new movie about the Broadway show, and it
looks
awful. It's actually the worst thing. It's much worse than fucking Lion King or any other
Do you like
bullshit
it?
Disney thing we talked about.
He's not wrong. That trailer is yikes out of 10.
Wait, what is it called?
But with that, I gotta go. It's 12:30. I gotta go. Train up, everyone. I love you. Just with my dip right now.
Yo, Trix, thanks for coming in. Yes, sorry about that, chat. I just someone just linked me a clip on Twitter about someone throwing their cat.
Oh, I saw that.
It was a full-on lob.
Get out of here.
But anyways, Trix, thanks for joining us, man. I really appreciate it, bro. I love you. Even just seeing your face for a second, dude. I appreciate it.
Gotcha, baby.
Love you,
All
baby.
right, I'll see you next week. Later.
Bye.
Peace.
Later, dude.
My nigga.
Oh, look at this.
That scared me for a second. I realized you were good.
That's for real.
Me too.
It actually scared me for a second. I'm like, okay, we're good.
Cats.
Wait,
Market
Trent,
Giga.
are we gonna talk about that?
The girl, the Discord. Yes.
Wait, but that's cats
Oh,
right
okay.
there? Like the new one or something? Oh, that's
Yeah, man, it's fucking terrifying. It's
Yeah, I
much
don't
worse
like
than
that
anything
at
else
all.
we've talked
Yeah.
about so far. This is literally like gonna give me
Nah.
nightmares forever.
Yep, no, I'm not with that one.
Do you guys see the trailer for the new Top Gun?
Top Gun.
No.
That is sick.
Are you for real?
That is fucking thing
Yeah.
is sick.
Wait, it's actually good?
Yeah, I
Is
think
Cruise
it's
still
great.
flying? Is it
Tom
Cruise?
Cruise.
Is Cruise still
Yeah.
flying?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
my
it's Tom
goodness,
Cruise,
that's
and it's called Top Gun Maverick.
Huh.
Can I just say I haven't knowingly watched a Disney movie since I've been like 10 years old. I just want to say that.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I prefer like I don't know, like horror and just more in-depth stuff. That's all. Yeah. I mean the premise of movies and even books is like it's all the same thing, good versus evil, so there's only so many ways you can spin it, but yeah.
That's the ultimate duality that dictates and directs our entire life philosophy until death. If you think about it, good versus evil.
Yeah.
Yeah, right versus wrong. I mean, think about it. Every decision made, every decision you make in your life, everything you decide to do, every deal, every friendship, it comes with that basic understanding and what dictates you to decide which side you're going to take. I'm telling you, dude, it all actually hits that exact note. And also, I think the children's movies, I think they possess the most depth. Because it's not trying too hard, and it's hitting something with that perfect dab of imagination that allows you to. I mean, the people who are our age, or roughly around all of our ages, if you can grow up, yet still keep that imagination that you possessed at that age, those are the people who are truly blessed, in my opinion. And those are the people who will one day find actual happiness, whatever that may be for them. Dude, I'm like a huge fan of like these movies, dude. Like the hope they instilled in me at a young age has followed me all the way till now. Like that hope, no matter how unrealistic, the symbolism of it has pushed me through so many hard times. So I'm gonna have to kindly disagree. But yeah.
Okay.
No, but
Have you
I
ever
love
heard
it.
of Train? Have you ever heard of The Hero's Journey?
No.
This is something you'd like. It's so there's a psychologist named Carl Jung, and he was like the basis
I know
of
Carl Jung,
all,
yeah.
like Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Like it's this whole story of how like one hero progresses through a journey and encounters various difficulties, and that story has been told over and over again. And it's like that's like the basis of what you're talking about. It's a really, really cool concept.
Yeah. I'll check it
It's
out.
Joseph
Devin.
Campbell, but it was originally Jung's work, architect. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. Skylius, welcome.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
You're a little low. I think, is that an ASMR mic? Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. No, it looked like the two ears. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god, it do though.
Doesn't it look like it?
Hell yeah, I thought she was finna start whispering in my ear. That shit was finna dumb good.
No, that's every other. Never mind. So let's talk about I'm happy we have a female's perspective on this cast for this topic. Did all of you hear about the murder that happened over Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad.
Yeah.
Absolutely sad. It's unreal. To be completely honest, it's unreal.
The one that was on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
I posted in the chat if you guys want to look at the details. Because Slasher, there was some details on the Discord thing, right?
But you know what? That when I seen that shit and like how the person like he was an incel, right, or whatever the fuck it was.
Beta or Bruta incel, yes.
Bro, oh my god, bro. I started punching walls, bro. I just wanted to like group all of them niggas up and just start smacking them one by one, bro. Cause that shit is so fucked up. And the website that they were on, like, can I say the website on here? That 4chan shit?
Probably not.
Wasn't it that the 4chan stuff?
You can say 4chan on here, yes.
Oh, okay,
You
yeah,
can say
4chan,
yes.
bro. Everybody who uses that website is weird, and I think that site needs to be banned. Cause so many murders done happen on that website with like poisoning people and shit like that. Like, it's videos of that shit. That shit is weird.
I went there for porn.
That shit crazy.
Through the gifs way back in the day.
GIF section still.
/B. I used to go
Dude,
to the
it's not even
dude.
GIFs anymore. It's like WebMs, dude. It's like higher quality.
WebMs, no, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they're all WebMs.
They're crazy, dude.
It was actually really good back in the day. Yeah, they were really, really good. I haven't been there for at least probably 5 years. But anyways, that's actually really scary and that's crazy, man. Like, imagine, like, you're talking to someone over Discord, and does anyone know what
But I want to say though, I don't think there's terrible people everywhere. They just decide to hit in a section in 4chan. I don't think the whole section is terrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like saying there's a Discord group of people who are fucking terrible. It doesn't mean all of Discord is bad. You go fucking buy an iPhone off Craigslist, and the guy punches you when he meets you up with you. Yeah, fuck Craigslist. That shit beat me up. It's just that you just ran to the wrong corner of a fucking website or a thing, you know? There's just
Do want to clarify
I'm
that.
getting linked to so many things.
it's dangerous. I think there should be more protection for sure.
Yeah, or they should
But
just.
wait, I do want to clarify that despite reports that the guy only met her online, the sister said that she met him in real life. And she also called him a family friend. So it wasn't like they just met through Discord. That part is not totally true. All right.
Didn't they like date for like 2 months or something, and she met the family and everything?
Yeah, so that part is
Wait, so
true.
the- but wait.
And even
So
suspect
that changes everything. That changes the entire narrative.
That does change
You
everything.
report that the family met
Reports-
each other.
I mean,
It says reports say that Bianca's family also had met him in real life, called the suspect a family friend. Police say Quark and Devins, Macaiyla, met in person for the first time about 2 months ago. Police called the killing a possible domestic incident. They say that, here we go. Investigators think that jealousy led to the killing. The belief is that she kissed somebody at a concert, and that's what upset him, says County District Attorney. I have a very hard time understanding how anybody can justify taking another person's life because they kissed somebody else.
yeah, obviously, like killing someone that's just disgusting, and you know, there is not even. I mean, there is no possible way to make what he did even remotely anything close to neutral. Nothing. It like what he did was just horrendous, disgusting, and this man deserves. I mean, if there's a death penalty in the state he's in,
Ain't he already dead? He killed himself, right?
did he kill himself?
He tried. He wasn't successful.
He wasn't successful. Like, yeah, like
Oh,
what he
yeah,
did is
put him in
disgusting. It's
jail.
absolutely disgusting. And you know, if for situations like this, I believe in capital punishment, 100%. But with that said, why weren't all these facts drawn? Why?
Well, some people are saying that they actually didn't date, that he was a family friend, that there was no real. I thought, you know, like maybe he was a boyfriend after reading those articles that Slasher just mentioned, but that they didn't even date, so he was just territorial.
I mean, it does seem like they met from online at some point, and or at the same time could be a family friend. I don't know how that's possible, but it doesn't seem like we know specifically for which one that is, and we don't know if they were like girlfriend and boyfriend. I highly doubt it from everything that we've seen, or he was just a dude that really, really liked her, and then was a
I feel like if it was girlfriend, boyfriend, like that would have been explicit, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Incels are like the real incels, bro, that sit hunched over their computers and shit they selves for jokes and laughs. They're weird as fuck. I'm sorry, I can't deal with that shit. That shit is weird to me.
Yeah, no, I didn't even know that there was like killings before. But it was really weird because before this story got out, I was watching a documentary the night before that was on Reddit, and it was just posted there, and I just started watching it. But the BBC put out a documentary about incels, and I didn't realize that people had actually like killed because of that. I felt really dumb.
Was she like an online personality or something? I don't know very
Instagram
much.
influencer.
Instagram influencer. Okay. How
I
did
wanna-
she influence
I saw her
Instagram?
Instagram. It was very small.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's like-
Yeah, it wasn't. She
every-
wasn't an influencer. She was just like she was a self-proclaimed internet girl.
Yeah, she was just some chick.
What's her
Okay.
following?
Oh.
Like, how big is it?
I mean, they
I don't
going
mean
up.
that- I don't mean that in a bad
Followers
way.
are-
Sorry.
Yeah, the followers. You know, every time somebody dies, the followers go up for some weird reason. Like they just gonna post again. Not to be fucked up about it, but like that's super weird to me. It's just like fake love. But she had like 9K when I looked at her shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I gotta say, if there's a dude labeling her an e-girl, because I've seen that like a lot in the last few days, you're probably the same person who would be the incel in this situation.
Yeah. I zoned out. So you said that in regards to what?
Like a lot of people are calling her an e-girl, and they're kind of justifying like all of this stupid. There are people that are justifying like not his behavior, but kind of like defending him. Oh, that like she brought it on herself, which is insane to
Yeah,
think
it is.
about. But that is like part of the mentality that a lot of these dudes have, which is how he ended up to begin with. So I don't think calling her an e-girl is like a
E-girl's
fair
such a
thing
boring old term
to
now.
do here. I agree. I definitely
Just call her
It's like-
queen.
It's like I feel like everyone's realized the term e-girl just means you're a dude who's not. You realize you're not good enough, so you want to be insulting to her. It's like
Well,
I'm not good enough for this chick, so I'm gonna call her something rude, e-girl.
okay. First of all, no. I can't stand by that. First of all, e-girl should not be insulting. There should be no,
No, it has a
negative
negative
connotation to it.
It does.
Like, what is the definition?
Who e-girl? I mean, e-boy. If someone called me e-boy, I'd be like,
Okay, hold on, because in esports, an e-girl is like a person who hangs around a lot of esports players. That's
Yes.
like we used to call people. Is it different in gaming?
No, it transitioned, but it adopted
Dude, it's
its
the
own
same
definition.
thing. Social climbers. It's just a way of calling it. Social climber.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
had the
Poke's right. That's my
it was
understanding of it,
connected to it a long time ago when e-girl was starting up as a term. Now a lot of them will just say it, but to just like fight the term, like
I
I
mean,
don't know.
every.
All right, wait,
I
wait,
mean,
wait.
if
Okay.
she's a girl,
I
if
got-
she's a girl on the internet,
I gotta ask. 'cause
James,
I'm
go
old.
ahead. James,
I'm
go
old.
ahead.
I'm old. I gotta ask. So is that like the buckle bunny, or like someone that chases after the belt? Is that what the e-girl is? It's not
That's
because they're
right, yeah. You're
the
100%.
e-girl, buckle bunny. They're the chasing after the cowboy who got the big belt buckle, kind of whatever the groupie,
Yes.
whatever the word is.
Yes.
So that's okay. So that's e-girl, not because they're
That's
just
not-
in,
yeah.
and they're streaming.
Well, that
and
was the
snapping.
original definition. Yeah.
I guess that-
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
know that.
See,
I thought
you gotta feel in old school because look, y'all you 20s. I'm like, man, all right, let me have my fighting career. But nah, man, I'm this guy. I'm 41.
I thought e-girl was just. Sorry about that.
a girl that plays games, right?
No,
That's
I thought
what-
I thought
yeah,
an e-girl
okay.
was just a girl over the internet. Like that's what I thought it was.
No, 4
Yeah,
years
that's what I
ago,
just said.
like-
Every girl
No.
on the internet like that fucks with
I
gamers and
thought
shit is an
everybody was
e-girl.
well, just e-girls, whether they mess with boys or whatever. I mean, you know, what I mean, I
Poke-
don't give it, but they just play
Poke's got
on
it.
the internet. You know, what I mean,
For
they're-
me, growing up,
Yeah.
like 4 years ago, when someone labeled a girl as e-girl, it was like, oh, that chick, she's just here to climb to
That's
the
a-
top
it's a
streamer.
social
Well, see,
climber.
but I need to
like,
hear that
yeah.
because so when I hear boys later
I had
on
no
talking
idea.
about my youngster and they call her an e-girl, one of them's getting DDT just straight out of. I'm gonna split that first wig.
It's
right
different
off,
now,
let
but it
everybody
still
know
has
there
a
ain't no e-girl in
connection.
this house. So I
I
just
mean,
need
to be
make sure.
fair, I mean, to be fair, I'm apparently. I mean, I don't mean to say apparently. This girl and many other girls and Twitch streamers, they're self-proclaimed e-girls. I don't think it's used in that context anymore. And if it is, maybe by some people. But to me, e-girl is just
They're
a
doing
presence.
that
Yeah,
as
it's just like a internet girl that you'll
is just
never
a
meet.
presence
So
online,
stop acting
meaning
like a
e-girl.
simp.
They're memeing.
Yeah.
That's
So-
like people who e-date, bro. Don't stop e-dating. You're never gonna see them in life, bro. You wasting your time.
Like
I
in
just-
2019, it doesn't matter. An e-girl means nothing. Like,
You the same person that's e-dating. I'm the same person that's smashing your girl, bro. While you in a Discord call with her.
I just see e-girl
What
differently, I guess.
really,
But I guess,
honestly,
yeah, there's context
the big-
from what you
The
and
bigger
Nash are
problem,
saying.
like e-girl might have a negative connotation. The bigger problem is still dudes that are like this that will kill a woman
Yeah.
over
Oh,
being
yeah.
turned down. And this entire like incel mentality and community is like a big fucking deal on the internet, and it definitely intersects with the gaming community.
Hold on,
Gamers
hold on,
and
hold on,
like
hold on,
all
hold on,
those
hold on.
motherfucking people
Listen.
are most likely to be like these
Listen.
weird fucking
Okay, hold
dudes.
on. I've got to step in here, okay? So, first of all, fuck incels. Yes, incels, that mentality is absolutely disgusting. It is, okay? I meme a lot. I fuck around. A lot of us do. You know, a lot of my boys in the circle, we meme with fucking Squad W and all that bullshit, right? But at the end of the day, I've said it on my Twitter. I've said it on stream. People can cap me. Livestreamfail can shit talk me. I don't care. I'm not an incel. I don't support incelism, okay? But, who left? Oh, Jen's probably disconnected. But, with that said... This idea that we're all of a sudden branding and saying, oh, the fact that incels go and kill women. Like, no, listen. Incel isn't something... Listen, people who go that far, it isn't incel. People who go that far are psychopaths, sociopaths. Do you understand? You don't go and kill someone and decapitate them and take pictures and then say, oh, incels are fucking disgusting. This is such a reach and it's so disgusting and it's a complete generalization. Like... It is, I can't believe I'm saying this. That is a psychopathic sociopath that happened to be an incel. Sure, this kind of behavior may follow the general stigma behind incel, or it might just, fuck the stigma. It might just be how some people are here, very negative and harsh toward women. But to jump and say that a psychopathic, sociopathic killer that decapitated and took pictures of a girl that kissed another guy are all incels is a bit ridiculous in my opinion. And that's just my opinion.
So I think what Slasher might be saying is that it's like that kind of culture that people start to attach to that drives sociopaths and psychopaths into that sort of thing, right? So it's not incel culture that's responsible. That person is obviously mentally ill, but it's that sort of culture that drives people in that direction. Does that make sense?
Oh, of course.
You know,
I'm not doubting it might attract them because of
it's like an
things,
open gateway, right?
It's still the person.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's still the person. Yeah. That kind of behavior or that kind of message might attract people like that, but it's not people like that are doing it. It's the person, the individual that is sick and mentally ill. To make that clarification, because, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But Bruce, what were we gonna say?
I feel like the dude. I feel like she was rejecting him the whole time from being his girlfriend because he was probably in the friend zone because he lame as hell. And like she tried to show him that they were never going to be together, so she kissed another dude.
Well,
because sometimes it be like that with dudes.
Have
like
you seen the DMs? Have you? Okay, like I don't want to. I oh man, like
you've seen the DMs?
Yeah, I saw the DMs. I don't want to defend this because listen, like what this guy did, like I said, he deserves capital punishment. I think it's absolutely disgusting, horrendous. The level he took it to is it actually makes me angry. Like it's like you said, Bruce. Like it makes me want to be in a room with the dude one-on-one, right? But like this idea that everyone's just perpetuating and making up in their heads in this fucking echo chamber for this, it just listen. This isn't a thing where like if you've seen the DMs, there's things of I used you. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you. Like I used you. Get over it. Like there's these things. Obviously, this doesn't equal murder. This doesn't equal being decapitated and have your life taken away. But let's not create this narrative that this was a girl's like, sorry man, I love you. You know, you're a good friend. No, though, this was not the story or the narrative at all. So let's be very clear with what the narrative was. Like I said, this doesn't justify murder. The dude is a crazy nutcase. But let's not create this crazy narrative of some guy that was friend zoned. Like,
so that's what she was saying in the DMs. Like she used him and shit like that.
Yes.
But like I know everybody handles shit differently, and the way that you were brought up and shit like that. But if a girl says some shit like that to me, fuck them. Like what the fuck do I need you for? I'm gonna tell me the same shit.
It's not easy for a guy that's psycho.
Cause they simps, bro. I'm telling you. You gotta grow out of being a simp, bro. People can't handle rejections no more.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it sounds like I'm defending. I don't want to be defending because the dude is a nutcase. He's a psychopathic, sociopathic. Yeah. Honestly, he's a coward and a pussy. Like, 100%.
You see, if we flip it, dudes do that shit all the time to girls. They do that shit all the time. We're like, bro, I done did that shit sometime. Like, I done did that shit. Luckily, like, not trying to be a dick or anything, like, no girl was ever crazy enough to be doing some weird shit besides probably try to leak my dick pic. But, see, that's why you get them off Google. You gotta be smart. You gotta be smart. So if they leak it and it's big as fuck, then you just, you know.
Well, Manuel, go ahead.
Bruce, I'm asking Bruce,
that shit.
You're thinking you think that it might be my dick somewhere in the internet?
Oh, for sure. For sure. But look, I can't use your dick because it's tan. It's like white.
Ah, you know my dick enough at the time.
Oh yeah, and thank you for the money for the food, bro. I ate good that
My
day.
pleasure, my man.
I
My
ate good that
pleasure.
day.
Bruce, actually, what you just explained is actually reverse. It's reverse IQ, and it's actually backward logic. Listen, if you're a smart man, and listen, if you're a smart man, you never do that. You never say.
Oh no, but I'm talking about like 2012 days, like back when people used to use kick.
No, even in 2012 days. Listen, you don't say I used you. Okay, listen, I gotta teach you guys. Okay, so there's JOBD, right? But there's also JOBDing the JOBD. Okay, so after you bust the nut, you're like, oh man, fuck this bitch, whatever. I used you. Get lost, right? But see, that's in the moment stupid thinking. Because you wanna know why? You're gonna get horny again. And guess what? Who the fuck's gonna come over? She ain't coming over. She thinks you're an asshole now. You have to hold back the JOBD clarity and keep it inside of you. Keep it to yourself so you can keep that connection for 3 weeks down the road when you're horny again. Trust me, I know this sounds very objectifying and weird, but like I said, back in the 2012 days. But anyways.
Guys need more of that right now. The kids
Dude,
nowadays.
this is shit you gotta pay for to hear, dude. Train.
Yeah, honestly, the kids need to be paying for your advice so they don't fucking do this shit. I'd rather that you teach these kids like your tactics so they don't end up like.
Dude,
this.
I was making a joke back with the 2012 memes, dude. What do you mean?
No. I was
For real, like I think it's legit.
Train, you're the realest streamer on Twitch.
No, dude, man, listen, dude, listen. Okay, I am so sick of this fake bullshit, okay? Slasher, I've seen you with the girls you're with, okay? If you tell me right now you're this fucking... Listen, do not even front with me, dude. If I see you. You have the experience. Do not tell me you're sat there. Oh, thank you so much. Man, I know for a fact you got your dick sucked like a fucking lost bitch. Like, don't sit here and give me this shit. Like, I'm talking real talk on the Scuffed podcast. Every single man here has. Every one of you. Maybe not Devin. I can see Devin putting a ring on the finger after sex once. That's it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, stop fronting here for the fucking public audience. Like, I made a 2012 reference as a joke, and you're all sitting here like, fuck off. Fuck off,
I was saying
dude.
it was true. Wait, what? Me?
I'm legitimately being sincere here.
My reaction was like, damn. This guy just spit the truth on the internet.
Coming in with
I was
the
talking to
fucking right
Slasher
hook
Poke,
on
not
me.
you.
I'm just sitting here,
okay.
Train.
No, I was talking to Slasher, not you, Poke.
Holy shit.
Wait, what'd you say, Devin?
I said you're coming in with the right hook. I'm just sitting here, dude.
No, that was actually a compliment. I was saying
was it?
Yeah, it was. That's classy.
Thanks,
Listen,
man.
let me tell you one more thing, okay? The guys that pull pussy, they actually don't want to pull pussy, but they can't help it because they've already crossed the line. The guys that pull pussy have crossed the line. They wish they didn't pull pussy because they want to remain mysterious and classy. People who have too many numbers, they lose the aspect of mysteriousness. They lose the aspect of oh, who is that guy? I don't know this guy. When you become the guy that pulls pussy, you meet a new girl. Oh, didn't he hook up with Stacy's brothers, girlfriends, Tracy's sisters, Tamala? And you meet another person. Oh, that's fucking Tamala's ex. Oh, that's right. You lose a sense of mysteriousness. So guys that pull pussy secretly want the other life, right? So it's actually this grass is greener on the other side thing, right? So it was actually a compliment. Being classy and mysterious is a compliment, Devin, and that's what I think you are, classy and mysterious.
So much, man.
Yeah, these bitches getting annoying.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Excuse me. To get back to the topic here, yeah. What he did is disgusting. I believe in capital punishment for reasons exactly like that. And
Well, he's
honestly,
only getting second degree.
For what he did, like I actually, this is extremely fucking like barbaric and primitive. But for reasons like his, that what he did, I believe like we should bring back the gladiator shit. You know what I mean? Like throw him in a ring with like fucking 3 saber tooths and like 6 gladiators, and he's in there with a fucking spear. Like I'm talking some fucking brutal shit. Because what he did is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, what if he wins?
What if he wins? What do you mean?
So we just fucking made a beast.
Yeah,
dude.
He can't win because, dude, we're in 2019, and listen, it's just for the show, and then we have like 6 snipers, CIA poached in the fucking front. So if he wins, we just, you know. Anyways, he's gone. He loses no matter what. He just doesn't know it. But anyways, that's the way it should go. What he did is inexcusable, and it's absolutely disgusting. No one should ever do that. And everything I said, guys.
That's why we're memeing about that. True.
Yeah, we're all memeing. We're talking about 2012 days, joking about, you know, booty calls and girls. It's nothing you should ever follow. What Slash was saying, make sure to treat women and men respectfully, nicely. Do not treat others treat others how you yourself would like to be treated. Think being mean to someone or an asshole to someone is not cool. This is what high school and middle school teach you, but the people who teach you that are actually secretly miserable, and they're miserable, they're very sad, so they come and project their sadness and misery, and they act like assholes to everyone in high school. That's how bullies are created. But if they could tell you how they actually felt, they'd tell you, wow, I just wish I had a friend. So then you would realize, holy fuck, why am I acting like this person secretly is miserable? I thought he was cool, blah, 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 blah. So at the end of the day, listen, be nice to everybody. Nice is the cool thing to do, okay? It's the cool thing to do, and it brings yourself the ultimate happiness, okay?
But just don't e-date. You're going to end up heartbroken. I don't want to see none of the kings heartbroken.
No, do it for your first so you could get it out of the way.
Or just have phone sex. It's the same thing.
What Train is trying to say is, what Train is trying to say is, if you're gonna murder the girl, don't post it on Instagram Live after and incriminate yourself entirely.
Okay, that's weird.
No, definitely not. Do not. No, listen. Do not ever murder anybody. That is absolutely disgusting. Dude, no. Listen, dude, you gotta be chill. Okay. Devin, let's talk about one of the fun topics so we can get Manuel in here.
You want to talk about what?
Is there a lighter topic we can talk about?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you want? You want okay, Manuel.
What's a good topic? I'm gonna bring Manuel in here. Where did Jens go? Did his internet die?
Might have.
Let me check.
Wait, are you saying my name right now, Manuel?
Manuel, yeah.
Oh, okay. That's just the pronunciation.
It's Manuel, right?
Manuel, right?
Yeah, Manuel.
Manuel, yeah.
Manuel.
Yeah.
No, it's just trying. You put so much emphasis on the U that I was like, Manuel.
Alec, what do you think about everything?
Manny, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like we live in a society of like instant gratitude. You know, online you get that like, and you get that fucking feel of euphoria. Oh, said someone like this shit, and contacting someone, you know, it makes a false sense of reality, because in reality, you know, either you're rich or famous already, and that's why bitches be riding your dick, or it's like you're actually interesting and cool, entertaining, and you put work into wooing someone.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if
girls always leave though.
Last week we had the girl that like stiffed the guy for 11,000. Remember that?
Do what?
Last week there was the story of a girl that stiffed one of her viewers of 11,000.
Oh yeah.
Imagine what that guy could fucking do because of it. You know, like that guy could like really lose his shit, because I guess he borrowed money to be able to give it to her, hoping that something would happen. Imagine.
Was there any update on that story? Like, did we ever find out if she really like scammed him or something, or what happened?
Oh, you're talking about the streamer that played the mod, right?
Was he a mod, or like was he just?
Yeah, it was a pretty much dude mod donator. What's the fucking difference?
Yeah.
And, wait, what happened? What happened with the mod?
Are we talking about the girl on Raj show?
Yeah, she got 11,000 from a guy. Then she did the Raj Patel show, and then the guy that gave the money started like being jealous and flipped on her. So then she goes on stream. And she's like, this guy was nothing but like a donator, nothing else, blah, 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 blah. And the guy lost his shit.
That?
I mean, I don't know about y'all, but like, if somebody give me $10,000, I mean, you got to suck their dick for weed. Because, like, for real, because if you do that, then they'll just go away easily. Like, it's be like, okay, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. You know, it was.
No, I think at that level, the dude was in love with that girl.
But
like
you see, you shouldn't. That's why you shouldn't give money to girls. They're unappreciative sometimes.
No.
What you mean? It's true.
I don't think that's just girls. That's human beings in general. You know.
Oh yeah.
I want to jump on this so bad I can't say shit.
That's true, dude. Thank you, 693. Give me 77,000. I'm still waiting for him to hit 100,000. That's how desensitized I became. Anyways, so that was a joke, by the way. Actually, no, it wasn't. Okay.
Sure.
No, I'm totally fucking with you guys, dude. Huge shout out to him. Bruce, I know exactly what you're talking about, dude. Unfortunately, it's tough to get your point across because you can't generalize like that. In 2012, we could generalize, right? In 2012, we could say, yo, fuck them, you know. But like, see, in 2012, it was a different mentality, right? In 2012, when you said fuck them hoes, right? I knew what you meant. I knew that you didn't mean fuck all girls. You meant fuck them 0.001% of them hoes, right? I knew what you meant. In 2019, there's people, some on this podcast, that they want to take you literally just so they could start up some shit and fucking make you look bad and get you in trouble. It's just fucking
They
stupid,
always
right?
want to reverse your words, bro.
Exactly. It's absolutely dumb,
because
right?
they're simps. It's too many simps.
Exactly. So I know exactly what you mean. When you say fuck them hoes, I know what you mean. When you say don't give girls money, I know what you mean. You
Fuck
mean
the hoes
there's a
that hurt me,
0.001% that use you, fuck them. But the other 99% are good. I get what you mean. Just be careful.
Bruce, I'm not offended.
I get what you mean. Just learn from my mistakes. On the internet, you have to clarify. It is the effect. It is not the intention. I'll give you a whole rule book on how you have to be careful. It's not like the real world. In the real world, when you say that, all your boys, all the girls around you, they laugh. They understand what you fucking mean, right? On the internet, everyone takes it as you hate women if you say that. So be very careful for the future, Bruce, for your own stream. I'm teaching you a lesson here.
Wow. Yeah. I just have one more point to make on this from what Manuel was saying, and Alec, is that I think because of social media and we're more connected to each other than ever before, and we have more instant access to each other as streamers or YouTubers or on Twitter or Instagram, especially when a dude gives a girl like $11,000, they feel so more connected to, I think, the person that ever has been on the internet. So now we're going to have so many cases of dudes giving popular female streamers money or watching their things. We've already had other fans trying to like break into YouTubers' houses with a shotgun, and that like YouTube singer got killed a few years ago by a fan.
Yeah, that
and
was scary.
There's all types of shit, all involving like dudes
scary.
being crazy over, especially women online, and having like this like fan connection where they feel like they have to be with them, and then that leads to all types of crazy violence.
I think we need a class, dude. I mean, dude, I think people need, like, not just men, but just everyone needs, like, we need like some sort of social awareness class, dude. I've noticed this, especially in this generation, dude. Like, I think my generation, call me a boomer, zoomer, groomer, whatever the fuck you guys call these fucking things these days. Not you guys, I'm talking on chat. There needs to be a social awareness class, because I feel like my generation.
Yeah, it's called your parents.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Like, what if I feel like if I went to have my kids go to a class to learn how to talk to people, then that's weird. My kids won't be my kids.
I would feel
I'm
like
not
I
talking
felt-
about talking to people. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to like social cues, social etiquette, social like just.
No,
just
I
the
see what you mean,
awareness
because
of it,
kids
right?
could have like.
Dude, back in my
Yeah.
day, dude, listen, I could say something that no one's heard of, and they just get it through the context and just through my body language, right? Like, nowadays, dude, no one knows what the fuck. I mean, I'm not even talking on Twitch. I'm talking on the real world, dude. Social awareness has gone down the fucking hole, dude. No one has any idea, dude. No one has any idea what social cues are, the hints you give. They have no clue about. Yeah, I guess it does fall back to parents. I have to completely agree with you, actually.
Yeah,
Boga.
no,
I'm going to go back there.
everybody
It does have to do with parents. So I don't know what is going on recently, but it seems like parents are spending their time, before, the parents that spoil their children, they would use a shovel and, move all the shit out of the kid's way. Now it seems like they're bulldozing this shit. We're talking a full bulldozer. The kid's not going through anything at all, no experiences,
You know what's
no
crazy?
consequences.
Kids,
and no
more
one knows
kids
shit.
are growing up. More kids are growing up on the internet. That's wild, bro. Every little kid you see is walking around with an iPad or iPhone
Oh,
X.
yeah,
I swear to
dude.
God.
Raised
Yeah,
by
but
The
you.
internet,
parent
the
now.
internet
Raised by
is taking
you.
care of the kids, bro. Those little fucking toy videos that babies watch, they turn into Roblox videos. When they done with Roblox videos, then they turn into vlogs. Then everybody wants to be a YouTuber. Ain't nobody gonna be no doctor or none of that shit.
Highest CPM on YouTube is toy opening videos, and
Cause they just
like
let
the
that
most
shit
amount of money
play.
you can make is making
No,
toy
it's
videos.
dude. I heard it's insane. You put like a little kid, you give him an iPad, and it's insane how fast they figure out how to get
And I'm
To
and I'm
YouTube and
only
shit.
like I'm only 18 and I see that shit like I'm a kid still, but god damn, bro, like the next generation is like I feel old as hell saying this, like I feel like an old head with a long ass beard, bro. But then like the next generation is actually fucking I don't know what the
Fuck
fuck
the
they
next
gonna have
generation. Dude,
going.
this generation's fucked. Are you kidding me, dude? This generation's
Yeah.
already fucked, bro. Are you
What is this?
serious?
What are we called? Gen? No, wait, what are we?
Generation X.
Gen X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit
Dude, actually, you know.
Actually, dude, this gen's cool. We're like one of the last gens that, like, you guys all in high school, right? Did you all have your phones, like, internet all the time? Like,
What?
Yes,
the
I never
just-
had a phone in high
Oh,
school.
this gen, hey, this
Yeah.
gen.
I can't
I'm the
imagine.
only-
I
I'm the
can't
only
imagine going to
way
high
too old.
school having
Jens,
a
go ahead.
phone and playing
After Pope.
games. Like,
No,
I can't
man, this
imagine
gen's like back in the day, man. You actually had to be home and wait for that phone to ring. You didn't have to. Once you dealt with your bully or whatever, once you went home, you were done. That was it. You didn't
Yeah.
have to.
yeah, I can't
didn't
imagine.
have,
I feel like we. I
everything
feel like.
poking around, knocking the window. If you knocked on my actual window,
Yeah.
you're gonna get your ass shot. But outside of that, it's like nowadays because everything is right in front of you. You can't hide from it. And I feel horrible for the kids this day and age that what they have to go through, especially if they're getting bullied. Cyberbullying is horrible, and this is no
Agreed.
shit, and this is funny. And
Yeah,
I'll
I
tell you
agree
this
with you.
one time. What I told my moderators when I first started streaming, I said, "Look, here's the deal. You have to protect me." And like, what? I go, I'm dead serious. Yes, I'll step in the cage. Yeah, I'll throw down physically. Please, come on. I'll mack anybody. But
My
the
man,
point
I
is-
love you.
but I can't handle the cyberbullying. That shit scares the hell out of me.
You're
'cause
right.
There's nothing I can do about
People
it. You know what I mean?
harass people,
It's
bro.
fucking mortifying. I'm a world champion in MMA, and I'm still mortified of what can happen in the social world. Like I got goosebumps, and that's something now. What you guys were saying a minute ago. One, by the way, I'm back. MediaCom. I got this middle finger for you. I fucking hate you. Anyway,
I feel the same way about costs.
Is that one
so
of
we
your like,
back.
guys
We
who just
back.
follow you?
But what I mean about that is,
MediaCom is
you know,
internet.
it's the one thing is
Oh.
so scary to have these like what they have to go through, and all you can do, man, literally is I tell it all the time is you got to learn how to be your own best friend, man. You got to keep that scale even because
You're right.
a lot of people, for every 10 people that come into your life, I'm telling you right now, 3 of them want to knock that smile off your face because they don't have one. They don't give a shit what you smiling about.
I
They want to
agree.
blast you.
I agree, dude. And to prove your point, here before Manuela steps, or whoever wanted to join in here.
I want to talk.
Okay, great. I'm gonna say this one point.
Go ahead.
Everyone jokes about this in the chat, right? I see it all the time, you know, or in my chat when people are trolling, or everyone else's chat. But it's actually crazy because I spend a lot of time shit talking back, and it's insane to me. Like I'll sit there, go through 2 hours of just nonstop just shit, right? I make one comment back, and they're crying about it. Like it shows you that.
Yeah,
like,
I hate that
they-
shit,
yeah,
bro. Like that shit is so
no, these
crazy.
people, they think it's a funny joke and it's not a big deal. They think it's all laughs and it's fun, but they don't realize it because of exactly what we talked about before. Do you understand? They've been sheltered. They've never been smacked in the face, you know, in high school or in middle school because they talk shit to the wrong kid. They've all sat behind anonymity since age 6. They don't know what it is. They think it's all funny because it's not happened to them. But if they would have went through these experiences that maybe some of us did when we were younger, they'd understand, holy shit, you know what? There's a difference between memeing and there's a difference between actually going to the point of harassment and trying to make someone feel like shit. So,
I
like,
think Train, like I really feel like. Do you feel like minor violence, like as defined as like fighting without weapons, like should be allowed?
wait. In what
Okay,
context?
so, like-
in what context?
I'll tell you. Like, okay, so like I had this one kid in my college who was like a total dick. Okay, and he would always make fun of people, and like he was just a real dick, and everybody just kind of like let him do it. And one day he went down to Mexico, and he saw this British guy, and he laughed at him and said he had a big nose, and the British guy stood up and punched him in the face. So they called the cops and shit, and the Mexican police came and said, what happened? And they said, well, he said he had a big nose, so I punched him in the face. And like he was expecting like a lawsuit and all this shit, and they just told the kid, well, go fuck off, you deserved it, right? And from that time on, I swear to God, that kid was way nicer for like the next 2 years.
100%.
And I
Yeah.
really feel like if like the people that just grow up to be fucking assholes, they really haven't gotten hit.
They haven't. No, that's exact, dude. Almost every friend that I've ever had that has just been cocky has been one of two things: either from very rich parents, and the parents took care of everything. They never faced one consequence in life, or from someone that is behind the internet and has full anonymity, has never ever received what they give, receive what they dish. So to answer your question, I can't give you a yes or no because I do believe it's contextual. If I said yes, I know there are people who would abuse that, right? Because there are people in this world that are just violent in nature. I believe that, and it's gonna become a thing where, you know, the guy looks at him. Oh, you looked at me this way, bam, right? So there is no yes or no to that. If we lived in a perfect world and everyone had the, you know, right, you know, morals and ethics and could distinguish between what is justified and what is not, then yes, I would say yeah. I do think what happened in Mexico is completely justified. I think the Mexican cops made a great fucking decision. 100%.
Yeah, the situation, like, I think is in America, right? You get in any kind of like minor violence, it's like you press charges, lawsuits, like a bunch of bullshit happens. Whereas like in other countries, like if you get in a minor fight and it makes sense and they suss it out, it's like, all right. And I think some of the time, one of the things that's also really interesting is like, I remember some of the fights that I got in school, and like some of those people came to be my best friends.
Oh, 100%, dude. I don't know what it is, but I feel like the people, dude, every person I've ever actually fought or been hit by I ended up being
So
boys with, dude.
Yeah.
And also my friend group I was with was extremely toxic, so we ended up splitting ways. But the other people that I met through like that stuff, we ended up being boys. Like my friend group was a bad friend group. It was like 3 people that were like forced to hang out, and like every argument was a fight, like a physical fight. So like I learned real quick and they learned real quick, but usually that's the case. If I
fight somebody, they are up.
Yeah, the people who like, yeah, that's weird. That's actually crazy that you bring that up. That's exactly right, dude.
Yeah, that's super weird.
I think Manuel was gonna put in his 2 cents. Sorry about
Yeah,
that.
no worries, man. I wanted to talk about like the whole internet generation with, you know, the job I do.
Yeah.
A lot of people come to my stream or talk to me about how do I feel about the younger crowd watching porn, right? And how easy it is to access porn. I'm a dad. I very careful with what my kids watch. I'm very careful with their screen time. I don't give them all the screen. Like they can't just watch TV or play video games any time. They get an hour of screen time during the week, and it's not video games. And the weekend they're allowed at 2 hours a day, which is still a lot. And of course, if they don't give me the school results I expect, all this is gone, man. I feel like it's not like sometimes people accuse porn to give the access to the younger crowd. I 100% think that the adult industry could do much better to protect the younger crowd. But also, if you're a good parent, you'll make sure you keep an eye on what your kids watch. Of course, as they get older, maybe you get a little gentler on. But right now, my oldest son is 12. I have 9-year-old twins and I have a 5-year-old daughter. I know exactly what they watch, always. So, and also there are a lot of things to block access to a bunch of shit.
Manuel, your can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Do you think that, and I have no opinion on this, I'm just like genuinely curious. Do you think that like the porn industry in any way is contributing to this like sort of degradation of like younger generations, or it's just unrelated? Because you know, there's like that accusation comes out a lot.
Oh well, yeah. I couldn't say 100% no, but I don't think so. Of course, but it's like in everything. Like it would work with video games, even as much as porn. Like, do you think video games can like contribute to that too? Probably. There's like the naive ones will probably fall into mixing up like reality with video games or porn. Yeah. But you know, I don't think so. I think it's just a generation because of internet and because how easy it is to have access to others via being online. Like creates that. Sorry, sometimes my English is not super.
No,
that makes sense.
I fully understand what you're saying.
The parents who are like involved in the internet generation, like yourself, have the best chance of teaching their kids to be more aware of the internet, especially dads and mothers who are like gamers who grew up gaming. Their kids are probably not going to have the same problem as maybe when like all of us grew up, whose parents did no idea what gaming was, or looked down upon gaming, or made it hard for people to play games, or never wanted their kids to play games, etc. That type of thinking is getting much easier for the kids nowadays because those people growing up now have kids and they're gamers. And I think it'll probably get easier for kids to understand that type of stuff.
Or internet in general, like not just to gaming. Like if you're involved with internet in any ways, like it gets easier to help your kids with it. Again, like on my kid's computer, there's like cyber cops. I think that's the app, cyber cops or something like that blocks all like adult websites and things like that.
Manuel, listen, dude. Hey, listen, Manuel. I'm gonna tell you right now.
There's ways to go around. I know.
No. What I'm saying is, I don't know the ways, but they sure as hell do, my man. Listen,
dude.
They're looking and they're smiling at you. Yeah, Dad. No, look, like
Listen,
they know.
I'm not as naive as thinking that my kids are not gonna be horny or anything like that. After all, they're my kids. I'd rather not think about it, but.
True.
As much as I can protect them, I will. But one thing I never do is shame them about anything. If their way, I will never shame my kids for anything.
But do you think? Okay, so I don't know this. You're older than me. You have a lot of wisdom, and you are a parent. I don't know this, but do you think that not shaming for anything is part of this bubble?
No.
That we're putting the kids in this generation. I mean, like, I understand if it's an identity crisis or if it's an identity thing, right? You don't shame them for that. That's who they are. No matter what, that is who they are, and you support that. But if there are certain actions done, I do believe there's some shaming that should be done. That's my opinion. Like I said,
give me examples. Give me examples.
Yeah.
E-dating.
For example, treating someone poorly. Feelings of spite, feelings of anger, feelings of violence, like these types of things I think should be shamed. Or let's say you say,
but that's from the root. Like if you teach your kids from the beginning that it's not okay, it's not shaming them to tell them it's not okay to be rude to other people. It's okay to be polite. This is,
yeah.
If you like,
or like being a slob. That's a good one.
That will not happen,
and acting that out over the internet is way different than acting that over the real world.
That's right.
Of course. But also there is a difference between shaming someone about something and teaching them about something and explaining why it's wrong. Like when in the past, when I like punish my kids, I don't believe in physical punishment. I will never touch my kid. I don't understand people that hit their kids. How can you hit the thing you love the most on this planet?
Yeah.
I will never understand. But I'm not here to tell other people how they should raise their kids.
Yep.
But
I agree with you there.
Yeah. But when I punish my kids, like for example, taking away TV time and PlayStation time, giving them lines in the past or things like that, I never just punish them. I punish them and I explain why I punish them.
Shit, yo.
But how?
Wait, I gotta be real, baby. Before you answer, man, I gotta be honest with you, dude. Listen, I don't know about you, chat, but back in my day, or I don't know about you guys in here.
Don't shower whoopings hit.
I think maybe Poe can agree with me. Maybe. Listen, I would have, if I had a choice of 50 spankings.
I see that coming.
50 spankings or my internet unplugged. You better bet your ass I'm going in there fucking hyped up. Give me the fucking spankings. Because when that modem went offline, dude, I was pissed.
Oh
dude.
yeah, fucking beat my ass. It's fine.
You fucking asshole.
I was pissed, dude. I would have taken that 50 happily, especially from you, Manuel.
Oh, wow. I have soft hands, those are the hands of a guy that has worked all his life. They were meant for spanking.
Oh, my man. Yeah.
Oh, you were making a joke, but he actually made a great point. It actually would have been worse to take away the internet rather than like hitting you. The bigger punishment is actually taking away the internet.
Well, first of all, I know that for them it sucks balls when I do, but there's no C's in my family. I'm sorry. A C is not okay.
So that was the
Jeez.
punishment, taking away the internet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's a double. It's a like, oh, the video games are another thing. The reason why I like this too is because it pushes them to go out and do outdoor stuff versus just staying in front of their screen by doing that. And I like it. I like seeing my kids, especially because I live in an awesome neighborhood where there's so much space, animals everywhere. Like it's just so cool to be outside here. You know, it's double thing. Like I make them go outside and enjoy also a regular social life with their friends instead of just being talking shit behind their screen.
Well,
which
and
I'm
they get
not.
Wi-Fi too.
Yeah, right. Which I'm not against, by the way. I'm not against them playing video game, talking shit with their friends, but just I need to limit it.
Right. I mean, wait, I was younger. I remember like not even having internet. You know, when I was in school, I wasn't doing very well. By the way, everyone, I have a GED, a good enough diploma. You know, and when I wasn't doing good in school, my parents told me I was going to be a ditch digger, and they kept me home to dig the ditches in the yard, and I did it with a shit-eating grin on my face because I was happy I wasn't in school. You know,
That's good.
I was outside, just like, you know, the creative parenting is really what it's called, man, and it's got to be a little more complicated now with internet access, man. Fuck, like I'm just saying, like I hated school. I hated going to school, but you know, I got my couple shares of ass whoopings, you know, but look, I don't know anything about raising a child or having children, but I mean, look, it must be complicated.
Yeah, this is one of the toughest arguments for me to get through to people, especially with the current state of education in America. I know a lot of people are against it, especially on the internet. I understand, you know, you end up in hundreds of thousands or, you know, $100,000 of debts, and you end up, you know, paying it off in 10 years with the entry level job you get. I understand that, but there is a discipline that should be, or there is a lesson that should be taught, I think, by parents when it does come to schooling. I think most kids, at least my friends and everyone that complained at school, they didn't want to be there. They didn't want to go. And I think there's a more important lesson than just school there. It's if you teach your kid early that it's not about that most of the time in life, it's not about what you want, but it's what you have to do, what you have to suck up and do, then things would be better off. So this is one thing that I really, really strongly believe in. Now, I'm still young. You know, chat's going to laugh at that. You know, they're going to say I'm old, I'm balding. But that's one thing that I think we're seriously missing out on, especially in this generation and even in my own generation. People have not learned that not everything in life is what I want. This is sold to you by either lazy people who are trying to justify their own laziness and bring you down with them, or by corporations that want to make millions of dollars by selling you some happiness or some ideal life that is not realistic at all. So I really, really think it's important to learn that it's not what you want to do, it's what you have to do in order to one day actually be free to do what you want to do. That is the most important thing that is overlooked by so many people. And that's why we're sitting here in a world of everyone wants to be a YouTuber, when in reality, only the top 1%, if that, are successful. So that's a big thing that's overlooked, in my opinion.
Yeah, the instant gratification. You know, everyone's looking for that moment to be a star, and that's not going to happen. It can in cases, but yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yep.
I mean, it's the same with sports too.
Yep.
I mean, Train, I really do think you're right. Like, in high school, early on in high school, I got addicted to the original StarCraft and the original Quake and the internet in general. And I was already checked out of school at that point. Like, I was like, there's no way I want to go back to school. I pretty much want to play online video games 12 hours a day, every day until I die. And I barely finished high school, and I had to like switch high schools, and I never went to college. And yeah, I like worked my way up on the internet for like 18 years. I've worked for big companies like CBS and ESPN or whatever, but honestly, I probably should have stuck going to school, and I probably should have stuck it out and tried harder. And the whole thing about like teaching your kids that even though you may not want to, that you do have to do it, I do think that is a good virtue that more kids need to be able to have to do.
Skylius, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I have my thoughts on that is that the problem I have is things like college, where you have to invest money. You know, I think that if you want to invest money, you better like what you're doing. And I think that that's really hard to, like to know when you're 18.
Yeah, that's true.
But what if you like what you're doing isn't gonna produce more money?
Right. And there's a lot of people that don't even need to go to college. And that I think we've talked about this before previously, is there's a lot of people that don't
What she's saying, like you're saying, like by the time you have the self-awareness to know if you should go to college or not, it's like it's really hard to know that at 18, right?
But I'm 18 and I said fuck college. I said fuck school.
Yeah, but when you're 35 and you might have lost some income opportunities because of it, you might think that. Like that's what she's saying.
Yeah,
Exactly. There's a very important thing, Bruce, I'm going to tell you and others in chat. Do for yourself today what the future self is going to thank you for. Okay? So today you might say, oh, I don't need this. Fuck do I need this for? But at 35, not you, but anyone in general, at 35, when you're sitting there with nothing going for you, there's going to be some major regrets, right? So I'm not saying school's the answer. I believe school is. My personal opinion is school is. Yes, I think the education system is fucked. I think it's backwards. I think schooling should be free in America, or at least there should be a program where if you keep a 3.0 GPA or higher, you get like a reduced rate, or you get it for free, something like this. Or if you get a job, they offer you a job. Some sort of education revision to promote people going to school and getting things moving. But I think it's very dangerous to say not everyone needs school, because the problem is everyone thinks they're that not everyone. Does that make sense? That's the problem. There's no one that's teaching the people who are the people that is not everyone. Every single person will say, "Oh, I'm that not everybody," and now we're going to end up with jobless people that are, missing out on opportunities that they could have had at age 35.
When I started in porn, I still had 3 years of college to go. And I kept going. The main reason was because I didn't think I would end up doing a career in porn. I thought, I was going to college, making a little bit of money doing porn and staying under the radar. And then I realized that school was more like my plan B later. I realized that what if porn doesn't take off? You have to finish so you have that plan B where you can fall back. I always advise people to follow their passion, and if they can go to school for something they love, it's even better. But at least if you can go to school for your passion, try to follow two paths, like get the other things you could kind of like doing or that you're good at and follow that path school-wise, but also try to follow your passion. And there's nothing better than to live a life doing something you love. Even like I would take a job that pays less doing what I love than something that pays more, something that I barely like or hate, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, but
follow your passion and have a plan B is, to me, it worked for me.
And school is a great plan B, is the thing. Yeah. I mean, like, I never, like, for just coming from my perspective, so at this point, I'm a pretty high-level executive. I've sold 2 companies, right? Nothing that I ever learned in college was applicable to me actually working in those companies and doing those businesses. I majored in business and I also majored in psychology, but I'm damn glad I did it. I mean, I got to meet a lot of great people. I spent 5 years kind of like reading and just like exploring stuff. It didn't have to be a sort of like step back if I need it. It's great to have, but like it wasn't just the value comes in a lot of ways from taking time to like to go to school. It's one of the only times in your life that you can just learn. And there's no other obligations, because when you get into your 30s and 40s and shit like that, like Manuel will tell you, dude, like there's all kinds of bullshit. You've got kids, you've got so much shit to worry about. When you're young like that, that's the only fucking time you have to actually focus on learning and focus on yourself. It's a very unique time. And if you go right into the working world and you do a bunch of shit, like it's gonna screw that up a lot.
I actually, like, my experience was that I went to college right out of high school, and I was majoring in criminal justice, and then I ended up dropping out of that. Can people not hear me? Am I still really
no,
low?
we can hear you. Yeah, I was like,
we can hear you.
Criminal justice major. That's why I was like, holy shit.
Okay.
We want you to sing.
So yeah, I majored in criminal justice, and then I stopped after a year because I just felt like I just wasn't really dedicated. I was getting like done with high school. It was a really big push for me, and I wasn't really enthusiastic about it. But then I took time off. I got into working a job, and moved up to like executive level at that job. And then there was a company layoff, and then I had my daughter. And then after having my daughter, I ended up getting back into school due to that company layoff and going for computer science. And I graduated with my computer science degree while having a toddler. So,
oh wow,
that's hard. That's hard.
But what I'm saying is
crazy.
like, I would, even though that was tougher, I kind of knew at some point I would be back there. So it's not like hey, I mean, I appreciate you guys being really like supportive and nice about it, but like, I don't see it as like it was tough, sure. But at the same time, I kind of knew I was already setting myself up for that if I did lose my footing, like you guys said, it's a good plan B, but there's still people out there that can do that. And I don't see myself as like anything magnificent for doing it. It was a lot of work, and yes, but I mean, there's, I feel like people can also learn trades on their own. I feel like there's a lot of things that people can do.
Self-taught.
I know I talk about coding a lot, but again, computer science graduate. So, I mean, there's like coding camps that people can do. Have you guys heard of those? Like, there's things like, I always say people should learn how to code. Like, and I'm a huge advocate for that because that's where we're going with technology, and that's always going to be something to fall back on.
Can I say something?
Yes, you can.
Me being young, I hate how people think about young people like that. Every young person, I know, like, I just graduated this year, and I'm blessed with the opportunity to be able to like do what I do with streaming and everything. But I feel like a lot of old people be bitter with the younger people, thinking that they don't know like what to do with their lives. Well, some people actually do, and like some of the younger people are actually like shitting on the older people. Like the youth is actually shitting on the older people, like, and not saying like,
head.
yeah, like shitting on the old heads, like that's always trying to bring the younger person down.
Well, Bruce, one of the reasons for that is because pretty much everybody 18 to 25 thinks they know what they want to do and has their shit together. Then 10 years later, it's like, oh,
So I'm a
fuck. There are
26-year-old.
people like that, though.
Am I old head?
Yeah, it's a small like what you're talking about, the young heads showing the old heads. It's a very, very small percentage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to agree with Devin completely here.
When you're a kid, when you're a young man, 18 years old, and there is always that older dude that comes to you and is like, "Come on, man! Like, you gotta try to do it that way. Come on, listen to me. I know." And you think, man, like, let me do my thing. Shut up.
No, I don't even think like that.
Some people, that's my example. When I was younger, I was like, come on, dude. Like, just shut up. Like, don't tell me how I should live. And now I catch myself saying that to other young guys.
No, that's right. No, like,
and you realize later, maybe I could have listened at least a little bit of. You don't have to put down the younger people to try to elevate them and make them. It's the other way around. You need to like Tell them you can do better, because you can always do better. No matter what you do in your life, you can always do better.
Advice never works. They have to go through it.
Yeah.
See, I agree
don't
with
know.
Manuel, and I agree with Devin completely. I'll tell you why.
It's like
after
telling a
Jens-
guy who's chasing a
Jens
girl
goes
for
after
so
poop.
long.
How that you do?
It's like, yo, dude, you're like, she's not into you. But no matter what you tell him, it's
I
not
did,
gonna
I
work. You know.
Jens
So
goes.
if I could though, just real quick, and this is it's weird, but it's so when you first started fighting, and I remembered this, and I remembered the older fighters. Hey man, one day you got to plan for your future, you got to plan for your retirement. One day you're not gonna be able to do this, whatever. And I remember thinking, are you fucking serious? I'm 23 years old, just won the world title. The last thing I'm thinking about is being 40. I didn't even want to hear it. I'm like, I don't even want to hear what you're saying. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
and it's the way that they approach it. But then all of a sudden, bam, you're 40 and now you're retired. And I don't sit there now. All of a sudden, I'm in that mentor role. You know what I mean? And it's like this. What I tell them, look, here's the deal: ride it till the wheels fall off, man. Enjoy yourself, but just realize along the way you're gonna bump in. I mean, like injuries could happen. Certain things. Always have that plan B. Always have the things that you're gonna be passionate about. Because the one thing no one ever told me is, I always told people like, I'm a zoo animal. My job literally was to go out there, perform right in front of the crowd. Then they put my ass back in there, and I trained every day in the gym. And then they brought me back out. I roared again, and I came back, and I sat down. And then one day, you're 40 years old, they just kicked you into the fucking woods and went, bip, go learn how to hunt for yourself, partner. You do what you got to do. And you're just done. And the noise is quiet, and the fights are over, and everything's done. You're like, oh. And you can sit there for a second and be like, God dang, man, I wish I would have done that. But the reality is, I'm glad I did what I did. I'm glad I fought the way I fought. And you know what I mean? I don't want these kids, like, don't start thinking like you're 40 yet. And I tell them just, find your passion and just dip into it along the way. And I think that's what I would tell any youngster now is find what you love. I mean, I promised my mom I'd graduate college, so I did. But the minute I graduated college, I didn't even stand around and do the walk. I was in my first UFC fighting. Boop! And I was gone, and I never looked back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I just tell people is, find your passion along the way. Do what you love, what's going to put a smile on your face. But at the same token, throw some concrete in there as well, man. Build a foundation. What's that foundation along the way so that you can always fall back? You can always have something to fall back on. You can always have something that you can grab a hold of. So that's the one thing. It's a fine line to tell somebody, hey, man, one day you're going to be 50 years old and this is going to happen. But I'm like, man, in my 20s, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm 18. I'm not trying to hear being 40 years old or anything like that. That's not your job. Your job is to be 18, and your job is to go out there and just kick ass and experience and build your chapters and, experience life and just get after it and do everything that makes you smile and figure it out along the way. And, but then you have those parents and those responsible people saying you have to worry about, have these, like, you got to have something to fall back on. And that's what you're trying to build along the way. But I would never tell anybody, and it's always something I remember that stuck with me always was, man, but when you're 40, and I remember that, man, I still remember 23 going, what? You know how long that is? You know how far away that is? You know what I mean? I'm like, you know how far that is? And then, like everybody says, bam, and then it's there. But the reality is it's not. If you sit there and you think about life and you move slow and you go through and you think about the shit you've done, all of a sudden it elongates again, and life isn't as fast as everybody thinks it is. And that's just my point. I mean, I do remember the day I started fighting. I remember, leaving college and going out there and starting to pump my way up and, go out there and start punching people and just building it in. Now you're on the second half. And I guess the way I would tell anybody is, man, you've got to find your passion along the way. If your passion is school, some kids aren't. I had to flunk out of school in college. I had a full ride, flunked out. Went to a junior college. My friend's like, ooh, wee, Jens is back. I'm like, no, ooh, wee, Jens ain't back. Jens is back because he failed. This is miserable. And so I had to finish what I started, got back in, went back to my D1 school, finished, graduated at Boise State, and then took off and became a fighter. What I'm saying is, it's just, we're going to have all kinds of bumps in the road, but you got to have things that you're passionate about and somehow work that into what you have to do. And it makes everything else easier. If you got to do the grind of that everyday job or whatever it is, everyday school, whatever it is, give yourself a moment to have just to feel your passion just a little bit. And one day as you start to build and your passion can take over, pretty soon you're doing what you love. And it's a pretty incredible feeling. That's my take on as we get older. Says the man who retired from fighting and now I'm
Thank
trying to
you.
start over.
Dude, that's crazy. Thank you.
The fat.
There needs to be a reality check though, too. Though, like
Yes, there
from a
does.
young age, wanted to make sure that my life was video games and that like my career was video games, and I always knew that I wanted this to be my life, and I had to work a long time to make that happen. But there was a poll the other day that said, "What do American kids want to do the most?" And being a YouTuber is the #1 most job in the entire world that kids want to be to. And a reality check for everyone in chat right now that wants to be a full-time streamer: 99% of you are not going to do it. It's
Way
just
more than
not going to
99%.
happen. Yeah,
Way.
like, you are not going to be a full-time streamer. You are not going to be a full-time YouTuber, and that aspiration is just not realistic.
So
and people
my-
and kids need to understand like that aspect of it.
Yo, like just to extenuate that a bit, 3 million active broadcasters on Twitch. The top 5,000, as defined by 790 viewers or more. Here's my stats Andy over here. Your chances of becoming a top 5,000 Twitch streamer are below 0.0001%. Good luck.
We have a dream job.
Yeah, everybody got dreams. You can't just sit on it.
But see, that's it. So you feed on it, though. That's it.
Yeah.
You feed on it a little bit. Spend your time. Like, this is for me, I don't have 100 viewers, or you know what I mean? But I'm happy with the 60 I have, and I'm happy with where I'm at, because to me, this is my passion. It's the one thing that I was missing when I had to retire from fighting, which was, and by the way, I did that 0.001%. I did become the world champion. I did become one of the best fighters on the planet at a weight class that wasn't even there. And I helped build the UFC and build 155 pounds. And I did make it happen. You know what I mean? But it's like one of those things. But if you're focusing on your passion, even if it's just a little bit every day, it helps you deal with the shit that you gotta grind on that daily, because you can focus just having that one, you know what I'm saying? Just having that hour of doing your passion can be the reason why you can do 8 hours of work this day, or get your ass up, or stream for 18 fucking hours.
So like
pop a
sitting there
smile
and
on
like
his
thinking
face,
about it.
and jump back in 2 hours later after nap and do this. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's it. If you can just somehow, and we're all trying to learn it. I know I'm getting kind of loud. I apologize. But if you can you have to go through that mundane grind every day, and it does kick people, and it drives you nuts. But if you can just what's the reason? Just spend a little bit on that passion, what you do love. That's what you're working. That's why you're going to school.
Give me a
That's why you're
second to,
grinding. Whatever
real
it
quick.
is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Completely agree, actually. And I have one thing to add after I do this. Just to introduce the new person on here. This is XQC, Jens Pulver. XQC,
Hi,
Jens
guys.
Pulver is a
Salut.
Jens Pulver is the world first lightweight champion of the world, UFC.
That right?
XQC
There it is.
the
And
lightweight
XQC is the
first-
world first Twitch goblin, dude.
World first lightweight Overwatch Winston God right here. So we have 2 lightweight champions.
Savages.
Manuel Frere, I don't know if you've met XQC yet. XQC.
Yeah, oui.
Ça va?
Ça va?
I never met XQC.
Ça va bien, toi?
Super, merci.
Merci.
Whoa,
je t'aime.
what the fuck?
Yeah, they're speaking French.
Oh, shit.
Bruce Dropimoff,
That's
XQC, Bruce Dropimoff, Skylius, XQC, Skylius, XQC, Skylius, Alec Ludford. Okay, you already know Alec Ludford, my man. And then Devin Nash, XQC Devin Nash, and then Slasher. I don't need to introduce that. And Poke, you and X are pretty much brothers.
Well met, XQC. I've heard a lot about you.
I just want to say, XQC is one of the first people to give me cheers on Twitch.
I remember that.
A
Wait,
very
how many
long
cheers?
time ago. I don't remember, like maybe 100 or 1,000 or something, but
I'm
one of the first
I
people.
want
to give me-
1,000. Hey, listen, dude. Hey, my man, listen. The next time you get some bits, come my way. Anyways, so
I wanted to hold on.
No,
Sorry.
go ahead, please. Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about like kids wanting to be YouTubers and everything. My oldest son started a YouTube channel, and in the beginning I was like, he's 12 years old. I don't know. Now I love it, not because being a YouTuber is not what he wants to be when he's older, but I love how creative he has to be to do it. He does a lot of things. He makes a lot of videos with his brothers, with his friends and everything. He edits everything himself. Even like started working on app that puts beats. You put the beats together and you make your own music, and he puts it in his YouTube videos and all that. I love that the kids can like go that way and be creative and artsy in a YouTube way. I love that. I don't think it's a bad thing, but of course you have to always explain that you know, not everyone can become a big YouTube stars, and not like, you know.
I mean, I actually like, so as much as it's my whole job to create influence, right? As much as I say a lot of the time that I know how unrealistic it is, I would never discourage your kids from doing it, because like you said, like the creativity and the skills that you learn along the way, what maybe later when they're in their like 20s or whatever, and you know they're trying to get into it and maybe it's not going well, but like I don't think there's any service in like telling someone the stats if their passion is really in it. Like Jen said, man, like Jen's had the fire enough that he created something that wasn't even fucking there before, and like that's something that you can do in the same way. A lot of people on this call created a genre in influencing that had never existed before because they just tried it. It was their passion to do it. And so like there's someone who's going to be the next, you know, the next soda.
I'm a softie as a dad. So when I saw the video my son made, I was like all tearing eyed and like, you know, I was like, oh my God, like this was actually like really good. Like he like edited in a way, made the music work with it. He made jokes in it that worked. Like it was really well done. I was like, oh shit.
Wait, that should be the point.
Exactly.
To make people happy. Like to entertain people and to make them happy. It's not about the money.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think. Sorry, cutting you off, dude. I just don't feel like the discussion even has to go to money. I feel like overall, if you're just, I think if you, that's my take on it. Like if you go to streaming, I mean, most of streaming, I don't know about video, but if you go to stream with the intention, the mindset that you want to make it, like the whole point of doing it is to make it and be big. Like I feel like that exact mentality is gonna be the reason why you won't make it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like
versus passion.
Yeah, exactly. Because then passion stuff will kind of like drive you to like, you know, I don't know, if you just enjoy being entertaining and having the attention and like a spotlight on you, it's kind of like I don't know. I think it's kind of hard to have that if you are too focused on like making it. And it'll become disingenuine and inorganic, and people will get a feel of that. Right?
And exactly. The viewers, it shows when your motivation is like making it versus like just because you do it with passion. Like it shows to the viewer, like they're not dumb.
Right, but hypothetically, saying the internet didn't exist anymore, like it went out, what are you gonna fall back on? Because personally, I can build a house. I can wire a house and plumb a house. I've worked like
that's crazy.
You know, I can fish and I can hunt, and I'm just saying, hypothetically, saying the internet doesn't exist, what will all of you fall back on?
I mean, dude, if the internet doesn't exist, we all have like way bigger problems.
Hey, I got 2 degrees, baby.
I wouldn't have a problem.
I can fuck.
I think
that's my one skill. That's my one skill.
I think the internet will always exist, and humans are just the stepping stones for the machines to take over, and we love it.
Yeah,
XQC, go ahead. XQC, go ahead.
Well, there's like a crazy amount of jobs that are related to internet, but isn't part of the entertaining industry, or whatever, right? Like, does that make sense? Like,
Wait, what?
Yeah, but I'm saying hypothetically, the internet is there. What are you gonna do?
But it is here.
Well, yeah, this is a hypothetical question. Just
that's what I was talking about earlier. To have a plan B, right? Like it's always good to have a plan B in your life, something to fall back.
Making clothes.
Wait, what if you get banned or like?
X, go ahead.
No, like
after
hypothetically.
Okay, hypothetically. XQC, go ahead.
Oh well, I didn't really have anything that much to add. I was just saying like, a crazy amount of jobs are related to the internet. Not only like people that stream and make videos and stuff like that. Like I feel like asking us, okay, it's whatever, and I just feel like the question was kind of like broad, right? There's so many people, dude. Like people that do coding, people that do fucking right. Okay, dude, just go on. Sorry about that.
Skyly,
that would have made sense because like
Sorry,
just
I guess
electricians,
my
like
mic
to
is
be
really
the electrician,
fast.
who's gonna sit there and put all the wires into the house and stuff like that? Those are huge jobs. The things that people don't want to do, the grunt work. You know what I mean? Things like that. Just getting out there, getting dirty. Everybody nowadays it's just kind of no. I want to be the one that's driving the car. Well, we still got to build it, manufacture it, sell it. You don't do all that. So, but I mean, that's kind of the one thing that you get is everybody wants to be the quote unquote world champion. It's just, are they willing to put in the work and deal with the heartaches and the shame? You get to see the one side of it, which is, yeah, man, you see someone at the top, you're like, oh my God, I want to be like that. They see that one actor or actress that's just slaying it. They don't see the 500 that are serving the food, that are working every day at a restaurant, making ends meet, doing whatever they got to do so that they can live out their dream. And that's what you're saying about one might be wants to sit there and they could, there's so many other sides of it. You may not get to be the face that gets the game. You may not be the one driving the car, but man, that mother trucker needs to be built, gassed, serve it. It's got to be taken care of. And that's another part. Depends how you look at it.
Right.
Yes, right? Maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah, no.
I'm following XQC on that one, though.
No. Yeah. I'll tell you, in the past 2 years, I've gone from living a miserable existence, working hard as fuck, like coming home, taking cold showers because I got an insulation on me because I'm tearing a ceiling out in a house. And, you take a cold shower so your pores don't open and the insulation doesn't get in your pores to make it more itchy, I'm just saying, like, if this didn't exist, what is y'all's options? Like, what?
Well, okay, I'll tell you. Hey, I got you right here, Alec. Okay,
it's like
so
if Manuel, you didn't have your dick.
No, I got it. Listen, okay. There's a simple thing here, okay? There's a simple thing here, okay? So asking that question without, okay, so the reason our jobs right now are revolving around the internet is because the internet existed at the time that we were coming up, at the time that we were going through the period that we needed to get something. So if the internet did not exist, whatever did exist, my answer is it's relative. Whatever did exist. If the internet didn't exist, and while we're coming up, whatever was in that slot, we would adapt and become that, right? So whether it was wood chippers or let's say lumberjacking was the internet, if there was no internet, then we'd be goddamn lumberjack personalities, right? Or lumberjackers or fucking goddamn fishermen or whatever the case might be. So asking the hypothetical without indicating what's steered a direction at the core of our decision making to end up where we are today, I think is the problem, right? So it's relevant.
But the future is a hypothetical. Like, what if somebody sets an EMP off and
but we can reasonably
there's no electricity.
We can reasonably assume that.
Well, if that,
EMP.
well,
The thing is, if there ever is like a catastrophic thing, we have way bigger problems, right? Like even you, who has like a really amazing set of skills, if the internet goes down, are gonna have to deal with tons of shit, like looters in the street and like people with guns and people that want to take your house that you built and all kinds of shit like that, right? If the internet goes down, it's gonna be a shit show.
Yeah, and without the internet, how are you gonna advertise that that you do all this physical stuff? There's like a bunch of other problems there.
Also, like, I mean, listen, dude. That kind of thinking, here's the problem. That kind of thinking is paralyzing. It's paralyzing and it does nothing because that hypothetical is one hypothetical. If your thought process are these hypotheticals, then you're going to paralyze yourself. What if tomorrow all of us die? What if tomorrow I drive my car to the gym and I get hit by a semi-truck? So should I stop living right now? Should I stop doing what I'm doing? Like these hypotheticals of these me getting hit by a truck tomorrow is way more likely than an EMP striking the internet going down across the United States and internationally, right? But you can't live your life thinking of these worst case scenarios and then paralyze yourself in the moment because of the small chance of them. If you do that, you're not living. So the answer to that is it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, we'll deal with it when that happens. That's the best.
There's also like a galaxy brain thing in what Train just said, which is like, on a smaller level, that's true too. Like, worrying about all the possibilities of what happens if you fail is one of the most paralyzing things, especially with this generation.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I can agree with that. You're right.
Real answer, I'm going to your place, Alec. You probably have a lot of guns, and I think out of everyone on the show, your place would be the safest place to be.
The answer is we're going to your place, dude.
I'm going to Bruce's place. I know Bruce got them goddamn AKs, got the Mac 11s. I know he got.
Let's just say if the purge was ever to take place, I don't know where y'all going, but look, you got to pay to get in my circle.
Damn.
I just realized I think it's the first time I see Bruce with a shirt or on a chair.
Bro, I just got off the floor, bro. I went to Best. Let me tell you what I did, okay? I pulled money out the bank, right? I went to Best Buy. They thought I was a credit card scammer because I was buying so much shit. It was so sad. They asked me what I do and everything, and then there was a dude there. He was like, "Are you a streamer?" And I was like, "Yeah." And you know how some people, they just watch super weird-ass streams, like people that play like anime games? I mean, nothing wrong with that, but he was trying to tell me about that shit, and I almost like fell asleep. I was ready to get out of there.
Yeah.
It was cool.
The worst, I heard there are porn stars on Twitch now, so be careful.
No.
Watch out, kids.
Right here.
Only cool ones.
It's me.
I wouldn't say that.
That's what I was talking. I was talking about Pokey.
Pokey.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's
What
not
was
bad.
the initial topic? So people are like refreshed on like
What was the initial topic?
It got spun, didn't it?
Yeah,
I think we were talking about people wanting to be YouTubers and streamers, yes?
Yeah, we're talking. No. I think the initial topic was shaming your children, disciplining, and teaching them that it's not about what you want to do; it's what you have to do, and to put your head down and do it. And then that went into schooling. Schooling went into what job you should get. Then what job you should get became people. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber, so no one wants to do the work and understand that sometimes it's about working your ass off for 10 years before you get to do what you want to do. Go ahead.
Did I cut you off? No, I didn't.
No. That's it. Yeah.
No,
Just to think about, like, oh, my bad.
Oh, you can go, dude.
Okay, yeah, the thing about that shit is, the thing about, like, YouTube and Twitch, you never know when you're going to be. Like, I did YouTube. That's how I got, like, my base. Like, I did YouTube. And people from my school knew me from my YouTube, and people always ask me for shout-outs and shit. I just tell them to get the fuck out of my face. So, like, it was just like, I don't know. Why are you laughing, bro? You making my shit sound
he
stupid.
spent like 5 minutes building up, asking where the topic was, trying to get his point, and then you just start talking.
I didn't know, bro. I was just like, I got my shit, so I'm gonna just say it before I lose it.
XCC, what's up?
I did. It wasn't that deep because I think I caught you guys talking about earlier about the jobs that you guys had when you were like young or whatever, and what you learned from it, and some of you guys like didn't learn shit from school or whatnot, right? And didn't help you to what you're doing today, right? And it just sparked an idea in my head that I feel like a lot of times maybe it's because I read only things that are online or I don't really interact with people like in real life, but I feel like people kind of like shit on people that have like a passion for things, right? And I just think like it's okay to be a tryhard, like to try really hard. It's okay to go all out and like do the extra step all the time, right? And then you like go super all in. And I feel like a lot of people think that, when people are passionate about certain things, that it's cringe and it's haha and shit like that, right? And if you're always like, oh, look at this guy, dude, he's doing that, dude, and it's always like that. And I don't know, dude. It's just like I didn't really learn that much from like the jobs that I had in the past. But if there's one thing that I learned from that is like it's okay to try really fucking hard and be that one dude that does like the extra step.
How much of it do you think is luck and success, XQC, versus success? Like how much of success is luck or hard work?
Okay, so I said that a long time ago. Maybe it didn't resonate that much with people, but the thing people, I mean, okay, I'll just say straight up. I'll say straight up. It's luck. It's almost all luck, right? But with internet and Twitch and whatnot, the thing is that every day, right, some names will be drawn out of a hat, right? And the more you do it, the more you show up, the more every day you do it, you know, the more you grind, the more likely you are to be drawn, right? How can you expect to be lucky if your name isn't even in the fucking hat, right? People that sit down and chat and say, "Oh, lucky, this guy got lucky." Yeah, that guy show up every fucking day, dude. That guy every day he sat on his chair and he just played game and he just did that, right? But he was there every fucking time. And where the fuck were you when he was doing that? Oh, dude, you play a hater or some shit like that. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
makes
the more you
perfect
show
sense.
them to do it, the more you put your name in that.
You're saying that it is luck, but there's a forced culture in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People in my through my career, I've heard so many times people say, "Well, he's lucky because he's done this, he's done that." But that was part of luck in it. Like sometimes you're at the right place at the right time and everything, but then when it's time to do the job, you still have to do the job, and you still have to do it well, and sometimes better than the others. You know, and that's what's gonna transform that luck into like a career. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
It all makes sense. It's just you know,
It's about being more smarter than others and studying trends.
let's say you're like a 5-year streamer or like a 1 or 2 0 dude, right? But you still do like this small pool. It's hard to get this covered. It's harder to sort of do things that resonate, that go past your own sphere of like this small viewers you have, right? But if let's say you always do good shit, like I don't know, like 6 hours, not even like full time, like 4 or 6 hours a day, right? At some point, something you do resonates. Like a clip goes on YouTube and on YouTube. Like let's talk about this. On YouTube, there's a lot of channels that take clips from a bunch of streamers, and if it got any views or if it was any good, they post them because it helps them, but it also helps you, right? And if every day you have the same like almost time zone, and you always have good shit or at least a certain level of good shit, right? If somebody tunes in at some point out of the blue, right? When he joins in, if you're doing good shit, he might tune in again and he might stick around, right? And that one clip that gave you 10 views, right? You might have kept like 4 of those instead of 1 or 0, like some other person, right? So yeah, it's like, you know, where am I going with this? Okay. Well, yeah. Still,
I have a question for you. Well, so we don't know each other that well. I help run a company for influencers, for like people like Dan's Gaming, Giant Waffle, and so like my whole job is crunching numbers on influencers. And the one thing we can't figure out, like what we've got a pretty good pulse on Twitch. Like, why you? Why are you one of the ones that got to the top 0-0? He can't answer it. But XQC, like, why you? Like did you break through at the top like 0.001%? What do you think?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I just got banned a bunch of times.
Okay.
Listen, I'll answer. No. Listen, that question. No. That question.
I know why XQC is big.
Yeah. Listen, I will tell you that question's like that question is like a self-destructive question if he answers on Twitch. Okay, so like it's a really hard corner to put in. It is. If he answers why him, it's gonna.
That wasn't my intention. Like,
no, I know it was your intention. That's why I'm gonna answer it for him. Okay. Like.
Well, just real quick to clarify, so I'm not like what I wanted to know is like what his view. He must view his success in some way different from other people, so that he could get to where, like, he has to view the pursuit of success different from the vast majority of humanity to get to where he is, or it wouldn't have been possible. So I'm not trying to put him in a corner.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
Yeah.
It's more so that people want. It's more so the people. They can't like it's weird. I can't explain it. They'll deny it, but it's like that. The truth of what he's gonna say right now. It's gonna make people people can't handle it. It's the weirdest thing. It's like you. Anyway, just go XQC. I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Well, to me, it was like a kind of like a philosophy, and I don't mind shit like that because it kind of like breaks the fourth wall, like you said. But it's like I don't give a fuck. Yeah. Like I think when I was at the very, 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 very bottom, right? And I mean, most of us went to the very, very bottom. Some people didn't because they kind of like were like you know, let's say somebody's wingman or somebody's whatever, which is perfectly okay. But I'm just saying, like, when I was really, really small, I had like some people in my own gaming community were like, hosting me here and there, and we're like, hosting each other with like 20, 50 viewers, like 30. It was kind of huge, but still. And I had like this one clip of me that went to like Livestreamfails, and it got like, dude, I don't remember, like 300 votes, something like that, right? And I always wanted to, I just always wanted to my stream a place where like if somebody randomly joined in, I was doing something that mattered and was fun to be part of, right? And that was kind of like the philosophy that I had, because then if somebody shows up, he might come again, and he might give me another chance to entertain him and have fun with him in chat, right? And like whenever I feel like I can't do that, when people tune in and it's boring, it's sleeper. Well, at that point I just kind of like stop streaming. So
did you think about this actively? When you started, like you thought about doing that so that every single time that somebody came in, it was going to be interesting. Like that was your goal.
Because I started like not a lot of people know that, but I streamed before this account. I streamed I was named XQC LOL, and I streamed LOL in French, right?
Wait,
and
Legends?
Yeah, and that's where like
really?
So whenever I transferred to XOW, I started with I think like 23 viewers or something like that, because I had already stacked, like I was getting like 150 viewers average on my LOL account, and 20 people stayed for Overwatch. But I grinded from like the very, very zero viewer, right? And I was like post on Facebook and on like game forums, like, hey guys, come watch me, whatever. Right? As I did every day, and it's not that I want to make it, but I want to entertain somebody at least, right? Not like echo in my own room. And even if it doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter. It didn't have to be 10 or 20. Like anybody at all that would.
It was the best because you could entertain people and you don't have to talk to them.
Yeah, so it just
like physically, like you just.
So I just do just crazy shit, dude, like all the time, and just nonsense garbage. But I loved it, and that mentality, I tried to always like kind of like take the essence and then stay true to that. Do exactly that nobody watching, or like even the thing that I did to get one person, keep that and just do the same thing over and over again. Does that make sense? Even if there was more, you get that same like core energy and like a core reason. And that's kind of like how I see it.
I mean, personally, Devin, I think you're kind of overcomplicating the situation. At least from my perspective, I ran into Felix non-streaming when he was in the closed beta, and you could tell he was super entertaining while playing on his team in matchmaking, and that you could tell that XQC could be a huge streamer when he wasn't a streamer at all. And Overwatch was a huge game. He was good enough to be a pro player. So if you're good enough mechanically to be a pro player, and you're like have a personality that's entertaining, and you're playing a game that just launched that's a very big game like Overwatch was in 2016, then the rise of XQC was kind of like I saw him get big on his original team, Yikes, and he did through Overwatch, and that seemed kind of like reasonable how he exploded to be a really big streamer.
Yeah, that's exactly.
I can name 100 people. I can name 100 people who were pros and had the personality didn't make it. So that's why
Felix is way more freaking entertaining than all the stupid League of Legends pros that you're gonna mention.
This falls into the hate thread that I got last week. But actually, I was actually defended. In the thread. Thank God that they actually defended me and corrected it. They said he didn't mean personality; he meant personas. And this is when I said, so your idea of persona, Devin, because I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago when I said, I don't know if you guys are credible to talk about IRL streaming and what Doc's going through because none of you have personalities. I should have used personas, and you said we do, and Manuel said we do. But in reality, these aren't personas. Do you understand? These are you.
So
guys
what's the difference to you? Like, how do you differentiate it?
A differentiation is, for example, I've watched Manuel's like Fortnite play. Right, Manuel's playing the game, and then his persona is him. It's him just talking to his viewers. It's Manuel forever. It's the Manuel we know, right? It's like he's talking to his voice. He's funny. He's cool. There is a different level you push it to. Manuel could do this. You could do it. Everyone's capable of it. The thing is, it's not done. So, like, I don't think these personas that you say exist. There's gamers that are this good and they have personas. I don't think this is true because I couldn't name the people I know that have them. I could probably say there's 3 or 4 on the platform, and XQC is one of them.
XQC,
This platform.
I'm still trying to figure out what you mean by
real quick.
Wait. Do you know what a persona is?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. I don't know how he defines
the way
it.
I'm using persona isn't the way of it's some fake act.
Do you mean like a character?
I'm not using persona as in a fake act. I'm saying persona as in, okay, so here's what it is, okay?
Like a character, strong character.
I'll explain it, okay? So people that know me off stream, okay? I'm actually a little bit more crazy and I say more crazy shit, but I have times where I'm very quiet. It's not like this where I can go 10 hours and be wild. On stream, it is me. It's not a persona. It is me. But it is me in a longer, condensed period of time. If I treated streaming like how I'm in person, it would be 1 hour of craziness, 1 hour of chilling.
Isn't that
2 hours of
introverted?
craziness, 30 minutes of chilling, right? Like
That's what introverted is,
No.
right? Where you,
right?
Teleone had it. Teleone said that the other day, and I couldn't agree more. I don't think you have to think that deep about it or given it. It's just like streamer mode, dude. Like when I go to the computer, dude, and I sit down about to start my stream, do I go, yo, like in real life? Like no. You know.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm feeling like yo, and I start my stream and I go yo. You know, does that make sense? Like, dude, I'm not. It's just streamer mode. Like it's just I'm streaming in it and I'm ready. Like
you call it streaming mode. I call it an extended. I don't want to say exaggeration, but it's an extended side of your craziness put into a stream, right? Like, I know what you're saying. You call it streamer mode. I call it what I call it, but that's what I mean when I say persona. That streamer mode he's talking about is what I call persona. So like, there's two types.
So you're saying
there's two types. There's two types of streamers on the platform, right, Devin? There's personalities and there's gaming, right? Shroud is a gaming zero personality streamer, and no shots toward him, but. No shots. No, don't come on me, dude. Okay, listen.
No, I think
it
Train's
is
right.
literally
Yeah.
Shroud is the example of zero. When I say personality, I don't mean personality as in his personality. Obviously, he has personality. He has personality. He's a cool guy. He has character. What I mean by personality, I'm going to clarify this. What I mean is like that streamer mode, right? I'm going to use XQC's definition of this so people don't get triggered in chat. Shroud is a gameplay streamer. He is an amazing FPS player, amazing at games. But that streamer mode isn't there as far as his personality goes, right? And then there's personality streamers, right?
he looks good too.
Like Greek. Greek is a personality streamer, right? He's full personality. And then you have people like XQC that is the best of the personality and the best of the streamer of the pro scene put into one merged, right? So that is what makes him unique, and that is his secret formula. He's pro at a game. He's top 500 in Overwatch, and he's top 5 in personality. And that combination is the deadly combination that makes him one of the top partners on this platform, and probably just on any platform that has to do with streaming. So that's kind of how I see it, right? He's the best of both worlds put into one, and that's a rare thing to have. So.
I totally get it now. Yeah, I agree.
Does that make sense?
More about it. That's fucking insane.
What's the next topic?
The next topic is how I'm gonna keep sucking XQC's dicks more. So XQC, your haircut no, just kidding. No, but that's what I was making a joke. But anyways, Devin, next topic.
Am I okay? Sure. Let's talk about the what?
The house. Mitch
The political one?
No, we're not talking about that. No, we're not talking about that.
All right, that's off the list.
Because I'm not talking about house drama. That's just like what the fuck do you think this podcast?
Okay, Train. You want to go into? Do you want to do the discussion about LSF and Macaiyla? What the hell is her name? The streamer that wanted to be banned off of LSF. And
Macaiyla. Oh my god, Devin, I love you, dude. Macaiyla.
I don't keep up with this shit.
You hear that,
Poke? I just work here. Macaiyla.
I have to get going.
Okay, Skylius.
Sorry that my mic's not been great tonight.
It's actually good right now. It's completely good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay, I'll stay for this topic.
No, it's because when you're talking right now, you're actually coming forward and talking. Before you're leaning back and you're talking, and you can't hear you at all when you're leaning back.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta get right in that mic.
Yeah.
Can you sing? Can you sing just so we check your mic is okay?
No. God damn it. Okay. So we could talk about that, and then I'll go right after that.
So, Train, do you want to cover that, or I thought that might be interesting to you because it sort of relates to like your personal feelings on LSF. We could also go into the kid that. Okay, you want to cover that? Sure.
Yeah, let's cover that, and we can do the kid after that. So, for those that don't know, Macaiyla, I know all of you know, you're going to Pepe laugh this. Macaiyla wants to be banned off LSF. LSF responded with, "We're not going to ban you. We don't want to respect streamers asking us to get banned because it'll start this wave, and you can't show up and you can't. If we want to clip something and you're on the stream, we can't clip it anymore. So we don't want to ban you, even though that logic is completely contradictory to Destiny being banned. But so that's what happened. For those of you that don't know, who wants to start with this? I can start with it. Okay.
Like getting yourself banned off LSF.
Yes, LSF didn't allow Macaiyla to be banned.
I think anyone has the right, any streamer has the right to get removed off a platform that's getting you hate.
Agreed.
Right? If a platform, like, there has to be a balance, right? If it's good, if there's like posts about you that's good, and there's posts about you that's bad, like for me, right? Let's say for me example, there's always fucking good posts, whatever. But there's that one fucking time I fucked up, poke weird champ, bunch of hate. Let's say I got a DMCA'd, right? That's kind of weird, right? It's like an overreaction. Yep. It's like, whatever. It's like, dude, what the fuck you doing, Poke? Relax.
Can I tell you what's
crazy?
But
in Macaiyla's situation, it's actually causing her a lot of issues where people are taking it constantly out of context and actually causing her problems, right? So it's totally understandable in her case to just not want to be there. Yeah. And if they said no, she has to do anything she has to do, I guess. Like, fuck it, right? Like, she has to get banned somehow. So
here's the.
I totally understand what she's doing.
Yeah. Here's the weird hypocrisy here. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember the podcast. I don't know if Poke you're on it or X you're on it. I don't think anyone else here was on it. It may have been one of you two, but there was a podcast. I actually think you were on it, X. It was a podcast with Trihex, me, Greek. I think you're on it too. We're talking about if we can control our communities and how irresponsible and fucked up it is that some people in our communities go and, sow hate into other communities.
I was there.
And yeah, that's right. Manuel, you were there too. And LSF was just, dude, they were hating. I think they're hating on me, Greek, X, just hating that we're saying that we can't control everybody. And I find this completely hypocritical because what do they think happens when they make a hate thread that just like when we talk about something and we feel justified or our chat feels justified, what's the difference of them making a hate thread that they feel justified in and thousands of people come in spewing the same shit that they spew? I find it extremely hypocritical to take the high road and to say that we can't do that, yet they don't want to do that themselves. If someone's receiving hate and you don't want to take accountability that you are creating that hate through the comments and through the clip being posted and the person wants to remove, then you can't tell Greek that he needs to control his community, otherwise he's a shit person. Because the same exact thing is going on there. The same exact thing. And no one wants to say it because I think everyone's really scared to get hate threads on there. But at this point, listen, fuck it, dude. But that's just, to me, that's a huge hypocrisy. So if someone's getting that hate and they're getting negative attention, I think they should be able to get removed. In my opinion.
I just want to point out that as a partner, like those of you that are partners, and I think maybe even affiliates, whatever content you create on Twitch is theirs and yours for 24 hours. So like if something happens that day or something and it's shared upon there, it's like, I mean, it's part of Twitch's property, just saying.
So what that refers to in the contract is that Twitch has exclusivity over somebody's contract or content, for 24 hours.
Right.
But they never really enforce this. But yeah, you are correct. Every partner and affiliate on the website agrees to that. Actually, probably a lot of you don't know that. So basically the way that reads is the first 24 hours, like in theory, Twitch could DMCA your content on YouTube. If you posted something on YouTube or LSF or whatever, Twitch could do it contractually. That power is insane. But yeah.
Right, like something you streamed, you stream it that day, and then you make it into a YouTube video that same day from the same thing, yeah, like contractually, yes, it's
I don't support
against the
DMCing.
terms.
Do you guys think that LSF at this point, with like the moderators and the way that it is, defines Twitch as a culture? Is it that significant? Like, what percentage do you guys think LSF moves the needle on Twitch?
Only those who are affected by it, and it spreads out a little bit, but it's not that bad. Like
I'm not muted.
If your stream grew from Livestreamfails, and if you're part of it a lot, if you didn't moderate your chat, probably a lot of them are there and probably influence others, right? But if you're not part of this like sort of circle type of thing, like I don't think there's much of it at all, unless you've interacted with somebody who has a core of it themselves, right? But if you grew naturally without any of the shit, I mean that's kind of crazy. First of all, that's
it's like really interesting that like there's some like pretty much all of our Nerd Fusion streamers, they're full time and they're pretty big. Like Dan's Gaming, I've never seen a Dan's Gaming clip on LSF, like ever. Yeah.
Actually, what XQC
Dan's
says.
Gaming been around since fucking beginning of Twitch.
What XQC is saying is completely. It's completely right, and I actually went through. Actually, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No, you go.
No, please, I insist.
No. I wanted to say that.
I will come over there and suck your dick too.
I really just wanted to say.
Listen, I've already sucked. I've already sucked on X's dick today. I will suck on yours too, baby. Get over here.
All I wanted to say is, like, for example, how he says Dan's Gaming doesn't have any posts or anything, and he's still doing good. Dan's Gaming been around since like, if you watch Justin TV or Twitch at the beginning, you watch the every Halloween, you watch the month of spooks with Dan's Game. Those he has
or the Kickstarter
core great community. TSM, the odd one, for example, no posts on LSF ever.
Cool,
doesn't give a fuck about anything.
Cool, dude.
Stays in his own lane.
Really cool.
Had a community since League and does his own thing. He still gets 4 or 5K viewers. Like, I think it's if the streamer stays consistent with their own shit and doesn't fuck up.
Yes, I actually learned. I actually learned this the hard way. And to add to XQC's point, I actually went through a period where I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? And I think all my friends in Austin, they knew it, right? They saw what was going on. And I talked to Chance about this. He's like, listen, you have to understand. Livestreamfail isn't like in communities like ours. Livestreamfail isn't as relevant as you think it is. Maybe 10% of your viewer base knows what it is. The other 90% don't look at it. And I didn't believe this, but it made sense because every time I talked about a post on stream, everyone was like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude?" So he was completely right, and so is XQC. To add to his point, a lot of people. They actually don't go on it. They don't know what it is. It's like a very small percentage. The only reason why you think it is because that small percentage that goes on it, they're always the most vocal, right? So they're the only ones talking. So you assume that everyone's looking at it, but no one really knows. So yeah, to answer that question, it's not very relevant in the communities, at least unless you're created by it, right? So like, I'm sure like streamers like Anita, right? All the streamers, flavor, what is it? LSF has one girl a month. How does it go? And then, whatever the case. I'm sure those communities are made up of LSF, right? Because those are created entirely from LSF. But in like most streams, even the ones that are on LSF at all times, it's a very small percentage. Go ahead, Jens.
What is LSF?
Livestreamfail. Exactly.
Not even fucking joking. No clue.
Yeah.
Good shit.
It's like a basically.
I'm not being a dick. I'm being dead ass serious.
Basically,
I'm like, should I look
basically,
this up or
it's the
something?
World Star Hip Hop of the real world, but for Twitch. But I wouldn't say it's the same because on World Star, I don't think people like virtue signal as much.
People on World Star actually know how to fight, and they're not fat.
Well, on LSF, it's constant virtue signaling. Everyone.
The comments on World Star are like way different than LSF.
Don't go look it up. If I don't know what it is, don't go looking it up. Basically, right? Like,
well, for example,
keep my little eyes away.
No,
from
Jens. Here, I'll give you a good example. Okay,
don't do it. Don't want to see it.
Jens, I'll give you a good example. Okay, so on World Star, let's say a man gets caught cheating on his wife. Okay, on World Star,
God, I know the rules. Yeah.
on World Star, there was like, my man, hey, That's my boy, baby. Get that
Huge.
pussy 2-time. Hell yeah.
Big play.
On LSF, everyone's a fucking saint in the Monk Mountains, fucking praying to the fucking religions, and would never fucking do anything or look at another person. Like, that's how it is. If LSF is like this virtue signaling and high roading, right? Whereas on World Tour, everyone's like, oh, fuck it, like whatever, right? Like, I'm not saying cheating's good, but I'm just saying like it's a different style of thinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my thoughts on this, okay. The thing about Livestreamfail, okay, is that a lot of them are super good, and honestly, I have a big portion of them over on my stream, and they're honestly fine. A big portion of it that isn't that vocal are super cool and super creative and chill. No cap. And the problem is that on the internet, a lot of sources where viewers can come from, like YouTube or like 4chan, whatever, right? Or I mean, not 4chan, but you can have people that are positive, people that are negative, right?
True.
But the negative part of Livestreamfail, or the more vocal negative part, isn't only negative; they're absolute cancer, right? But they're positive, or are as, or even more positive than other positive parts of other communities. But like I said, like the negative part of Livestreamfails is crazy vocal and incredibly like abrasive. Right. So
LSF has done a lot of good shit too.
They're super cool.
Dude, they've done a lot of good fucking shit for the communities. Like they help grow GTA also.
Yeah.
Like they help grow fucking. They help me.
Of course,
they
helped
fucking
me.
made me.
Yeah. Why do you think I don't want to be
Dude.
banned on it, even though there's hate threads every other week? Because it's a huge exposure platform. LSF does a lot of good stuff, and there's a lot of good posts on it. We were just talking about. We were talking about Macaiyla wanting to be banned, so we were talking about the negative side.
I just realized how to not have the shitty viewers though. I didn't realize. Soda told me this. It's like if you watch videos, you're gonna have the shittiest. If you watch a video on stream just chatting, you're gonna have the shittiest viewers in the sense of.
Wait, what's the alternative? What do you do instead?
Don't watch videos.
No. I have listen. I have made research in the past couple days on this. I'm analytic Andy. Okay, listen. Here's my take on it.
You can't have that title. That's my title, dude.
Okay. We'll talk trademark later. Listen. Okay. Here's how I think about it. Okay. So basically, you have your core community that you built, right, from your game or your whatever the fuck, right? That's your core juice, right? And then this live stream fail's coming in right here. It's coming in, right? And the thing is that people like Dan's game or whatever, even if their post did go there, he doesn't bathe his viewers in, like, he doesn't watch the clips and
exactly.
He doesn't bathe them in it. But also the most important part is that he has his big community he's built over the years, right? When live stream fails comes in, right? And the very vocal negative part comes in and like, yo, this, that, dude, watch my video, low viewer count, low this, they're intruders. Boom, one tap, ban. And why would these people hang around in a stream that they always keep getting banned from, like, or everybody is not like themselves, like they don't want to hang around there. They don't want to hang out there.
Moon's a good example of that.
So
I was just about to say that. Yeah, he appears on Livestreamfail, but never ever like incentivizes that, right?
Yeah, because his community, he knows what it is, and when somebody's out, he knows, like, this guy looks like he's from there. He knows one tap.
Yeah.
No, if you want to be part of it, if you want to have the fun with the others, just be a little bit like the others, and just don't be the edge mode. Just fuck on them. But at some point, if you're kind of unlucky and unreasonable and unresponsible like I was, I mean, I can't like let a lot of them in, and it kind of like mold into my community. And I was like, dude, fuck it, dude. Like, what can I do at this point? I'm
what's the biggest mistake that we all do, or a lot of us here do, and we shouldn't do, but we still do it because it's the best thing for our streams. We turn on our stream, do whatever, and then we open up LSF and react to all the clips. If you do that, it's the best way to get views up first for your stream, to do a long stream after, but you're stuck with the shitty viewers. Imagine if you just played a game when you start your stream for an hour or two, a game that you wanted to play. Your view count will go slowly up, but your chat experience will be 10,000 times different than if you were just to start and do LSF.
Yeah, but you'll have that.
But it's in your head, and you're like, fuck, I could just do that right now, and then like start the party. And there's some shitters over there, but
Yeah,
hey, these guys over here are fun.
Why go slowly, dude? You do your thing. You're in the dark playing your game, and they just come out nobly. Shimmer, 3 candy, lol.
Yeah, you're playing a game. When's LSF, dude? When's React?
It's always like that, but it's whatever, dude.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter what you do, because like if you stop LSF, like I stopped it, and it doesn't matter. Those people, they're watching. Like if you've already pulled it up at least 10 times in the last year on your stream.
It's not even LSF though. I think it's the
I've never. Am I
community-
doing something wrong?
No.
I've never. I don't even know what you're talking about. Am I doing something seriously wrong? Damn it!
Just like a different thing.
I got you. I'm like, now y'all got me want to pull up this. I'll
Dude,
pull
yeah,
up
okay,
LSF. I'm
first
gonna
of
get a
all-
look
Fun.
at
I
this
think
shit.
LSF's fun.
Let's
if you're-
go.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah,
created a monster.
let's clarify.
You're
It's
about
a
to.
small
I'm gonna
vocal.
rip off
It's
my
a.
shirts and be like, come on. No, I'm just-
I want to clarify. It is a small vocal minority that's toxic. Most of
We
the
were just
site,
talking about how 4chan is bad.
Yeah,
Now we're getting somebody
most
to
of the
fucking
site is
LSF.
okay. Like I've seen the good. Like I'm telling you, I've seen the good. This is just a vocal minority that, unfortunately, I guess, yeah, we're doing the same thing we said about 4chan and we said earlier. We're generalizing the 90% because of the 10%'s behavior.
Right,
So I guess,
exactly. I
yeah,
think
that's
it's the
exactly
same-
what
same
we're doing.
thing
The
we're
same
doing
thing,
right
which is
now.
not fair. But
Exactly.
yeah, so
Well,
it's not fair at all. Yeah.
But the subreddit was built off of a fail subreddit. The entire point of the subreddit was to post all of the failures that everyone had on Twitch, and then that was like the purpose, and then it turned into like the general Twitch subreddit. So
Well,
no
it
shit,
originally was
everyone-
Well, there's a lot
supposed
of
to be
things
that
we
our
could say.
Twitch. Our Twitch was supposed. Sorry, Poke.
We should no, but we don't. I don't think we all want to talk about how it blew up, right?
Wait, how did it blow
Yeah.
up?
Some guy in chat is called David One Candy Jones.
Okay.
I love.
I actually have to take off, guys.
I love-
so
Okay,
Oh my God, dude, I
Skylius.
love all you on this chat.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Oh, sorry, I yelled at you the other day when I was on keto. I'm still on keto.
Who'd you yell at?
Skylius,
When?
What?
you said keto is bad.
When? Today?
No, like I don't know.
No. Poke, don't apologize. That was actually a funny fucking joke.
Yeah, if it was a joke, I have no idea what you're
No,
talking about.
basically, Skylius, you said keto's not very healthy, and then he said, "Yeah, well, you're not fat," and that was what happened.
Oh, I'm really offended.
Yeah.
Yo, China. You know, I notice it sometimes. I just go on like a random person's
I
stream it.
still don't remember that. When did
Okay.
this happen?
XCC,
I guess
yeah.
it never happened. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Thank God.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right, see you, Skylius.
Bye.
See you guys.
So,
Take it easy.
goodbye. Oh, yeah, that cut off so bad. I keep doing it so bad.
I was trying to farm some squad W's, so I acknowledged you.
Sometimes I just go like a random person's chat, right? And that is like one meme or one sentence that just makes me laugh, like out loud, right? And I know I go on your stream. If anything happens that isn't like positive, like something maybe negative, like oh, dude, like oh, let's say you drop your I don't know, like your glass. Someone in chat will say, "Mitch was right." That's just so funny,
Dude, I know, dude. Dude, that's so hilarious. I bring that up, dude. It's insane, dude.
Actually, see, when we were just talking about yesterday,
Yeah, but
how we can't.
Yeah, but
If
it's his
someone
chat.
makes a
I don't
funny
care.
joke
I
in the
don't care.
chat, you cannot even laugh at it.
Yeah, but
as
it's
a
his
streamer
chat.
anymore.
I don't care if I ruin it.
Yeah. See, now people are gonna do Mitch was right a lot more because they
No.
wanna-
It happens. Listen, dude. If I, like, for example, okay, let's say, like, the delivery driver, like, and I get in an argument, dude, okay? It's Mitch was right, dude. Let's say I fucking have a goddamn fucking
Well, I
technical
honestly watch all the
support
time.
issue,
I don't really
dude.
notice it.
It's
I guess I
dude,
just don't look for
anything
it.
that it's hilarious, dude. It's actually hilarious. And when I say that with that mask over my face with a smile and behind I'm
No,
crying.
but I don't mean that example, but I mean like, let's say, okay, for example, let's say I'm streaming, right? Everyone's chilling, and then one random guy says, "Nice one, fat fuck," and then it's just like, out of nowhere, no one's typing this mean shit, but he did it, and I laughed at it because it's just so random, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, whatever, ha ha ha. That guy's random as fuck. And there's like a random guy comes in the back, is like, fuck, he laughed at that guy's shitty comments. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna donate now and say, hey, what's up, fat fuck? It's
You're
just
saying
like,
it perpetuates it?
Yes,
Yeah,
and then like
but
I'll
it
wake up tomorrow to
sucks.
another email. What's up, fat fuck? Just letting you know I'm emailing you now. It's just like people think that one. It's just I'm not mad by it.
It's an easy win, right?
Yeah,
but you can because you're the streamer. You can say it's like disingenuous because they copied it, right? Like they add a good example. Somebody in chat says, "Dude, I think you're molting," right?
Yeah, and then you laughed at it, and now it's constantly a thing.
Yeah, I just burst off laughing. I said, "Dude, I'm not molting. That's not even a thing."
No, it's a thing because you laughed so hard at it.
Dude, what that's saying? Dude, you're molting.
Wait, malding or molting?
Modding.
What the hell is molting, dude?
I don't even know. It's molting.
What is molting, dude?
I don't even know. It's just like somebody said that in chat because he meant you're molding, but he wrote you're molting.
Oh, he had.
So I just wanted to call him out. Like I noticed, I was like, dude, I'm not molting. But this is not even a thing. And then people saw that because he got attention because of what he said. They all started copying him, right? And it was started like, dude, you're molting.
Yeah, no, that does happen. If you point something out like that, then it does happen more, I guess. If you give these examples, yeah, I guess it does happen more. But yeah, no, that Mitch was right thing happens literally. If I do anything, it happens instantly, dude. Anything, dude. I can open this bottle cap wrong. It's Mitch was right spam, dude. It's absolutely fucking hilarious.
Make a comment on the original topic. About getting banned on live stream fails. If that were to happen, someone like Alinity, who is accused of throwing her cat, I didn't actually see what the video is.
And feeding the cat alcohol.
What if Alinity asked the moderators to ban her from the subreddit?
She fed her cat alcohol.
Are you serious?
Okay, wait. I'm just like, what if Alinity asked the subreddit moderators to ban her from the subreddit, and then because of that, people wouldn't be able to post the bad things that she did?
It doesn't matter if they post the bad things she did. She never gets banned.
It's not up to LSF to get her banned.
If she asked the moderators to ban her, she could have done that.
But why is LSF the police of the Twitch then? It's up to Twitch.
Because I think Twitch staff use it. Sorry, I think Twitch staff actually use it when things get really big. Yep. And it's maybe not in their attention, and they see, top upvoted thing. Oh, this is an easy ban. Click. You know what I mean? Like, I think it happens a lot.
They deny it, but it happens.
The admin team definitely uses it as like a red flag to point to violation.
Yes, Reddit is one of the most efficient platform, dude, across the internet, dude, for getting punished or getting awareness for something that happened. It is nuts, dude. Like, the thread that got me banned initially for like the tryhard thing, whatever, it was a Overwatch TMZ thread which has like 20k members, something like that, or I don't even know, and posted like 200 votes over there, and just that was enough to create the fire and create awareness. And it's like,
say they were on the fence of banning you for that whatever it was. And now it's like a top voted thing, and the video clip has 50,000 eyes on it. So they're like, okay, not only was this maybe questionable, but now 50,000 people watched this happen on Twitch. We're going to ban this person. You know what I mean? I feel like that happens a lot.
Oh, it does. I mean, with Poke knows for my 30-day ban, I was hanging out with Poke. I was off stream. I said some shit, and it's not what I meant. I think when people Anyways, so three days went by.
We're playing Overwatch, dude. It's just some
we're playing Overwatch. Overwatch is tilting, dude. I always say I can't do that. That game, it brings the worst out of me.
Super Mario Maker.
Even worse than League, dude. But anyways, we were playing and it didn't matter. 3 days later, like the VOD was up, no one cared. 3 days later, I made I got in a fight with somebody. It was someone that was just beloved by them, and then they went and scoped through VODs, or someone had the clip. They posted it, and within 12 hours of that clip being on, I received a 30-day ban. Like, it was enough. Wow. That was enough. It was 3 days past. I wasn't even on stream. I was on Poke stream. We weren't on camera, just playing Overwatch like at 3 a.m. in the morning, and someone posted it, and within 12 hours, I was 30-dayed. So it's like. They definitely look at it. I mean, they will deny it profusely. They will 100% deny it, I promise you. But I know for a fact, just from that incident, I know they look at it very closely.
Well, not that I don't think it's a negative thing, because it's a double-edged sword. But also, it's like if you say, if you fucking rob a bank, dude, and you're like, oh, dude, like you can't be mad at the cameras, dude. Okay, that's a terrible analogy, but like if you break the law, you know, and
You do the crime, you do the time.
Yeah, you still broke it, right? It doesn't matter like how it gets reported and or who translates the information, right? Like, dude,
No,
I'm
it
making
does.
sense right now.
No, it does. It does. So like what you're talking about are like objectively wrong things. So like if something's black and white, you're right. Like you fucked up, you're getting away with it, so it's not a bad thing. But there are things that contextually were not that way, but if they're clipped the right way with a title and it causes a shitstorm for Twitch, they will ban you because they need to. Like I promise you, like, that kind of
At
stuff
some
is.
point, the publicity of something begets a corporate response, right?
Yes, exactly. And those are the things we're talking about, not the objective.
Normally, I don't root for bans, but when you see someone abusing an animal, she fed the cat vodka from her mouth, and you see the cat like fucking go like it was really fucked up, man. Like,
so that actually happened. They didn't ban for that.
well,
Well,
it's
it
new.
just happened.
It happened. That actually happened. I think a while ago. But since she did this with her cat, someone re-uploaded that. Maybe I don't know how long ago that part happened, but it's hard not to like when you see that root for them to get banned a little because you're like, damn, they're fucking with this animal. This is so fucking mean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's. I'm actually a huge cat lover, and I am actually I'm pissed. I'm looking for punishment.
Wait, so she did this on stream just recently? Sorry, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, she definitely did it on stream. It's on LSF. I don't know how long the vodka one. I think the vodka one got re-uploaded after she did the cat throw. So I don't know how long
she threw a cat too.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
she also threw a cat.
Yeah.
It's actually like
she took a cat like this and threw it over her chair.
Yeah, dude.
like
Listen, I am a huge.
So she fed a cat alcohol and threw. Why this? She's not banned on Twitch.
Yeah, dude. Tell me about it.
She drank vodka and okay.
What
chill
the
out.
fuck?
Hey, everybody, slow down. Chill. Okay. Listen.
I'm a fan of this person. I love him.
You wouldn't catch me being the first to defend her. Okay, I'm never like be on her side. I'm more, you know, she does wrong things, right? But in this case, like people were going crazy with like she fed him alcohol.
What he's saying is she's completely fucking wrong. She's completely fucking wrong.
She didn't just kiss him. She had a pool of vodka in her mouth. The cat wouldn't have reacted like that. The cat went like this, like after the fucking vodka went in his mouth.
Jesus.
If the cat reacts like that, it got a good dose of vodka in it.
Listen to your XQC. Listen, dude. You're completely wrong, dude. Listen, dude. I am.
And then she
I wasn't even done
over
my I wasn't even done saying what I was saying.
I gotta watch this.
No, I was memeing. I was memeing.
Where can I see this? Hold on. Maybe
I haven't seen this shit either.
Okay.
I am way. Man, maybe
Okay,
I'm a straight noob. I'm learning shit every day.
Is this on Livestreamfail right now?
Yeah. It's on the front page.
Okay.
For one, bro.
What's up, Noah Nakis, by the way? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's up, homie? How you doing?
No,
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna-
XQC. Listen, I get it. If I step back from it unbiasedly,
No,
yes,
I'm saying
this
the
falls
warning
into
sucks.
outrage culture. No, it's outrage.
I mean,
It's
the warning sucks, okay? If you're a 13-year-old, okay, that gets a sip out of your beer, you don't say, yo, this guy got his kid fucked up and he got drunk as hell, dude.
It's
He's
a
dying.
cat and it's
Like-
vodka. It's way different than a sip of
but you
beer.
don't say fed him vodka like she fucking come on. You drink that shit, bitch.
Okay, she didn't do 20 fucking shots with her cat at a tequila bar. I get it. But she put fucking a pool of vodka in her
I
mouth.
feel like we're telling
and
a
the way
joke.
the cat reacted, it obviously was fucked up.
I just
from
watched
her.
the clip. She fucking straight yeeted that cat like over her chair. Like like
Look at the
Okay,
vodka one.
like,
That's
that-
worse.
Are
in
we
my
talking
opinion.
about? Hold on. Are we
fucked
talking about outrage,
Yeah.
or are we talking about the vodka clips? The vodka clip, there was no excuse, dude. I am.
The vodka
Is there
was
a
way worse.
difference?
Because cats,
Okay.
like the way they land, like I still thought that was kind of fucking rude, but I think the cat at that point just gonna land on their fucking feet, right? But putting vodka in his mouth and seeing the way the cat reacted, you're putting poison. Like alcohol is poison to fucking cats. You're putting poison in your fucking
Dude,
pet's
I
mouth.
agree, dude.
I don't agree. See, Train earlier did. You should have agreed and didn't. Now you agree. I don't. Fuck y'all. Nope.
Dude, all I gotta say is, dude, listen. What did the cat ever do to her? That's absolutely ridiculous, dude. She's literally, once again, we're here again. She's falsely accused the rat. She's falsely accused the cat of
my God.
wanting alcohol. She falsely accused. This is her second false
I
accusation.
can't believe
the cat
anybody
did
would
not
defend
say
Alinity.
he wanted the alcohol.
The cat did not consent.
The cat did not
that was
consent,
all
and she
shit.
falsely accused the
Hey,
cat of
What if
wanting
she's
it.
an animal whisperer?
Note the record, because somebody say I haven't looked it up yet, but
I
guess,
linked you,
and I
Jens.
know someone's like, "What the fuck do you want to look at this for?" The question is, I guess, being like obviously I'm the old man. I'm the old man up in this thing, and I'm not understanding. I guess I'm just not grasping.
Jens, I
Why
linked
you
you.
want to get a cat drunk, and why you want to throw its ass over? Why you want to pick on animals altogether? I'm not getting it. So no, but I heard, like, I caught a quick glimpse of chat. Why the fuck do you want to see that, Jens? For? I'm like, no, I don't want to see it like ha laugh. I just want to understand and see why the
context.
I don't get it. I'm 100%.
Yeah, the
Click the link in
And in
Discord.
order for me to, I got you. In order for me to, but I'm trying to clarify because see, I pay attention to chat. So I was like, the one thing is like, I'm not trying to look at like, ooh, let me see something funny. That ain't it. I just don't understand. So I'm trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, look
Jens,
at the
linked you
alcohol one.
in Discord. Yeah, I linked this one.
Oh,
the
we're
alcohol
rolling
one.
right now. Whoops,
I linked
something
it
went
to
wrong. Look at that. That's like, ew.
Yeah, I just saw the
Click on
alcohol
the
one.
live
That's
stream
kind
fails
of
one.
that's actually
Oh my
just
God!
fucked
We're,
up.
hold on, we're on the LSF. I have finally made myself.
All right, let's do this. I think Manuel wanted to say something. Manuel,
I think she's just a terrible person, man.
Yeah, thank you.
I agree, dude.
I think she's just a terrible person. It's hard for me to talk about some shit like that because there's nothing nice I could say about her. She's just a terrible person.
I completely fucking agree. Thank you for saying that.
I mean, if you're
situation
who has a pet and doesn't consider their pet like a family member, you know?
You know how most girls are with
Dude,
their cats. It's
can
like
I
they're-
show this
they're
clip,
like,
dude? I'm
it's
gonna
like
show this
their
clip.
Little baby. Here, let me feed you fucking.
Yo,
vodka.
Andy.
I shot both of them, dude.
Wait, which clip?
Well, if she's not banned for it, then why would you get banned for showing it?
True,
that's
you're
outlandish.
right.
No shit. Yeah,
Are
no,
you fucking
that's,
kidding me,
yeah,
dude?
Right, dude.
Do vodka.
It's why. It's
Vodka
why.
kiss.
It's okay. It's not against Alinity. That's against everybody. That's like a free for all thing. I know Twitch might not like what I'm gonna say, but this is how it is. Okay. If I see a clip on Livestreamfail that is like 2 or 3 days old, and has 2K views, 200K views, okay, I'll play that shit.
See?
And if it's pseudo TOS, I'll play that bitch ass shit. Because if she didn't get banned for it,
It
why would I
is
get banned?
vodka.
That is inconceivable to me. That is even okay. I started.
Yeah,
showing
that
my
clip
shoes.
is bad. Dude. That cat was seriously hurt.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
if
Cats
she
can't drink
swallowed the
alcohol,
whole,
right?
if she swallowed the whole shot and gave it a kiss, and it sensed a little bit on her lips, I wouldn't have freaked out. She actually had some left and fed it to it, and that's why it reacted
Dude.
so crazy.
I agree completely.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
fucking
That's crazy.
sadistic.
I don't.
Dude,
And
I'm-
she
Man.
just giggled like a little evil fucking
Dude,
goblin
I
after the cat
agree,
ran
dude.
away.
Y'all, hey, y'all living in a different world, man. I'm gonna keep my old ass over here and y'all
Yeah,
just
boom, Randy.
educate me, boy. Educate me.
I just think Manuel has the best take, dude. Like, the best take.
Thank
That's
you.
Yeah.
That has
that's just
30-day
terrible
ban
shit.
written all over it. If that's not a 30-day ban, I don't know what is. We might as well take out our fucking dicks.
Okay, well, I don't want to be
Or
the
falsely accuse people. You're right. Go ahead.
Well,
Oh, bad word.
I don't want to
Bad
be
word
like
with that one.
I don't want to be like Destiny or like bait this in politics, dude. But the thing is that throwing the cat dude and you said, oh, well, you know, that's not fine because the cat didn't get hurt, you know, and it lands on its feet or
I
whatever.
still didn't think it was fine, but I wasn't as outraged as the alcohol. That's all I'm saying.
It's much more I get it, but it's much more like the symbolism of the action, and like not every cat is like that also, and like you can't platform that behavior for others to do it also. That's kind of, dude. I've had a bunch of cats, and 2 of my cats, if I drop them, right, it's dropping that I drop my cat because, dude, I'm cooking or whatever, I'm petting it, and I just drop it like that. I noticed that one time my cat, it kind of like slipped or whatever, like it just wasn't
It
landing
didn't
properly.
land the right way.
Yeah, exactly. And then I noticed that it's like both my cats had that over the years. I'm like, okay, well, dude, I'm not gonna let them drop all the time.
Be more gentle.
Let alone fucking throw that bitch or yeet that motherfucker 6 feet in the air, dude.
Oh, no.
I'm not.
Guys.
Did she launch that sucker?
Dude, I agree. XQC, I can't even tell you. I agree, dude. Like, dude, I just got a donation. This is breaking news, guys. This is actually just, we're getting more information here. Poznak, thanks to the 767 man. Even ingredients used in alcohol production may be toxic to them. This is, guys, yo, Twitch, if you guys don't act on this, This is a
Oh, okay.
hypocrisy.
No,
Oh wait,
see-
but apparently
see,
she already
that's
did
not
this
okay.
a while back, and she wasn't banned for it. Because the alcohol thing is
months
is
ago.
old.
See, Train,
Yeah,
can I be honest
yeah.
with you? Yeah, I think I'm talking too much today, and I'll
No, you're not, dude.
You're
Listen,
fine.
dude. You're not
Train-
talking too much,
Listen, my
dude.
dude.
Oh, XQC, you have become my. I'm a fan of you, partner. I'm digging. Dude. I'm digging.
XQC,
I love
listen,
it.
dude. I'll
I
follow
love
your
it.
stream. You're doing great, dude.
Okay.
I will be following it after Jay. Believe
XQC,
this.
I just
like
tier
this
3
guy.
sub to you, bro.
He's a-
You need
Yo, SWAT stream.
I got you.
Guys, full screen. Okay. Well, what I was saying is that
If anybody wants to know how to fight, I got you. Anyways, continue.
I was about to say something like pseudo negative, but it's like that Trent, you can't do that. Okay, that I get it, dude. Trying to be like hey guys, I'm trying to intervene here, but
No, I'm not. No. If you could see
Then
my
you can't
face,
say, yo,
I'm
Twitch,
totally.
yo, get this girl, yo, Twitch, The way
No,
you did that,
I'm
dude,
cheesing, dude.
That's why I
I'm-
don't get bounties. That's
You
why
don't know.
I don't invite you to the parties, dude.
No, you don't know, dude. I'm literally cheesing right now. I'm cheesing, dude. I've never
okay.
had a cat in my life. I've never had a cat in my life, dude.
Nope.
I'm
Never-
cheesing
I'm
because
is
of the whole
cheesy?
false accusation thing, dude. I'm just sitting here reaching
okay.
toward anything I can.
Wait, what is cheesy?
Cheesing means I'm just fucking around. I'm milking it. I'm trying to
you
milk it
just
as
do
much
all
as
the
I
fuck
can.
You want. Say what the fuck you want, dude.
I'm.
This is heading for you.
What'd you say?
I know what you're saying.
This is
XQC.
awesome
You
for
don't
you.
want like a witch hunt. You want us to be like say what we think about the situation, but not be like, "Hey, you got to do something."
Well, I said.
Well, because I like having Twitch chat. Some Twitch chat are really, really cool, right? And I really like enjoy having them. I'm sure Trent has that also, right? Some Twitch chat in chat. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah,
No.
if
I
it's
said
that
it like
tag 'em-
if you look at the
well-
clip, if you look at my face, actually see when I said it, I was very like you could tell I was being sarcastic. Like if you look
Okay,
at my
because you're
face,
green on my screen.
yeah, I was being
yeah.
completely sarcastic. Trust me, dude.
Okay, yeah.
At the end of the-
will-
yeah. No, at the end of the day, I agree with you because there are people on the other side that don't like me, and I know they already do that.
What? Get out of here.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people that don't like me, and I wouldn't want them doing the same thing in Twitch having to make take action. So I actually agree with you on that. I don't think that should be the way that they go about it or that streamers go about it. I was just cheesing for the sake of all the Alinity memes.
Yeah, because I remember like sometimes I'd be like, yo, Twitch, what the fuck, man? What's this problem? And then people in chat would like add and like, yo, Twitch, what is wrong with you, dude? Dude, weird champ, do something, man. I was like, okay, maybe I shouldn't say shit like that, because
Yeah, if you have an army of people watching you, you could use that for the wrong reasons and sick them on people and shit, like witch hunting and stuff like that. I get it.
No, yeah, no. That's not the case at all. Yeah, you're completely good. But yeah, no, that's the whole alcohol thing. That's not good. As far as the chucking the cat, I don't know enough about cats. I've heard cats.
What do you mean?
I've heard cats can. I've heard cats can drop from like 2-story buildings.
I don't care.
I thought you was a cat. I thought you was a cat lover.
Oh my god. Did you not hear a word I just said to XQC, Bruce?
I did, but you basically you was just capping. I really thought you genuinely love cats. I'm sitting here like thinking about, damn, he like honestly has like 7 cats in his house.
Capping. I have a question.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Is that word you use
Guys are
often?
badass.
Capping?
Cap. Yeah, it started in Atlanta. That's why.
He
Wow.
spells it CAP too, yeah.
So when
Wait,
you
but I don't understand. What do you have to know about cats to know that she just fucking chucked that cat over a chair?
Well, don't cats always land on their feet?
Yeah, that's
What does it matter if she chucked a cat over a chair?
Sure.
Don't they land on their feet? Well, hey, it's got the balance. Lob that mother. See what happens.
I don't know.
I'm taking crazy pills, dude.
What's going on here, dude? So first I'm reaching on the other side. Now I'm saying, oh, fucking who cares? And now it's not enough. Like, what the fuck you guys want from me? What do you want? Just give me a
You're
script
a
to
cat
follow,
lover.
dude.
Just be a
Listen,
cat lover.
type me a fucking script, I'll follow it.
Can you grab a cat from under your desk and just be like, "Oh no, I'm playing a game," and go like that? Why do you have to fucking launch it over your fucking head?
Yeah. Also, platform behavior is kind of bad, because it kind of like spreads. It's okay. It's like if on stream you look at his girlfriend, and every time you look at her, hey baby, wow, and slap her ass, dude. Like, yeah, dude. Like
That's the stuff you do off stream, right?
So was it basically a try hard situation? They were just trying too hard, and it backfired, or is this person literally mean animal? No, I'm being serious. No.
Alinity is just a dumbass. I don't think she's intentionally being mean to the cat.
That's what I'm saying. Just a try hard situation where it's like, oh yeah, this is gonna be funny as fuck, and give it a shot of alcohol and it freaks
Okay,
out.
fucking look at my Discord. Look at this one. I just linked. Look at this one. There's another one.
What? What is this?
She shoves a sticker on a cat's face and it just fucking freaks out. Look at this clip.
She just be bored as hell.
Oh, what? Okay, dude, I don't like this stuff.
Okay.
Oh
First,
my god.
Let me laugh.
What
First,
the
I gotta
hell?
laugh before I even hit
She
play.
just is kind of a fucking kid. I don't know.
And now I'm gonna be like, you're an ass. Okay, there we go. I mean, oh, now we're going back to second time.
Should I watch it on stream or not?
Hey, you know what that dog's thinking?
It's on
back
Twitch.
I mean, it's literally a clip. It's hosted on Twitch TV, so it's not a banned clip.
Hey, that dog back there's going, at least it isn't me right now. Fucking ha cats.
It's not a banned clip. So
God, why does it come off so evil to me?
because it is.
It's just stuck there.
One of your viewers sent that to me. I want to put that. Sorry, but that's karma right there.
Oh, look, man, it looked like that cat was about to get up and whoop someone's ass. What the hell? Just pop you real fast.
If you put a fucking sticker on a baby like that, okay, there'd
Was
be
that
no
true?
argument. Like, it's just fucking crazy.
That's true.
even
Oh
a
my
thing.
God.
People were slapping babies with cheese.
But now, could you imagine dropping a mouthful of vodka?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Hell
fuck.
no, man. That's
Literally just translate anything Alinity does to fucking human
I
child.
mean,
okay?
dude,
And, like,
Hey,
there'd be
Trent, show the last one. Show the last one.
Dude, I'm surprised that cat's not chugging that fucking 40 itself, with that being her
But
his
look
owner.
at the dog in the back hiding like, don't look at me, man.
What is it?
Don't look at
Show
me.
it. Play the last video for the chat. Don't watch it. Just show it.
Dude,
I know what you're talking about.
she's like
Is that
the
a
bully
clip
from
too
Toy
good?
Story, just like beating up the toys. She doesn't know that the toys are actually alive.
Like what?
Show it, Domer. Show it, Domer.
Homer, you too now?
You don't even have to know. You don't even have to know what it is, but they laugh and you just start laughing.
On the
Domer, when
on
did this
this
start,
one.
X?
Jen, click the last, click
I know
the
what it
last
means.
video.
What'd you say?
I don't know what it means. I think it's funny. It looks funny.
No, I like.
What's a Domer?
I've actually gained. Chat's done me a favor. So Domer used to be. So back in middle school and high school. So part of the whole.
Oh,
bully
Manuel. Yo, tell me that happened. Tell me that's the same cat. Is it the same cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same cat you put the sticker on.
Oh, it's a runny old shit right on your back. Oh, what does my wife say? Some of them not, Joy? Some of them not.
What the fuck?
Hell yeah.
Hey asshole!
That was tight.
I hate when you do that.
I didn't do it. What?
I'm just kidding. No, you're good.
I was like, did he just call Jensen asshole? Oh, man.
It was a meme. Don't worry about it, gents.
I'm down with that. I'm sorry. Did I mess it up?
No, you're completely good. I was. It's what I did to
He's
try
making
Hex
an
like
inside joke, like
a year ago. Someone. Yeah, no, it's an inside joke. You're completely good. No, Jen,
Oh, you caught me with the inside joke?
No, I feel so bad. His
That's
face
my
is like stunned. No,
reaction.
gents, I'm
My
completely
action.
fucking with you.
Man, someone's asking for a beatdown. That's all I hear.
Yeah, he finna put you on your neck.
Hey, shit, dude.
No, I'm
Listen,
good. I'm
man.
good.
Fixing
I
for an
just
ass
saying
whooping.
That shit had me rolling.
No, you're good. That was actually funny. It was an inside joke. Don't worry.
All right.
So back to X. No, back in high school and middle school, with all the bullying stuff, my head is really big. You know.
Oh, okay.
So back then I didn't work out, so my head was even bigger. It was like a bobblehead. So people didn't call me, like girls and guys didn't call me by Tyler. They said, "Hey Domer, get over here, big head. Hey big head, Domer." So chat found out about that, and we know it with this because I showed my yearbook, and there's a signing that says, "Gonna miss you, Domer." And then chat turned it. Yeah. So chat. No, don't worry. No, don't feel bad just yet. Chat actually made it into a good thing. So I actually liked when you called me it. They've made it into a good thing. Like, I don't know how, but they've made it into, like, it's cute now. I don't know if, like, I'm confident now, so I realize it's cute, but, like, I actually, dude, if you want to call me that, I actually like that. I'll call you X, you call me Domer.
Wait, hold on. Who called you? Did I call you Domer?
No.
They would say shit on their, like, oh, she shit on her dome. I was like, oh, yeah.
You
I did something like, no, I didn't do that.
You ever get the feeling that like Twitch chat is just a preschool generator? Like they all like go through the fucking insults until they come up with the one that sticks. Like it's actually fucking insane.
It's actually super nice. Like Domer, I actually like it. Like they call me Domi, they call me Koki, they call me Domer. Like it's just Domiscus. It's the cutest shit ever. So I actually I don't mind at all. I actually prefer it and I like it. Or Ape. Ape works too. Domer or Ape.
See,
I like both.
I can't make fun of any of them because I get made fun of every day. I mean, the fact that people ask me, are you drunk? Are you high? Something's wrong with you because one eyelid's lower than the other. And I actually broke the machine. I broke the machine when they were checking out my eyes because I've got one pupil's bigger than the other one. I have a blue eye and I don't even want to say the other eye, the dark eye. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, he said brown eye, ha, ha, ha. And then they change colors, but then I've got 2 different optic nerves, and I'm an absolute mutant with my eyes. So I get it all the time. And I used to actually like try to squint all the time because one eyelid closes more than the other. And that's why people are like, ha, ha, Jens, you look drunk or you look fucking stoned or something wrong with you. It's like, well, no, because my blue eye, the lid doesn't need to be open as much as the darker eye, which has to be open. And that's why the pupil's bigger. And so I'm like the odds and ends of the ice cream. Literally, I have 2 optic nerves, 1 for each eye. I'm a complete fucking mutant when it comes to my eyeballs. And I've been getting made fun of those since I was a kid. People are like, ha ha. And I'm like, yep, my name is Jens. I have 2 different colored eyes, 1 blue eye, 1 brown eye. And everybody goes, you said brown eye. And then the whole thing goes
Wait, that's
down,
actually sick. It's got Siberian Husky.
Yeah. Okay, well, there would be the other thing right there. You just, I get reference to a dog pretty much repeatedly. But yeah.
Well, dogs are the best things in the world.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, just don't feed them vodka.
Yeah, just don't give them vodka because they get hammered quick and they're youngsters. But no, but that's the one thing. So with me is I've always been self-conscious about that fact that I've got the blue eye, the brown eye, and one eyelid drops a lot lower than the other one. People are like, damn, he looks all fucked up.
Having different color eyes is cool as fuck, though. That's rare.
No, you're golden.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It doesn't matter. I'm cool with it.
I think it's cool as hell, dude.
Awesome.
I'm a mutant, so it's.
I have never scared someone like during a stare down where the guy looks at you and is kind of like, "What the fuck? What's going on?"
Pick one. Hey, well, you remember that? What was that? And Joy, what's the movie with? Oh my God, I'm drawing a blank on her. She says, and he's the big ass crab. Pick one. Pick one.
Yeah,
guys, and that's what I'm like. Pick one. Moana. I'm like, yeah, Moana. Like,
well,
pick
that's
one.
That's how we know.
Don't try to stare at both of them because you're gonna be freaked out. Don't do it, man. You know.
I feel like I have nicknames for everyone in this chat, and the only one that doesn't like it, I think, is XQC. Actually, I call him X. Yeah, I don't think he likes it. I mean, listen, dude, it works.
LLJ.
Listen,
LLJ.
Feel X, right? Felix, and then you have XQC. It works for both. What up, X? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like
people call me Pokey, and people think I get mad, but it's like Pokey lols.
Yeah.
That's the boy X. Like it's quick. It's one syllable. You know, it's some killer shit, dude. Some gangster shit. Hey, how do you feel about that?
Dude, I love the name Little Evil.
You know, people call me fat fucking sitting Andy all the time, and I love it. It's endearing.
People call me it's endearing.
Fat fucking sitting Andy is someone else, actually. They call it.
My boy.
What up, Alec?
Hey, man.
What's up, bro?
Just living life, man. It's good to see you.
You too, baby.
Yeah, man. I've been living here in Seattle, Washington, man.
Wait, you're in Seattle?
Yo, what?
I am.
Oh, I'm in Seattle too. Good shit.
I mean, it's been struggling to get past 70 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, I'll be there in 2 weeks. That's what I'm
Oh, Jens, what's up?
Maple Valley, Washington. Yeah, right here.
Nice. Yeah, my girlfriend's about to get a bone marrow transplant.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All kinds of happens, ain't you? Goddamn.
Yeah. I'm just living life. I think tomorrow we're gonna go, or no, Sunday we're gonna go tubing down the Cedar River. I think that'll be pretty fun.
Are bone marrow transplants normally for is that for cancer?
Yes. Leukemia.
Leukemia, yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Very sorry, man. That's like it kind of. What do you say? I was like, hey, Seattle. Oh.
Yeah, no, dude. It's all cool. Yeah. She's gonna be getting stem cells from an umbilical cord. You know, it's
Yeah, I've heard of that actually.
yeah, like it's crazy how
Technology,
modern medicine from some baby born 5 years ago the frozen umbilical cord, and she'll be getting stem cells from it. So
that's good. Yeah, I did that with all my kids, man.
Yeah, I mean,
how does that work? Is it like
when they're born, when they cut it, they put it like you have a kid, and they put it in the bag. They like close it and do it like very well.
Keep it. Oh, did you say you kept them, Manuel? You kept them?
Yeah. When my kids were born, yeah, we kept it, and then they pick it up at the hospital and everything.
Okay. I thought you like kept that at home or something like that. Dude, that's why I was like.
Wait, is umbilical cord attached to your dick or your belly button?
Belly button.
Hey.
God damn it!
What?
No.
That's just how you keep anything from getting too serious.
I like that he's like, what?
I like it.
Wait, are you guys laughing at me?
Yeah.
Or did someone say something?
Yeah. No, hey, but really, I was about to say, Tyler, thanks for inviting me and stuff, and it's good to see and meet all of y'all. I gotta go. We got more doctor's appointments tomorrow.
Well, Alec,
Good luck with that, man.
Good luck, man.
Praying for you.
Alec, please feel free to reach out to me if you need anything.
Yeah. I'm sorry I missed you when I was in Texas.
It's okay, dude. It's you shouldn't be sorry. It should be me that's sorry. I'm extremely I've been so selfish with my time, dude. I've just been sleeping in, and I wake up literally at 8 or 9 p.m. Then I go live.
Hey, it's fine, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, if I can get a hookup, I would love to meet you when I get to Seattle here in 2 weeks. Hands down.
Dude, yeah. Hey, I mean, I'm a big fan of UFC. Dude, I'm gonna look you up, and if you do visit, dude, we'll go wakeboarding.
I got you. We got some fly fishing, the whole deal. I got you.
No, I got
a guide service in on the east side of the mountain, so I got you.
Dude, I'm kind of jealous now. Hey, Jens, I'm gonna fly you out next week. You down?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm
Hell yeah,
serious.
stream. Let's go.
Yo, Jens, DM me, dude. I'm gonna fly you out, dude. And your house.
Now I'm jealous, Jens. I'm gonna fly you out, and I'm gonna blow you.
Andy,
Man,
I'm gonna
fuck,
take
you know what? Hey,
Andy, we're gonna walk around, and I'm gonna whatever I can do for you.
It's gonna be hard to walk with my mouth on your dick.
Hey, gentlemen, have a great night. Good
Hey, Alec, thanks, man. Yo, guys, spam Alec's channel, please. Spam it in chat, guys. Go follow Alec. Hey, give him some support going through all this. Guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Hey.
I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all the best.
Dude, I feel bad doing like the leave train, but it's 3 a.m. Dude, I have to be up in the morning.
It's actually, dude, I streamed 19 hours before this, and I got 2 hours of naps, so I'm probably gonna wrap it up in the next 20-30 minutes. So it works out.
Okay.
Bro, I'm over here.
Okay, well then, thanks for everything. Thanks for bringing me on late notice.
Thanks for coming, X.
Hey, X, it was really nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you too, man.
I have a ton of respect for you, dude. It's awesome what you do.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. That's really, really nice. I wish you a lot, man. We have a good night. Everybody else also.
All right.
Goodbye, guys.
Later, boys.
Salut, à la prochaine.
All right. Let's wrap up one more. Let's talk about one more topic, and let's wrap it up tonight. Dude, I streamed 18 and a half hours. Dude,
you've been like a fucking warrior, dude. Like, you're going hard.
You a zombie.
Dude, I'm so tired, dude. Like, my eyes aren't opening. I'm just dead. There's one more topic about the boy.
Well, there's one that you suggested you wanted on. Do you want to talk about the Iowa official for supporting Tupac, or did you want to talk about the boy who got to the top of LSF about his stepdad.
Oh.
So
that was nuts. Manuel, is there anything that you want to talk about?
Well, I'd like to talk about the boy actually.
Let's do that. Perfect. Let's do the boy then.
All right.
Devin, take. You want to explain it to chat?
Yeah. So there's a kid that's been, I guess, being abused by his stepdad, and he originally said in a video that he was being abused by his stepdad. He deleted the video later, and then kind of like came on and said that everything was fine. But then somebody in chat said, "Please cough if you need help," and he did. And I don't know if there's been an update since then. Does anyone know?
Oh my god! You know what this shit reminds me of that one. I think.
We lost you, Bruce.
Huh?
We lost you. We couldn't hear enough of what you said.
Oh shit! I said it reminded me of a girl that somebody has said blink if you need help or something like that.
What was on?
I actually know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. It went super viral.
I think that was a movie.
Yeah, Marina Joyce.
That was a YouTube. Yeah.
Or Marina
But
Joyce.
this kid
Yeah.
claims he's
Oh
being
yeah.
All right, so how serious is it? You can tell, man, like something just happened to me when you talk about child abuse, and then
Yeah, it's very
just
serious,
took me
man.
back to me being a kid.
Yeah, I never watched the clip because I was just kind of like, oh fuck, this is
Nope,
like a
I'm
downer.
not gonna watch, but
Yeah, I don't want to watch.
stepdad,
pretty
is he
fucked,
okay?
yeah.
Does anybody know, or
I don't think at this point we know. Does anyone know like what the update is?
No idea.
Nope.
fuck? Really?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Apparently his stepdad like also broke his setup as well.
Okay,
Like
you
broke his
man.
computer setup.
you gonna get me to cry? All right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how many of y'all know
Wait.
in life and child abuse stuff like that, but it's like I said, I'll give you a quick shot. Is like I had a shotgun shoved in my mouth when I was 5. I'm dead.
5?
Told my mom to
No.
choose if I'm gonna live or die, and then decided I wasn't worth the bullet, so he beat me with the gun. So I grew up in an abusive, and so when I see something like that, it just is he all right or? Sorry, I'm not trying to be the downer. Point
No,
is,
That's
no,
not
that's-
no. That's not
I
downer
don't like
at
seeing
all,
that
man.
shit.
You're just
I don't like
spitting
that at
fucking facts about your life, man. That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
go pop. Yeah, no, it's
You know,
I
if
was
we
alright.
could find out, if we could get in touch with him, and he's all right, and he did get his setup broken, we should maybe just do a fundraiser on the podcast and get him like a new computer. If we could actually get in touch with him,
Well,
and
well,
that's those are
there's
the
I will
clips,
deliver
if there are
that
clips,
to
we should send that
myself.
to the cops
Believe
more than
that shit.
anything.
First, we got to find out if he's all right, if he's away from the stepfather and all that shit. Obviously, the computer and the setup comes next. But if we do a follow up and find out that he's okay and that didn't really happen, I think like with the power of Twitch, we could fucking raise
For
like
sure.
$3
Easy.
or $4 and get him like a whole new setup. I think we should do the research on it and try to do
Hey,
that.
just make sure that no matter what, I 100% deliver that. I'll deliver it without even.
All right.
Wait, his stepdad's a cop? Is that what someone said? Is this true?
Wow.
His
Dad. Yeah, his stepdad's a cop.
He a pig.
Don't even get me started.
Damn, dude.
Boy.
They went to the cops and his
God,
stepdad.
Bruce.
His stepdad is a cop.
Very nice meeting you too, Bruce.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
digging the hell out y'all, man. Man, no way. No.
Damn.
By the way, the update is that Barry, which is his name online, he maintains that everything he said in the video is true, and everyone who thought that it was a cry for help with his blinking and coughing from the chat is not true, and we are not sure if his new statement could be a further cover-up of what the video is. So we actually have no idea either way. No one knows anything.
Especially the dad's a
is the
cop.
update.
That definitely you don't know.
I hope he isn't scared to tell the truth.
Of course he's scared.
Most
His,
people
his,
would be scared, yeah.
yeah, his dad's a cop. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, that
when-
really puts it worse. 'Cause
What
now
do you do
can't
when the
even call the one thing you're expecting to help?
Yeah. What do you do when?
That's the one
That's
thing you
exactly
can't
right.
call.
That's exactly
That's
right.
horrible.
That's
It
probably
took
one
an
of the
8-year-old
worst.
kid, man. My baby brother had to call, and that's what saved us when we were getting through this same situation when I was 15, 16. It was, my baby brother had to call 911, and they showed up, and that's how the whole cycle ended. growing up. But yeah, man, that's horrible. If they're actually, I mean, think about that kid, man, for a minute. Because remember, and that's the only thing. I've got a criminal justice degree. One thing that breaks my heart, I love officers. You know what I mean? I love cops, and it's just like kids look at you like you're their heroes. You know what I mean? And can you even imagine when it's your hero or what you thought was your hero is the one doing it? I don't even. Yeah, that's horrible.
Wolves in sheep's clothing, man. They're like all over. You know, doesn't have to be cops, but there's so many horrible, fucked up people.
Yeah.
And it just like you hear about these stories and the ones that get publicized. Think about how many don't get publicized that happens. It just it's so fucking scary. If you really think the scope of how much of that is happening like right at this moment, it's fucking like bone chilling, like how fucked up people are and how
I don't. Hey, see, that's the one thing I always try to keep calm. That's how me and Manuel definitely he knows me is, like I said, the documentary and the things that I did.
Yeah.
You know, it's a trip, but because of what he did to me growing up, it's in the strangest way. I became a world champion because I needed to become famous so that I could make a movie so that I could tell everybody about him because I told him that's what I was going to do the day he beat me in the bathroom. Like, one day, partner, I'm going to get so fucking famous to tell everybody about you. And it's crazy because now I almost like, and this is what I want to give the kids, you know, in general, if they're going through this situation is if you can just push through it, there'll be a point where it's almost weird, but I'm like, I damn near, if he was still alive, I would thank him. And I mean that in one weird way because I was so hell-bent on punishing this man. It got me through high school. It kept me out of prison like my brother serving 55 years. And it got me to winning a world title because I needed to get famous so that I can make a documentary.
Yeah, the
so
anger drove you.
About him, you know what I mean? So I can tell everybody about him. And I wouldn't have the life that I have right now if it wasn't for him, which is a completely crazy scenario. But that's what I would love to be able to tell people that are in that situation like that poor kid is like, look, I know right now it seems so bad, but the reality, man, just
well, you took a horrible
you gotta have that middle
situation.
finger, you know what I mean?
You took a horrible situation and you made it good.
Yeah, because you got to have that middle finger to give to somebody, and it pushed me through a long way.
There's no thanks to him. He did a shitty thing, whether it turned out good for you or didn't.
What I'm saying is it's weird because he just passed away, and it's in a weird way. If I could almost somehow summon his ass back up being a gamer, if I could res that mother truck, I'd be like, hey, you know, I'm going to tell you one thing. Thank you. Because if it wasn't for you, and if it wasn't because I wanted to just rub this in your face, I wouldn't have been or done the things that I've done up to this point. And you know what I mean? Every now and then we need that middle finger to give to somebody, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Don't rob me. I got ray gun.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Nah, he said red. That shit reminded me.
Dude, I heard ray gun. I'm like, I am down with Bruce, man. I like it, man. I'm enjoying meeting these guys. This is so cool.
Did you decide to come to TwitchCon yet, or you don't know yet?
Oh, no, I'm going.
You're coming. Oh, sick.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I got you.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
Let's do it.
Has anybody
I plan on meeting all you sons of bucks out there, man. Babo, are you going?
Yeah. That's going to be fun, man. I'm excited.
Has anybody here had sleep paralysis?
I've had it maybe once.
Yeah, I've had it once or twice.
I don't want to tell I don't know.
Say it.
I don't know. I had.
Your mic keeps cutting out.
Oh, it's dying. That's why. But I had woke up. Is it cutting out?
Right now it's not.
Okay, I had woke up. I was freaking out because like it was like an incubus or some shit. That's what it's called, an incubus. And it's like, you know, I don't know. That shit made me. Oh, hold up, wait. Let me put.
Dang it. Look at Pokey Laws, though. He's like got his hands on his head, like, what the?
Can y'all hear me?
You don't fall asleep, huh, Pokey?
I'm tired as fuck too.
All right,
I'm just hungry. I wanna.
Dude, I'm starving. Is there anything to eat that's open?
Let's go get Kirby Lane, dude. You wanna get Kirby Lane, dude?
Let's go.
I mean,
I forgot you guys both live.
Okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yep.
Dude,
Okay, my bad. So it was like an incubus or some shit, and then like I don't know, it was just a tall white dude trying to kiss me and put his tongue in my mouth, and then I woke up, but I couldn't move.
Sorry about that.
It was weird. What? It was I don't know what the fuck it was.
I was standing in your bed. I'm not really tall.
That was me.
It was weird, bro. Like I don't know. I couldn't wake up. Like I was shaking my knee, and I felt the hair standing up on my arm, and it was couldn't move, bro. Like I was yelling, "Get the gun!" in my sleep, but my mouth was open. Like for real, my mouth was open, and I was yelling. I felt like I was yelling, but it was just it wouldn't work at all.
I kissed him with vodka in my mouth.
Dude, that dream sounds like mine, minus the paralysis, dude. I have those quite often.
The best is lucid dreams, dude. Once you realize you're dreaming and you can take control of your dream, that is like 10 out of 10 experience.
Well, the best was for Bruce. It was a nightmare, but for Tyler, it was a dream.
Okay, dude. Okay.
It was a wet dream.
It was a wet dream, yeah.
Oh, hey, but seriously though, with the dream thing, have you ever had that where you woke up kind of frightened, like, oh no, fuck that, I ain't going out like that, and you try to go back to bed and like, I want to get back.
You try to get back in the dream.
Yeah. The weirdest dream.
Like, I ain't going out like
sometimes
that.
too.
Yeah. The weirdest dreams is falling through a black hole. That shit is weird. I don't like that shit.
No, dude, I had a thing where my dream was so like vivid. I woke up like bad, and my wife was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And it was a dream about her, and I look at her, I'm like, "You stupid fucking cunt!" Like, she was like,
"Oh man, I know exactly what you're talking about."
He was like, "What the fuck? What did I do?" Like, you wake up, you're still in the dream, you still like, it doesn't,
Do you ever have to say sorry for cheating in your girlfriend's dream?
No, she was cheating. She should have said sorry. She was cheating in my dream.
Wait, have you guys ever died in your dream? A lot of people say you can't, but I've died in my dreams before.
Yeah, and you wake up instantly.
Not always. I had a dream I went to fucking heaven. There was like a voice recording of Jesus and shit.
That was just your acid trip.
Maybe you didn't die.
You was just high as hell.
Dude, I will one up all of you guys. I will one up all of you guys on this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so one, Manuel, I know what you're talking about, dude. I've woken up mad at people, and it's happened to me as well. But I'm gonna one up all of you.
You wake up mad at everybody.
Okay, dude. Scuffed, turn these on, dude. Turn them on, Scuffed. Okay. So I'm gonna one up all of you. Okay, I've said this before. And I want you guys to be honest. Like, be honest with this. Okay, it doesn't mean anything. Just be confident in your sexualities and be honest with yourselves. Has what I'm about to say ever happened to you guys? Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, nope.
Yes. Probably yes.
Have you guys? Okay, so I've since I was younger. I've maybe had like, I don't know how many, but definitely a handful, if not like more than that. I've had dreams where I'm like hooking up with just a bad, like we're talking a baddie, right? A bad bitch, right? Like she's bad. You know what I'm talking? One of those girls is like, damn, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm just I'm making out. I'm making out with her. Just listen, dude. Okay, I'm making out with her, and it's great. Like everything's going good. Everything's going great, and I like open my eyes. My eyes are closed. Making out. I open my eyes, and it becomes a man. Like it becomes a friend that I know, and like obviously like it becomes weird, but like it becomes a man, and then like I end up walking into a plane. Then I open a door in a plane. I end up in a house, and then somehow like, dude, it's crazy. Like it's crazy this happens to me. I've also had ones where I'm making out with a girl, and it ends up being like I'm sucking a dick. And I know this sounds listen. I know a lot of people aren't gonna believe me. But I'm being dead serious. I've had these dreams, and no, this isn't some subconscious trying to tell me that I need to come out of the closet. It's not the case. I am not gay. I know I'm not gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay, but I know I'm not.
Do you wake up with a boner?
You cannot.
Wake up with a boner? Is your dick hard when you wake up?
No, it's not hard when I wake up.
Come on, it's just us. It's only us. No, we won't tell anyone. It's just us.
It's not hard when I wake up.
The girl turning into a guy thing has happened to me, but I've never sucked a dick in real life or in my dream.
I've never sucked a dick in real life either. Yeah.
I don't know, but do y'all ever get those weird like I don't know, weird like brain spasms of like you wanting to bite something for some reason, like bite into a bar of soap or bite raw chicken or some shit like that, or just like throw your phone out of the window.
I've done that for sniffing gasoline.
Yeah, gasoline smells and shit like that. Like
sniffing
I don't
gasoline, dude. I get that for sniffing
like-
gasoline. Yeah, which burns, by the way. Don't do it. Like, it's weird. So I did it. I actually did it. I'm a dumbass. Okay, so when you smell the fumes, it's fucing amazing. So
Yeah, that's
I
insane.
grabbed the actual gas, those red little bins, the plastic bins. I put it up to my nose. Listen, no. It actually, no, dude. I read it up later. You can actually burn your esophagus and like you can die. Like I smelt it. It was the worst burning pain down my esophagus and just through my nasal cat. It's not the same.
Just smell it from afar, bro. Like
It's not the
like
same,
Sharpie
dude.
smell good too. Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yo, that's crazy. Who's that? There was somebody that he drank like oven cleaner or something, and it like wrapped, and he had to have that 1 tube straight from his esophagus down to his bunghole because he burned all that stuff. Hell no, that's
Jen,
crazy.
do you eat ass?
Did I just get asked that? Wait, what?
Do you eat ass?
Okay, here I'm gonna answer it this way. I've never been caught, so hell no. How about that? I'll give you that one.
Wait, what would you say?
I don't know. What? I wasn't ready to even ask the fucking question. I got caught off guard. Like, oh, dude, what?
No, I mean like eating someone else's ass.
Are you serious? Where someone shits? Are you playing with me right now?
Manuel eats ass. You know that, right? Manuel eats ass.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Manuel eats ass, Jens.
I
There's
want to know your opinion. I think ass is great.
There's no proof anywhere of me doing that.
I know you eat ass, Manuel. I know
More
you
power
do.
to you. I mean, throw down. But for me, I just don't know if I could do it. I
But
don't
it's
know.
very clean.
Listen, I don't need proof to see
I
it,
don't
man.
give a fuck if that thing has bleach all over it. I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna do it. It's because it's still. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not
You know what I
everybody
mean?
eat
Like,
blood.
I'll play the game and like mess around and joke around, but yeah, I don't think if push comes to shove, probably not. Probably not.
I don't need to. I don't need
Did
to.
you say sorry?
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I love dude. I love each. Oh my god, you guys are savage.
I don't.
I don't know if I can do it though. I don't know, man. I'd be like, I don't know.
Me neither.
Wait for a train. Yeah, you're gonna pep that laugh at me? No, it's my fault. I need it.
I don't know if I'll let someone eat mine though. It's just weird.
Okay. Oh.
I could never. I could never.
Am I the giver
I could
or the
never.
receiver?
Oh, I'm the
Either
giver.
both are weird, right?
Receiving is weirder than giving, in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
What you mean? Like, what if she like bite your spit on your shit?
What do you mean bit on my shit?
Like
bit
spit
my-
on your ass?
I don't know, dude. Maybe it's good. I just
Maybe it's good.
there's just some, you know.
Probably not.
If you gotta come with maybe, I don't know. We're
Well,
gonna have to-
all I'm gonna say, it's awesome. You guys should try it once, and you'll never stop.
I mean, if you ever
Facts.
needed someone to ask, well,
Wait, so Manuel, how does it taste? Like how could it be good?
What do you mean?
There's no ass taste if they're
I'm
clean,
sorry,
there's
but
no
like
taste.
exactly, like who do you have sex with? That
If you're
it's
tasting something in the ass, then it's not clean.
I wanna eat a
I'm
shitty.
with him. I'm with Pokemon.
I've never
Okay.
done it before, so I'm asking how does it
no
taste?
way.
It's never crossed my.
I've never eaten ass before. No.
Wait. If she's not coming exactly fresh out of the shower and put a loofah like all the way up there, how clean is an ass? Just generally.
I'm running with Millen.
Like, can anybody stick their finger in their ass and?
I mean, did
There
she
he
go
is.
out for
You
a
know what? I'm
did she go
jumping
out
with
for a
Bruce on that
jog?
one.
When was the last
Hey,
time she
Bruce,
took her
I'm
last
down with
shit?
you.
Like,
Shove
this
that
is
finger
Yeah,
up
it's a
but
questionable
before
area.
you eat ass, before you eat ass, they go clean it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if they just fresh out the shower, extra
I'm
fucking extra scrubbing action, it doesn't seem like that crazy. But after,
When you're in it, you don't care.
Dude, eating ass.
Poke-
Listen, dude. People
Poke nose.
listen, dude. People who eat ass, they're
Feels good,
extremely
man.
they're
Feels good.
extremely horny individuals, okay, that they need more. It's not the original's not enough.
Yeah,
And
no, you're
soon-
going after more. There's
soon,
the more.
Are you guys
soon
shame ass
they're
eating
gonna
me?
evolve, dude. You're gonna evolve soon to God knows what, belly button fucking tongue fucking. Like God knows what the next fucking thing is because
Why
it's
would
not
you do
enough.
that? That's
Ass
crazy.
isn't.
No, that's a ridiculous.
Ass isn't enough, dude. It's gonna be the next thing.
That's a
Baby, your ass was so hard, so
about
tight for me.
ears?
I need to
You
fuck
just
your
say
ears.
belly button.
Baby, let me get those earlobes next. Oh, that Teletubby.
Ah.
What about the movie Crash? They fuck like gashes in the person's leg. That's right.
What?
What?
It's a movie called Crash. It's about people who are addicted to watching car accidents,
Yeah.
and it's
Well,
really
there's two movies. Crash. There's more like one
And they
where
fuck
it's like
they crash?
One,
The
yeah.
cars?
Yeah,
The
like,
other Crash
they-
is really good. No, it's not Crash
they
Cars.
they
There's
like
one.
fuck like a hole in the person's leg. It's like
Oh! Are they like crash and then they just run onto the body like, hey?
I'll be honest.
yeah, they
Poke, it's
masturbate to like
Poke.
the
It sounds like Andy's on those 4chan threads we were talking about from 10 years ago. That's what it sounds like to me.
It's a famous movie, dude. It's a fucked up movie. It's famous. Though.
no, it's super fucked up.
I mean, don't
You
knock
ever watch
until
this
you
scary
try
movie
it.
called Murders?
Oh my God, Martyrs. It's
Dude,
French movie.
it's a French. Yeah, so you should know. Yeah, it's very.
Oh my
one of
God.
the scariest movies I've ever watched.
One of the hardest movie I ever watched.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. No one ever answered me what ass tastes like.
It tastes like nothing.
If it's
like
good,
nothing.
it tastes like
He
nothing.
refuses
Exactly.
to let this
Tastes
go.
like Dookie.
Let it ride.
No,
What
it
it
doesn't.
tastes like.
Dude, if you it tastes dookie, then your girl didn't clean her butt. Her butt.
Well, I would
Okay,
want to
but
taste.
wait.
I would want to taste Dookie just so I know it's real.
I want to
Right,
eat
but
ass.
is it like? But is it one of those you just think of it, like just because the idea you just imagine?
Okay,
No,
let's do
you
a
shouldn't.
hypothetical. Okay, everybody, what's your price? The chick weighs about 350. You just met her at a Walmart.
Okay, but if it turns you off and you're doing it, then don't do it. I think if
Yeah,
you like
she's
it,
at a Walmart.
if you like it and you do it, it should make you
Hold
super
on.
hard.
$10.
You just met her at a Walmart. She weighs about 350. She's like, you know what? I was gonna the blue light special. I was about to buy these Tupperware bins, but can you eat my ass instead? I have unlimited money. Like, what's your price? What's your price range, guys?
Why do you have to though?
You don't. You could say
Okay,
no.
can you
You could say
explain
no
the
amount of
situation
money.
again?
You
No.
could say a
No.
million.
One more
you
time,
could-
speedrun, explain.
Okay, 350-pound woman you meet at
Yes.
Walmart,
Oh,
and
no.
she just asks you to eat her ass, but she has a
No.
lot of money.
No,
No amount of money.
dude, that's straight up shit.
$1
in your
million.
mouth.
You don't know there's gonna be shit. She might
Why,
be the
dude?
cleanest
If you're
woman
fat,
you
your
ever met.
body moves
Does-
a lot.
That's
Does
why.
Chef
That's why I
Does Chef
put that.
Jam-
That's why I put that her.
That's
I'm
like
not
a big
playing the
ass-
whole
big
million
ass
thing,
wave.
because then you're admitting it, and then you're like, yeah, but he doesn't have the million. You just admit that you're gonna eat. And I'm like, nope.
Okay, would you do it for $1 million though, Poke?
No.
That's $1
$1
million.
million.
You better put your tongue in that ass, bro.
Tax free.
Like, what do you do? What do you do? Put my tongue in the ass or just
Yeah,
lick
you
the
gotta
ass
fucking eat that ass like it's your birthday, baby.
Yeah, no.
for $1 million?
$1 million.
Here's what I won't do. I won't admit.
Like, how tall is she?
I won't admit it.
She's
That's all I
4'1".
care about.
So she a fat midget.
354-1.
I don't know, dude. Fuck, dude. I'd rather grind
I'm gonna
every
get
day.
354.
Just think of her like a big ass beanbag, bro. Just put your face.
$1 million tax free. You'd say no?
Oh no, no. What I'd say is just there's no talking about it afterwards. What
Yeah, no
happens
one has
when
to
we
find
go
out.
behind that room? No one has to know. You'll never know. That's what I say.
I would do it
I would-
for 10 million.
Yeah, 10 million.
Bro,
is what I
fuck
do.
out of here.
Oh, man, you guys are so full of. You guys are so full of shit.
Would you go public? Would you go public for $1 million?
Hell yeah.
Wait, what? Public-
You don't have
what
to
do you
go public with it. Nobody has to find out.
Nah, see, no bullshit. That's a whole different. No one has to know. That's a given. Yeah, yeah. For $1 million, what? No one has to know.
so
Bro,
Yeah,
but think about it. If you go
they
public, you
have
don't
to
know. Bro, if you go public, see, look, I'm trying to get sponsored by G. They gonna see that shit. They gonna see how low.
Just ass eating. It's like
They
the
gonna see how
newspaper.
low I was on energy, and they gonna fucking sponsor me, bro. So I need this public.
Oh my goodness, Bruce. You
You gotta think. I'm telling you.
You gotta think, dude. I love it.
I don't know, Andy. I wouldn't do it, dude. That's fuck. 10 million.
So 10 million is your minimum. So they have 8 million in cash, and you say no.
Yeah, I'd take 8 million cash. Who cares? But I mean, listen, like if you're asking me how much would I take, I mean, I'm dumb not to say 100 million, to be honest.
No, but everybody has to go their lowest. That's what makes the game fun.
Dude, you're
What's the
still
lowest?
you gotta taste shit for the rest of your life.
No, you're not.
And
Just,
I'm gonna be $1 million
minute of ass
richer.
eating, she might be clean. you
I
don't
will.
know.
Hey, the first thing I'll do is take 100,000 of that and get my tongue cleaned. Whatever. I'm cool with it.
Get some
I'm good.
diamonds bedazzled
Exactly.
on your tongue.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
honestly, I mean, if you actually use some 200 IQ, 5-head logic, a 350-pound girl from Walmart, you could probably lick her ass. You can just say you're licking her ass.
But he
She won't
said
know the
four-
difference.
Nah. That
No,
hole,
dude.
He
baby.
said
You gotta,
4'1".
you gotta dive deep in that
380
shit like it's Narnia, bro, and you gotta spread them fucking cheeks.
That shit gonna taste so good.
It's gonna be like sweet and sour chicken, baby.
You throw up on it. I throw up on it, and the throw up would taste better.
I'm
Shit
actually,
gonna taste like.
I'm actually no one's. I'm actually surprised no one's. I'm actually surprised no one's asked this before. Manuel, what's your rate?
I don't like talking about my rate.
Okay, can you DM it to me?
No, I don't like putting
No,
that out
it's
there.
personal. Okay, I've always
Yeah,
wondered that.
I'm in a special situation where I have my own production company, so I get to make my rate whatever I want it to be, because I'm not necessarily wanting to work for others.
I wonder what it is. I'd say 10 or 20,000 probably per fuck.
Oh, you said raid. I thought you said race. I'm like, bro.
Well,
He
now
said
that
race.
you have your own production
Oh,
company,
no.
what's
No
your
race.
rate if you want to hire me and a 350-pound Walmart chick, and I could eat her ass, and we can put it on the
Well,
internet?
if I'm into her personally, I will do it for free. But you, it depends what you want for it. It's another.
I would do it for $3 million.
How much should I sell if I make a sex tape? How much can I sell it for?
Well, it
At
depends.
least tier 3 sub or
It's all supply and demand, right?
Well, yeah, like I mean, a lot of your like viewership is going to be curious and is going to probably jump on it, but most likely one of them will get it and then send it to everyone else, and copy it and send it to everyone else, and you'll make shit on it. So it depends.
I mean, you realize, dude, what I would actually do is I would take the $8 million and then I would tell my boy I'd pay him 10 G's if you just lick this girl's ass. And then my boy does it for 10 and I take the 7.99.
That's like asking for $1 million wishes from a genie.
My man. That's what I'd actually do.
Ain't gonna work.
Oh, hell, no, it would. I got.
It would work.
Hey, man, 10
No,
grand.
I'm the overseer. I created this
For
bet,
10 grand?
so
Hey, man, I got 10 grand.
I decide if you get
go
the money.
wrestle that right now. And oh, my goodness. My partner would just come running. Let out.
That's right. I know a lot of boys that do 10 G's for that, dude.
Give me $1 grand. Shit.
What? Honestly, Bruce, I swear to God, if you find a girl that's down for this, I will pay you $1,000, and I will watch you do this. I will witness this.
Bro, that ain't nothing, bro. I'm telling you, like, I'm all about chasing that
With
sack,
that,
bro.
dude, I will sponsor it. I will sponsor this,
Here it
dude.
comes, man. We're about to. Here
That
you go.
shit is nothing.
That I was about to say. Now I understand what Trent says when he talks about persona. Is that persona that would do it for 8 million? But we all know that if there was no one here around, and
Exactly.
he was by himself,
Okay.
he would jump in that shit like it was fucking.
He'd be splitting $1,000 with Bruce.
Okay,
He would be
dude.
asking that girl to sit in his face. And
We will be
smother
holding
him.
a dot each.
You get no 500 each,
Get
homie. Squad W. Let us get this done.
Holding a fat ass dot each.
Hey, shit, you know me well.
Manuel, do you ever get people laid easy?
By that you mean like my friends, or like if
Yeah.
I tell, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Wait, it's like
That's
that
a
for
real
you?
thing. Damn, I always thought that was like a myth, you know? It's like
Wait, so you
some
can
people
walk
just-
up
some
and be
people
like,
just
hey,
can't be helped.
you say, hey, Tracy, Stacy, can you fuck my boy over there? They're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've done it. I've done it.
What?
Yo, I'm coming to LA.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, this podcast has become like like an Inspector Gadget or like a CIA thing, dude. Like, listen, if you need a fighter, we got Jens here. You need a lay, we got Manuel here, dude. If you need some connections to the business world, we got fucking Devin here, dude. Hit Devin up, he got the connects.
Devin, I want a G Fuel sponsorship.
Dude,
If you need
horny, dude.
if you need some journalism, if you need a good piece on you, if you need some inside information on any of your enemies, hit up
Slasher.
Slasher. That's
Hell
right, dude.
yeah.
If you need the guns, hit
Don't
up Andy.
incriminate me.
Andy Milanakis. Hit up Andy Milanakis. If you need if you need an ass eater for a cheap price, hit up Bruce. You're good at that.
That's a fact.
Bruce, like, I'm in.
Let
Bruce
Bruce
is down.
hit
I
it.
like it.
And if you need some weed, hit up my boy. Wait, I can't. If you need some if you need some tobacco,
What? Everybody stop. What?
if you need some tobacco, hit up my boy Poke. And if you need some coke, you know where to come, dude. Dude, this is just kidding. That's a joke, dude. This is the podcast. Literally, we got the connects here, dude. I can build a team.
There's no weed in Texas, dude. It sucks.
Let's make an esports team.
Oh God.
Dog shit.
Let's make an esports team before the streets. Realest shit ever.
Group.
So not a gang, just like we're gonna call ourselves like the
Already-
Bubble Busters or some shit.
No, I got a name
Not
for
a
us.
gang, we the
I
Bubble
got a
Busters.
name for us. I
Could
got
you
merch.
imagine? Hey, hold on. Could you imagine though?
8 thieves.
Bubble Bus.
They came in.
Hey, Steve.
8 thieves. I like that, dude. I got a name for us already, and I got merch. You ready, guys? It's the acronym or the words, whatever it's called. It's DSG.
Dog shit.
Dick sucking gang?
What? Nah, dog shit gaming.
Oh. I like
Dick
dick sucking gang.
Yeah, I was saying, my man just popped with the
I'll
dick.
pass on that one. I'll pass on this.
Bro, imagine a fucking rap group, a hood rap group called Dick Sucking Gang, but they never had any gay lyrics, and it was just completely just like generic, like
A serious
mumble
name.
slash gangster rap.
I'm a fuck your bitch.
Yeah, nothing about gay in anything in the lyrics, but just like, yeah, we Dick Sucking Gang. They're like, why do you name yourself that? Next question. That'd be dope.
Mind your business. Next.
We already have that. It's called SoundCloud rappers.
Like, why you name yourself that? Here, talk to Jen. He'll help you. He'll talk to you.
Dick Sucking Gang. Try cool.
Oh my goodness. It's fun like this. I love it. Y'all some savage. I enjoy this.
This is fun, guys. I appreciate it. This is always so fun every week, guys. It wouldn't be anything without you
Hey,
guys.
Jens, have you got hard while fighting?
No,
Bro
it's
is
weird though. It's weird you say that.
super horny.
I have heard that about like punching people like, oh man, you make my, and it's like, I've never.
Damn, man, good
somebody,
fight.
you know,
Fuck, I got
somebody.
so hard.
Is there was a fighter? Man, I'm not getting into it, but I do remember. No, you don't. I don't think you even have the choice of thinking about it, to be honest. If you had the wherewithal, and this is no shit, if you had the wherewithal to really have your emotions kind of take over in the middle of a fight, fucking more power to you. Because, like, it's literally survival, especially when you're in the UFC and you've got, you know, the thousands of watching and millions at home, and you're fighting somebody you don't even fucking know, and you're in the middle of this cage. It's kind of the last thing you think about. But if you had the wherewithal and the calmness, we'd like, you know what I mean? More power to you.
Well, if you're like winning and you're like, damn, my girl's gonna suck my dick so good when I get home, and like it's still in the middle of the fight.
Nah, you wouldn't be able to
I'm
do
just
it.
kidding,
I
I'm
don't
just
think. Now, you know, here's what's funny, and this is, I don't know, it might just be me, but in the locker room, I can't pee enough. I'm like, I always have this feeling that I have to pee. I'm like, man, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna fucking piss my, you know what I mean? And then you take like, all right, man, I gotta go. And then, but that was always one of my biggest fears, like, man, I gotta pee. For some reason, it's like, I gotta pee again. And it's like, no, one more. Nope, you gotta go out there and fight. Maybe I was trying to stall or whatever, but nah, never.
It was like your body's way of making an excuse or something, or
Right,
fight
but
time.
I've
Yo,
never
Bruce,
had
you.
I had Christmas shit by accident.
Are you using the Logitech C920?
You're using the camera.
Oh shit, oh shit. Wait.
It's my favorite mic in the world, dude.
It's really good. Dude, Poke, I was thinking about it, dude. Instead of doing a serious rap, we should do a Logitech C920 rap and title it Logitech C920.
Hold
on, wait,
and
is
record
my
it with
mic
that
better?
shitty sound.
Yeah, it's
You
better.
6'9", I mean.
That's a really good idea.
Turn your speakers down, bro. Stop complaining like some hoes.
Why you getting mad like some hoes?
I gotta ask a question because I gotta ask that question. I have to ask one on. I gotta give a follow up. What if somebody just beats you in a fight and they had a bone? Would you be pissed?
Did they stick it?
That's
in
what
me
I
all the
meant.
time?
Like, do they people get hard while fighting? Like,
They
is it
beat
like
you and they get hard. I'll be more than pissed, man.
Right? But I've never. No, I don't know if I've ever experienced the. I don't know.
Remember that meme with Vanderlei Silva and Shogun Rua doing jiu-jitsu, and it says like
Yes.
it's only gay if you make eye contact.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, it's some weird ass positions without a doubt. But I don't like in an actual fight. I've never. No. That's okay. No. I don't know if I've ever. It's never. But now, remind you, I've always had to deal with like growing up as a wrestler, and I was wrestling, and they used to call me fat fag and all that shit. I used to get so much shit back in the day. You know what I mean? For being a wrestler, they'd be like, "Oh, you're doing this bullshit," and then we don't have the belt. We don't get the. We're not considered a martial art. So there was a lot of people like, "Oh, I can't believe you just sit there and roll around with a bunch of guys." I mean, and then you're in that skinny ass singlet and stuff like that. So you'd have to get like I've always get made fun of and shit like that without a doubt.
Yep.
I was just talking about the other day. It's crazy how much that word was used. Like,
Damn, somebody in a Hellcat. Y'all heard that?
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's my.
Yeah, so before Poke says what I have to say, just to give you context, Jen. So the context to use the F word in is fine. You were saying people. Yeah, you were saying.
No, but I used to really get called that all the time.
Oh no, I know.
On Twitch, on Twitch,
yeah.
you can't really use that word.
What I'm saying,
I'm being sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're actually
their
fine.
understanding of context in this situation.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
Just let me explain to him so one person can explain to him so that is good. So you're completely fine. The context you used that in was fine. You said people called you it. The context was fine. Don't worry about it. You're not in trouble. I'm not in trouble. We're good. But just in case, in the future, if you get mad and you say, "Yo, this guy's a blank," be careful.
Oh no, I would never.
Yeah,
never,
okay.
Never.
Wait, I
and
got
now,
a question.
And now this opens up into what Poke's gonna explain.
Yeah, I got a question.
I don't even know what I was saying.
Go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah, Bruce.
Okay, so look, I was playing CS:GO
Sasha
earlier,
wants to
right?
Go to bed so fat. Look at him. Sasha's like, I'm so tired.
But and then somebody called me like the hard R. Like, is that TOS or no? Because I left
Yes.
right away.
Oh,
Yes.
no, it's
Very
not.
nice,
Because someone else did it in your game. It's not.
Yeah, like they was
Oh, not
harassing me.
against you. No, not against you.
You mean like
They
like,
called me it like a random person.
Some people actually do get banned temporarily for that, but generally no.
It's only if someone is doing it and you don't take the action.
Yeah,
to
you
mute
don't
them
do.
or
Yeah,
block
you gotta
them.
mute them right away, and then
Or
like
leave right away, right?
Oh,
Or
because
something.
I always wonder if someone like make a donation and use like a bad word in it, like
You can block out a lot of those words.
Yeah,
you
it is
have
also
to
in the
basically
stream.
try to get rid of it in good faith. Like you got to do everything you can to get.
Twitch is actually
yeah.
super. Contrary to popular belief, Twitch is actually lenient with that. If you do your best, to end it, to get out of the way, to delete and get it removed, then Twitch is very lenient with that. As long as, like Devin and Slasher said, as long as you put a best faith effort in, you're completely good.
I mean,
Faith
Poke
effort.
just opened a hentai game on stream and was fine.
It just looked like
Well,
I was fucking with you.
a friend of mine in France, he was playing Twitch things, and you know how you do duo and the video of the other person, and he got banned because like he clicked on a duo and it was graphic sexual.
Bro, somebody was on there
What the
trolling. That's so fucked up.
And so he got banned for it. I think a week.
That's so fucked up.
A week?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
closest
very popular streamer in France too, man.
The closest I've been to banned or got in trouble was, and they talked to me. I've had people literally post my address.
Oh yeah.
And stuff like that. And I said, hey, I go, you want to do address? I go, show up. I go, show up to my house. I go, I will fucking dust you before you even get out that car. and that got me in trouble. But I'm like, then you need to protect me. You better protect me then, because if you don't want me threatening these people,
that's the
you better
biggest
do what you
flaw.
do,
Yes,
I'm a goddamn pit
That's
bull.
right.
I will bite your face off. If you
That's
come
the
at this house.
biggest flaw of not only
Yeah.
Twitch, but of Twitter, of Reddit, of almost everything.
Yeah,
Any-
man, I hate
if-
that, man. Like they can
Yes.
do what they want, and then when you come back at them, like, all right,
yes,
IP,
yes.
let's go. I got a reality show for all of us called IP Defenders. I'll go up there. I'll go.
They
visit
just got
everybody's
bowl
house.
cuts and they get bullied in school. That's why they do shit like that. They just
Yeah, but I see. I don't laugh about that stuff, and that shit
Yeah,
drives me
yeah.
nuts. When you can sit there and punk me, and you can throw my shit out there like that, and if I say like, "Give me this dude's IP address," I want, you know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh, you can't do that. You're gonna get something." Like, well, then guess what, Twitch? You better pardon my language, but you better protect me then, because I'm not that shit ain't cool. You know, that was my only thing about kind of being thrown into the deep end right off the bat, and becoming a partner from the word go is, you know, and being quote unquote Jens Pulver. I'm a small streamer, but as a fighter, obviously everybody knows the damn name, and I had people throwing all my stuff, and I'm like, really? It's like, come on, man, you're not going to protect me? All right, well, they're like, well, you can't say that, you can't threaten, but I'm like, it's not a threat, man. Come, man, show up. You're going to throw my address, show up and see what I do.
No cap. Pull up.
You know
No
what I mean?
cap.
Yeah, man, pop, man. Don't let the story hit you with a good Lord split you. I will.
Pizza man's gonna pull up with pizza, dude. They're not gonna come up to
with
your
a whole
house,
bunch
dude.
of pizzas.
Yeah,
right? I know,
it's
but
gonna be a
that was the
man.
thing
They're
that
just
scared
trying
me.
to
Like
fucking
I'm
troll
saying, when
you.
it first happened, and that's why I was like, man.
Yeah.
So how do they protect the streamer? That's always been my number one question. Is Twitch is always protecting the people watching, but how do they protect the streamer?
The problem is
really
they can always stand behind like, oh, we're a platform, so we don't need, like, we just facilitate the service. We don't need to
That's
actually protect
But
anybody.
yet you're not
That's the
allowed to
problem.
defend yourself. But at the same token, you have to take the abuse because you're
You
quote
can
unquote
defend yourself, just
the
not on your
dumbass
stream.
that
Is Twitch even responsible right now if something happens to anybody on Twitch? Like if they do
Define
take a stand,
responsible.
like if someone's streaming
Legal,
and a
but
viewer
legally.
found their fucking address and the viewer fucking did something to them, right? And
No,
you
Twitch
know,
would
let's
be-
say Twitch was messaged, like they say the streamer messaged Twitch for like months before it happened, like, dude, this guy's fucking on my ass. What do I do? And then something finally happened. If Twitch
There could
did
be a
something,
lawsuit, but
yeah,
probably not.
if Twitch did
Yeah.
something while the guy was panicking, maybe if when it finally, like when it did happen to him, Twitch would be getting shit because they stepped in, right? Or like Twitch is in a stance where they can't do anything, right?
Can't
What
be
is-
lacking. You
Even
can't be
if the
lacking though.
default- Even if the default like terms of service says that they're not liable, it doesn't mean you can't bring them to court and still not win. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you can, but they have such a massive team of lawyers, and they'll lock you up in legality, and they'll basically bleed you out of your money, and they'll win before you do. Especially since they have Amazon's backing now. It's almost
I
impossible.
mean, don't they have
Devin just
lawyers that take
back
it on
that
a
one.
percentage?
You know it's happening.
There are lawyers that'll take them on, but they'll delay you so much through the process.
Who is
What is that sound?
It's Jen's. It's Jen's mic.
Oh shit!
No, it's not Jen's mic.
What
Is
is
the
that?
fire behind Jens? What's going on, dude?
Yeah, no, that ain't Jens. Don't you dare.
It might be my mic. Is it because I have a bug right now with it? Is it my mic?
We don't
Oh
hear it
yeah,
anymore.
it stopped.
I see. I wasn't even
Alright.
talking. Man, he
Oh,
got me
my bad.
with my headset off, throwing shit out. I'm like, damn it,
My
Corey.
bad, brother.
It
I thought
sounds like a
somebody was
Alinity
shooting.
cat.
He just singled me out. Man, he just had to throw me under that bus.
Well, the way they
No,
do
it's
it
not a
is-
bad thing. Whoever's mic
Bro.
goes.
I think he wants you to beat him up and get a boner out of it.
Damn.
Oh my God.
I
Manuel.
watched that.
Wow.
I think.
All right, let's roll. Let's go.
I actually wouldn't mind to learn from you and to roll with you once or twice.
I will tell you this right now. I'm all y'all, man. That's
would be
one thing.
awesome.
I really dig the hell out of this group. If there's anything I can ever do, come by world 100%. I mean, y'all just
That would be awesome.
I would love to, dude. I would love to roll on the mat a couple times with you, dude.
Yep.
It'd be fun, dude.
yeah.
It'd be fun. You would whoop my ass, but I would love to just like
It
learn a
isn't
few new
about
things.
no, it isn't about whooping ass. It's about teaching. Like, hey, man,
Exactly.
y'all want to show me how to game? I'm down. I can't. I'm shit at Fortnite, but I give it a whirl. I'm not the best at gaming, but I can talk and then I know how to fight. So if there's anything I can do, and then we got Manuel. Manuel can teach us how to.
Sex.
French. I can
Let's
teach you
roll.
French.
Let's
Well,
go, man.
Manuel also knows judo, so.
Manuel, think about this. You and I, we just roll around the vehicle. We're like, here you go, man up.
Do it.
We
Imagine,
just go, man up. That's what I do.
imagine
We
an
just go, man
MMA
up.
class by James Pulver with
We
like.
got the MMA and the
streamers.
porn just together. We call it man up. We just run around and just teach everybody.
Dude, this is perfect, bro. Listen,
Manuel,
I'll have
man,
Jens
I
there.
like it.
I'll have Jens there to roll with, and then as soon as I pop that boner, I'll have Manuel show me what to do with it.
Make sure I'm right next to you when you pop that thing, though, please.
Hell no.
Sorry.
You just
I
throw
don't
your
know why I
cat. Did you just throw your cat?
Yeah, I did.
Oh my god. All right, guys.
What do you guys think of this faced old shit app where everyone?
Bro, that shit came. You know what's crazy? That shit was literally like a old ass meme, like probably like a year ago, where everybody was doing that shit. And it just came back around.
You just gave
Is
the
it true that
FBI
shit's run
all
by the
your
Russians?
faces.
Well, what I think is that all your
Is
information is
it?
owned by Russia now.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
it true? Is it true that shit's all owned by the Russians?
Yeah,
Like,
it is
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That fucking app is made by
Holy
Russia. Everyone uses
shit.
it.
Wait,
Now
so the
they-
app-
I've never
wait-
done. I
wait,
can
that-
honestly say I've never even touched
Dude.
that app. 'Cause here's
Yo,
why.
I think the
Why
Russians
do I
are
want
like.
to look older? I don't want to look older.
I think the Russians are actually galaxy brain, dude. I think they set up the Area 51 thing too,
Mm.
and then they.
Now, that,
subscribed
hey,
all
I
their-
would join all of y'all at 51 right now. I'll do that one, but I'm not
Nah,
the first
fuck
one
that.
through the door. Fuck
Y'all
all
gonna
that.
get
I'm
your
not the
ass
first one
kicked.
through the
They
door.
got a bunch of guns over there, bro.
Jets,
Fuck
Jets,
that.
they'll even kick your ass, dude. It doesn't
Bet your
matter.
ass they will. Hell yeah, they will. I'm not
Devin.
the first one through the door, but I will go with you. I promise.
Wait, Devin, what were you saying about the Russians set up the Area 69 thing?
I said I think Area 69. It's a good idea, Train. You should run with that. I'll find you the sponsors, dude.
No, we have a clip to show. We'll send you that clip, man. Like,
No, I saw the clip. It's a good ass clip. That's what I'm saying. I'll find the sponsors for you guys.
shit.
Thank you. That would be great.
Yeah.
No, what were you saying about Area 51? Seriously, about the Russians?
It was
doing
actually
that too?
Joe
Oh, I
Rogan.
just.
It was
I
actually
was
Joe
just
Rogan.
saying. I think that. Wait, what was Joe Rogan?
I'm pretty sure that Joe Rogan mentioned Area 51 on his show, and that a bunch of people
Yeah,
made a
because who
Facebook
was the
group.
one guy that he had on that was actually talking about
Bob Lazar.
Lazar's, yeah, the technology.
Yeah. Okay, but the thing is that wasn't it true that so Joe Rogan created the group, but then 1.5 million people joined instantly. So that's why
Well, I
I
found
thought
one of of just a fan randomly who listened to
A
the show,
fan randomly listened to it.
and
yes.
then they made a huge group because who wouldn't want to go to Area 51?
Yep. The fan
Fireworks.
watched the show and he started it, and that thing took off. And there's 1.5 million people are all ready to go camp out by Area 51. As long as I'm not first, I'll go. I'll watch.
Have you guys talked about the Elon Musk Neuralink yet at all or no?
No.
What is that?
Do you know it's this new thing that they announced that they're gonna be drilling fucking holes into your fucking head and putting this shit in your brain.
99%. Sorry, go ahead.
You could link it up with a fucking smartphone and
Hell
it's
no.
supposed to be
Now
able
they
to,
can hack your head and you.
it
Nah,
could
hell.
predict. It could predict any kind of brain disorders. It's they could fucking punch things in a fucking computer to rewire you. It's some fucked up shit, man. You guys gotta look it up, maybe.
90% of the shit that Elon talks about is never going to happen in the way that
He'd be
the
wild.
dude is the biggest showboater ever. He fucking thinks he's Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Straight up.
We don't. Hey, remember this though. I don't think at the end of the day we don't want longevity. You know what I mean? As far as population and everything like that, man, you're lucky if you make it. We don't want longevity.
Well,
I just farted.
There's my boy. See. By the way, man, very nice to meet all y'all. Cool hanging with y'all.
I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah, man.
Jens, I just got the book today, man. I can't wait. Tomorrow on my bike, I'm gonna be reading that.
Let me know. Let me know what you think, partner.
For sure.
All right, well, then we had a good podcast today, yeah, guys?
Hell yeah. Really good.
5 o'clock in the morning. The conversation got
Exactly,
boring.
5 a.m.
Bruce done. Bruce he had that awkward
That's
pause.
what I'm
Everything
gonna
got
miss about
crazy.
Pacific time.
How do I let it ride?
You said we going to bed soon. So I just thought I'd just wait there till I heard you come up the stairs.
Pacific time is the best. Every time I see everybody tired and the sun's coming up, I'm like, I got 3 hours on you guys. Not for long.
Yeah, no, it is me though. I do appreciate it. Thank y'all very much for having me.
Super fun. Yo, mods, can you
Good to have you.
spam everyone's Twitch links in here right now? Just spam everyone's Twitch links. Please, 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 please.
Fireworks.
What the hell is that?
Fireworks. Fireworks.
Yeah, it's Train.
It's not mine.
No?
No, definitely not.
It's weird. All right. Good night, everybody.
It's
Y'all be
Devin's.
good. Be good.
Yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
What the hell? Yeah.
Yo, mods, please spam everybody's Twitch link continuously. Guys, please, huge shout out to Devin Nash. Huge shout out to Jens Pulver. Huge shout out to Slasher. Bruce, drop him off. Manuel Ferreira. Andy Milanakis and Pokelawls, guys. Please, 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 please give them follows. Mods, spam it until my chat breaks. Spam it. Please follow them, guys. Please. Super cool guys.
Thank you, guys. I'm gonna go to have a great evening. Thanks for having me again.
Hey, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, it was awesome. Awesome show.
All right.
Thank you. Yes.
Love you guys. Bye.
Good job, Train.
All right.
Best.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, Slasher.
Thank
Love
you.
you, dude. Bye.